It's a Tuesday afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. That is the perfect time to display your new upcoming Grand Strategy release, because all the unemployed people will be watching. Am I right? Welcome everyone. I'm only joking. Welcome. We are doing another live coverage of a Victoria 3 stream by the Paradox devs. Their stream is going to be on their Twitch and their YouTube. My stream is covering it with expert analysis, bants, and live reaction from people who come from the Victoria 2 community mainly. We always give our honest thoughts, we give them plenty of praise and credit where it's due, we are not haters. We have many criticisms that I think are valid and should be heard, and we also just want to have fun, mainly. Because these... Wait, let me just unmute myself on you. Now you can see my name have a circle around it when I talk. Oh, of course, loads of people do watch at work, that's true. Of course, shout out to those people. So here we are. My co-host Piechucker should show up at some point, and we're also going to have Zombie showing up. Their game starts in about half an hour. They're normally a few minutes late themselves, whereas I am always right on the minute that we start. So welcome everyone. So I hope you're all having a good day, and let's get into this soon. So we have about half an hour before that where we can just talk, answer questions about Vicky 3. Holding a stream for half an hour to discuss Vicky 3 is no difficult task. I think we can easily talk about it. There's lots to talk about. For example, we had a Reddit AMA yesterday from the Paradox devs. What a fun time that was. I got the first question in on that AMA, by the way, I'll have you know. I asked the first question. Can you believe it? I also asked probably the most downvoted questions. Well, I asked two questions overall. One of them was downvoted to oblivion because it was about the war system, and the other one was simply asking if the multiplayer had chat. It received one upvote. So yeah, I asked them if the multiplayer has an in-game chat yet, to which they answered no. I mean, they give a little bit of an elaborate, funny sort of answer, but they said no. That's what it is. We could talk a lot about that, but yeah. The other question I asked was something about if they've already hinted at many DLC for the war system and many areas of the war system that they will improve on. For example, in the original dev diary about the war system, they hinted at having potential orders or ways you can guide where your troops will go. They hinted at that being in the future. From the first, right from the start of the war system announcement, they already talked about potentially having what, if you read between the lines, will be DLC. So I asked that if you're already hinting at expanding on the war system, does that mean you're not happy with how it currently is and it cannot stand on its own feet now? But I suppose that question, it was never going to get a genuine answer or anything. They're just going to say, yeah, we're happy with where it is now, which they did say. But I wanted to get that in there anyway, because, yeah, that was downvoted to hell, though. The things that got upvoted on that thread were things that were really positive, like, hey guys, I love what you're doing, you're amazing, keep up the great work. Can you add this little poop and farting city on the map, please, for historical accuracy? That's pretty much all you got. No scrutiny, it's just kind of a little circle jerk. Anything like a little bit scrutinizing, a little bit, you know, questioning something, really gets downvoted. They don't accept anything there of any scrutiny. And that is what it is. I think, if anything, this recent Discord Q&A they did probably had more scrutinizing questions, but on that one, the Discord one, they just simply, if they didn't like a question, they just didn't answer it. Whereas I think most, if not all, of the questions on the Reddit AMA thread got answered. They answered my questions. Listen, I don't have anything personal against any of the devs of Vic 3. They seem like really good people, and they answered my questions. The Reddit community are the ones that downvoted it and gave me hate for it. The devs themselves, good people, nothing against them. And we're about to have fun with them today with their stream. I may disagree with decisions that they've taken and things that they've gone with for the overall thing of the Victoria 3, but doesn't mean I dislike them. And the DLC policy of Paradox, that's a wider Paradox issue. That's like a corporate issue or a marketing issue. The devs themselves who do the work on the games don't really decide that, I don't think. Although, your comment asking if they had an in-game chat got downvoted. Yeah, it got downvoted, but overall it reached the level 2 of the upvotes, so it got upvoted as well, or it didn't get downvoted as much. Because, you know, apart from all the fucking idiots who just don't give a fuck and any criticism, any scrutiny about the war or multiplayer or anything is bad, there are people in there who genuinely want to know if the multiplayer has an in-game chat. Because it's a fucking important thing, and I'll talk about that in a sec when we get the next bit of music on here. So, I should get that off the screen. As you can see, their stream is not up yet. This is the Paradox Twitch. Will be, you know, when they start, we'll hear the music start and then we'll move to them. Should be starting soon. So, let me get the next track of music on. This one, of course. Speaking of this music, the Victoria 3 soundtrack was released lately. They put it up on YouTube, probably like SoundCloud, various other stuff. I haven't actually listened to it, but you know, the soundtrack seems good. So, in the answer about the multiplayer chat, where they said there is no in-game multiplayer chat, the dev, which is Michael Anderson, or however you might pronounce that in Swedish or whatever, Mikael Andersson, he answered that the system that you're using for multiplayer is the same as CK3, and we've played CK3 live on our stream before. We've done CK3 multiplayer, and I've, you know, had mixed feelings about it. CK3 multiplayer is rather unstable. You have hot joins, but the hot joins always caused instability and out of sync the whole game soon after any hot join. So hot joining for all intents and purposes doesn't work. I mean, it's there, they might get it to work, they might fix it, I don't know. Someone link the Reddit Q&A in the chat for people. You won't find much interesting on there though. So, yeah, the CK3, and also I think there's going to be less out of syncing and more along the lines of if people are lagging, they're just going to slow the speed of the game and lag behind, which is good because you can identify the people that have bad connection and kick them the fuck out. VirtualRock says CK3 multiplayer has been pretty stable for me, but yeah, Hotshot, yeah, I think it's overall stable. I mean, we had ups and downs with it when we did our streams of CK3 multiplayer. Sometimes we had series of out of syncs that went on and on. Sometimes it was perfectly stable, but hot joins never worked. That's true. Out of syncing was the most popular feature of Vic 2. Why would they not bring it back? Listen, it's going to be there. We are going to go out of sync. It's actually there. So hopefully my co-host and my special guest will show up at some point. I mean, it doesn't really matter. If I have to do the stream alone, I can do it. I'm perfectly fine. I can carry the stream myself. Me and chat have got this. Anyway, though, don't forget, quickly, before we move on to talking about the issue of the in-game chat specifically, don't forget to support the channel, the super chats, and joining the channel membership where you get to use so many nice emotes. Someone will display the emotes that you can get if you join the channel membership in the chat. Stellaris had good hot join. I believe Hearts of Iron 4 has a good multiplayer system as well with hot joins that work, but it also seems to be unstable. There you go. EU4 hot drawing works like half the time. Better than none of the time, which is the CK3 one. But yeah, I don't know anything about the specifics or how these multiplayer systems work, Nick. So I don't know anything about that. I'm just going with what I was told by the Paradox lead dev, Michael Anderson, in his answer. Which is that it follows the CK3 system. However, the main point of that question though, the in-game multiplayer chat, I think that is terrible that they don't have it. It was terrible that they didn't have it in CK3. I talked about that at the time. I'm on record for criticising that heavily when we played CK3 on release and at various other points. You can find that if you watch those. I absolutely criticised the shit out of that. It's terrible. Spudgun, will you get Vic 3 on launch? Yeah, I'm going to buy it the day it comes out and play it live. I'll stream it for you. So I'm going to buy the game and stream it, hopefully to help other people make the decision as to whether they will buy it. Because I think a lot of you are going to be, you know, I can't be 100% sure, but I think a lot of you will use my stream of it to help your decision. Have you ever done a sober stream, asks Palaya? Yeah, most of them, actually. This one included. It's only fucking 20 to 1. Jesus. Thanks for the $5 Canadian, Palaya, as always. Thank you. When Vic 3 stream will start? Well, this one is starting in 20 minutes. If they're on time, which they're never on time. My Vic 3 will start on the 25th of October in the morning, UK time. I'll probably start it at 9 AM my time, I don't know. I will put out a little update video giving you my schedule for the Vic 3 launch day plans. I'll put out a wee video for everyone to get that, alright? Big plans coming up. So yeah, not having an in-game chat. So in the answer, Michael Anderson said that, you know, wait, I need to change the song. The coronation. Michael Anderson said that people use Discord anyway, so you don't really need an in-game chat. And that obviously we do use Discord. However, the in-game chat is still really important. And just because there are third-party things that allow you to communicate in the game or around the game, it doesn't mean you should rely on a third party. You should have an in-game thing to fall back on if there's issues. I mean, imagine in Victoria 3 if your Discord goes down or something, then it's just completely fucked. You have no communication with the players anymore. In Victoria 2, if Discord goes wrong, you have the in-game chat to fall back on. Also, this is specific to multiplayer. You all know that in multiplayer, when you declare a war, you type it in the in-game chat because it's a chat that everyone can see all at the same time. Discord is behind the scenes. You won't be able to read the chat all the time. I have a double monitor setup, so I can actually have Discord on another monitor when I'm playing, but not everyone can do that. So you'll have to tab out to see messages and stuff. Also, my chat is glitched. My YouTube chat, I'm not able to read it right now. This always happens. YouTube chat's fucked. We all know this. Every stream. So having a third party, not good. Relying on it entirely, not good, I mean. Like I said, in multiplayer, the in-game chat has specific uses that you need, mandated by the rules. I mean, there's no option for that in Vic 3 now. Not that there's any wars to declare anyway, it's all diplomatic plays. Let me refresh my window, hang on. If only Piechucker was here to carry the stream while I did behind the scenes technical stuff. Damn. Okay, there we go. Just change the rules though. Listen, the thing I said about the Vic 2 multiplayer relying on in-game chat isn't an absolute reason to have an in-game chat. I just gave it as an example of why it's really desirable and useful to have one. At the end of the day though, I think, isn't it just obvious that there should be an in-game chat? Isn't it just kind of like a baseline thing, a fundamental that should be there? I mean, the fact that we even have to argue for it is kind of ridiculous. I mean, come on. One monitor chuds seething at the chat in the chat right now. Yeah, it's a basic thing, come on. Obviously, yeah, being able to tab out of Victoria 3 is easier because it'll have a proper border list and everything. It'll be less janky than Vic 2, but still. Anyway, it's not that an important a point anyway, so can't dwell on it too much, but just, you know, it's another critique of the game. I think in the answer I got, the guy left the door open to them maybe adding it if people pressure them, so I guess we can, you know. And maybe next Reddit AMA, I'll ask them again. No need to deck wars in chat in Vic 3 because there's the amazing diplomatic play system. Yeah, depressing, isn't it? Right, so, also, good afternoon, George. We need Zombie and Piechucker to show up. I can't carry the stream on my own. I was lying. I suck. I can't carry a stream. I can't hold it. Where are they? Let me get the next song on. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Paradox devs are playing Prussia today. The community, the Vic 3 people, they have finally voted for a real country. They're voting for Prussia, the obvious choice. Would you not just have a playlist that auto plays? Like this time I didn't happen to click on a playlist when I searched the songs, okay? It's an issue. Hello, Neopanjane. Good morning, Soldier from TF2. Oh, well, we can have Pogba. Someone has showed up. Hey.
What's up? What's up?
Hi.
Are they streaming on YouTube or Twitch?
Both, normally, I think.
I don't see them on Twitch right now. Maybe they
Oh, yeah,
some...
they're not live yet. They're not live yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got it open. Hold on, let me put that. Okay, the faces go above the stream there, okay. So, did you ask any questions on the Reddit AMA?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't even see the AMA, to be honest with you.
Zombies here. Can I get koalas in the chat?
Hello?
Hello.
What's up, people? What's up, people?
Did you ask any questions on the Reddit AMA?
I actually did. I actually asked the exact same question as you did, funnily enough.
Really?
I didn't... Yeah, if you look at it, maybe I can find it, because I asked, like, I was basically, on behalf of the MP community, will it be an in-game chat? Or something along that lines of that. I didn't get an answer, though, but since you asked the exact same question, I assume they just answered your question instead.
Oh, right, okay. Well, great minds think alike.
Yeah, that was, like, the thing I wanted to ask, because in the league, they don't have an in-game chat, and I was like, that was weird. So I wanted to find out. But yeah.
Did you hear me give their answer about CK3?
I did, and I kind of facepalmed a little bit when I saw it. Not gonna lie. I don't know if, like, because let me see if I can find. They basically said that their engine isn't compatible, or isn't like, I guess isn't compatible, and it's really weird because you'd think it would be. It's like an in-game chat is pretty simple. It's just you just send a string through the netcodes and to the other like ends of the the other computers in the network, but apparently that's hard to do in that engine. Is what they said.
Yeah, apparently
I don't really understand that.
Inputting text and having it display is very difficult with their code. You know, I don't know anything about net code or anything like that, but sending a message to have it display seems, and I could be wrong, I'm not a technical genius here, but it seems like a pretty basic thing to do. I don't know. You know, I'm just going out on a limb there.
Yeah. Some other people were speculating that it might have been like they can do it. It's just they just don't want to because
someone say that having a chat where messages get shown to other people might have been actually some of the first things that ever happened on the internet. I don't know though.
Yeah, I mean even the Paradox games, like if you play the old Paradox games from like 2004, even they have a text chat for multiplayer. So it's really kind of insane that they somehow that it's somehow a difficult, quote unquote, difficult thing for them to do with this engine.
Yeah, it's funny because they also removed the chat for Imperator, because I'm pretty sure in Imperator there's no chat at all.
Imperator of course as well. Yeah. I
don't know why they're moving to this no chat like multiplayer thing, but it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, well, it's a small thing technically, but it just really irked me because it's like if you play Victor MP or really any like Paradox game in MP, you'll realize how important having the in-game chat actually is for doing secret diplo, for GM control, like announcing when you're doing something, like declaring a war, etc., etc. Like Vic 2 without the in-game chat would be so much more of a pain in the ass. like even with Discord and stuff. So I don't know why they think it's
and
like.
it actually shows the chat shows basic game messages as well, such as players disconnecting, lagging behind.
Yeah, I think it do have that kind of thing. Like it's the way it works in Vic 3. You have like the lobby system for like Hoi 4 and stuff. So like it'll show it there, but it's still kind of dumb because like why not just have a chat? It's kind of it should
you have
be,
to have a war declaration channel in your Vic 3 MP.
You're actually going to have to
ping everyone.
If anyone's actually going to do proper fucking serious Vic 3 multiplayer, people are actually going to have to set up dedicated Discord text channels for things like that.
Yeah.
Every time someone decks a war, they ping the like rostered role.
Yeah, ping the rostered role.
Declaring 100 on this person.
Yeah, at rostered, declaring a diplomatic play on UK for X amount of war score, or X amount of maneuver points.
Anyway, I encourage people, I mean, I didn't put out any announcements or anything, but I sort of encourage people to ask them questions on that Reddit AMA. Because I mean, it's cringeworthy, it seems, but if they don't know what we're wanting or what we're asking for, how can we really justify, or how can we complain in a way? I mean, they should be having lots of the things we're asking for, but we also need to try and communicate it with them. And I know the Redditors are fucking terrible. They downvote anything that borders on scrutiny. But we need to get our voices out there somehow, which is why I went through the fucking hell of going on there. Not only did I get downvoted, people came on, like, criticising my questions. Fuck off, ask your own questions.
Wait, did they do that? Because I didn't see that when I saw...
One of them, yeah, someone commented on mine.
Oh god, well...
And again, like I said, it's nothing to do with the devs. The devs answered my questions politely and normally. It's just the fucking community.
It's unfortunate, but what can you do? I'm just afraid that if they don't have an in-game chat with other kinds of stuff, will they not have, considering it's the basic feature of multiplayer and stuff. But
well, as I was saying, if you want to know how the multiplayer is going to work, you just have to do CK3 multiplayer. It's the same system.
Yeah. Well, technically, people have played MP. I've actually played a Vic 3 MP game, believe it or not.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
Actually, so I know roughly like how it would probably work. Although it is a leak, so like obvious things can be changed. But I'm guessing they probably won't change much if they haven't implemented an in-game chat, because there wasn't an in-game chat in the leak MP. That's why I was worried about it.
Yeah, but, the reason I asked the question, look, I was 90% sure there wasn't going to be an in-game chat when the game came out, because there wasn't one in the leak. But I wanted to ask the question just to be sure that they hadn't yet added one. Because, you know, if I complained about them not having an in-game chat and then they went ahead and added one between the leak and the release, I would have looked the right idiot there, you know? But they didn't add one.
Yeah.
I was just making sure.
Yeah,
I guess our assumptions can always be right.
Yeah, at least they do have hot joining and stuff. Although it doesn't work that well in the leak. But that may just be, you know, faulty net code. Maybe they'll fix it.
Hot joining does not work very well in CK3 with the same system. Hot joining oozes the game. What happens from our experience? Oh, hey, Piechucker.
Hello. Sorry. Time got away from me.
Time has a funny way of doing that. We're all on this earth for a finite amount of time when we're about to spend valuable hours playing Victoria 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's kind of worrying if CK3 doesn't have like stable MP, and that's like what this is based on, basically what they said, like the engine. That's kind of worrying, because maybe that means that the stability issues in the leak is actually not just in the leak; it'll just be in the final game. I hope that won't be the case.
I do believe that they kind of just don't care about multiplayer. I do believe that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and that's just.
There's no way they just completely removed the war feature and they care at all for multiplayer.
I mean, I could see MP being like kind of like, it depends. Like if you're like into like a kind of Factorio-esque like or city builder kind of thing, like where you're like instead of competing in terms of war, you're competing in terms of resources and management.
Hey, zombie! My green number went up to 50. Let me see your green number.
We're just like doing a
type it on Discord. Type your green number on Discord. There's no in-game chat.
Yeah, I just can't imagine, like, even for people who like that kind of gameplay, and I know people who like that kind of gameplay because I talk with them frequently, right? And it just seems so annoying that, you know, like they want to play this game in MP, but the devs can't be asked to add like basic MP features like an in-game chat. It's just unfortunate. I can't be honest.
So anyway, they are playing Prussia today. What are we looking for in a Prussia gameplay, Piechucker?
Gameplay. I'm really excited. I am really excited because I think this stream is going to be interesting. I think this is the make or break. Like Zombie says, there is, you know, some interesting factors to the game, and they haven't really been shown off, in my opinion. based off the countries that they've played so far in their streams. And so Prussia is like the meat and gravy, you know? If you can't have a fun thing with Prussia, then it's a death sentence, you know?
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I know
what do we
that
all think?
It's gonna be weird seeing them. Like, I don't know if it still gives infamy when you annex the little like German miners, but from the playthroughs I've done of Prussia on the leak, you basically have to like get like a customs union with every single like little German miner before you do like the tech to annex them, or else you'll never be able to get them in a customs union, and they'll have to like manually annex them, which is really annoying because then you have to deal with maybe some random power joining, like France or Russia or something.
Yeah, but basically, what we're going to see from this Prussia stream, surely, don't mention it. Has anyone watched that from Faulty Towers? Don't mention the war. That kind of applies to Victoria 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, the W word.
The war word. The
W
wars.
word.
There's no war in Basing Say, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm really kind of curious because I think, like, what the devs might do, and this is like a potential prediction, right, is that they might just try to form Germany peacefully. Because I know it is possible to do that.
Yeah.
Based from playing in the league. So you actually technically don't need to fight for All-Stars to form Germany. I believe there are ways around it. We'll have to see what approach they take. Because it did seem like you were rather peaceful the other streams, so there might be the same.
Yeah, so guys who have played the league here, don't spoil it. I'm good. Don't spoil it if you know, but I'm going to be looking for any like special fucking modifiers that Prussia has for their army. Don't spoil it. I'm going to wait for them to show us anything, or what Prussia has in terms of their army, being the militarized state that it is or was. Yeah. I'm going to be curious about that.
I can't even remember myself.
Yeah, me neither.
Do
they have a von Moltke's reform?
I do remember like forming Germany. You don't even need like Austria in the customs union, and you can just like annex Austria while you form like the Germany cultural union thing. It's like really weird.
So the Paradox stream has started with their little pre thing. They're starting soon. The screen is now up, just like I have on my streams, and they've got music on. The beautiful soundtrack that they just released is on. So
honestly, I do like the Victory soundtrack. I didn't think I would like it, but after playing the league a bit, like some of them are actually quite nice. But obviously, they don't have any like war tracks. Obviously, it's all like, you know, it's all like peaceful. It's all like peaceful, like, you know, like orchestra type stuff. Well, no, but you know what I mean, right?
So they don't have like an Oblivion or Skyrim war when a fight starts. You start hearing the combat music. They don't have
Not
that.
really. I mean, maybe they added that, but from playing the league, that's basically only peaceful track. There's nothing like, oh, now the war starts.
You know
now
what?
we begin
to be honest,
like music.
Speaking of CK3 earlier, Piechucker, you'll agree with me here, right? That one of the most epic things in CK3 is when a crusade starts and this fucking music comes on out of nowhere, extremely loud.
Absolutely, yeah. Really, it's like way too loud. Yeah,
yeah. The crusade is never as good as that, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah, no, really, it's the music has a lot of promise.
Can you all imagine yourself walking down a hallway in your office like Patrick Bateman with that Victory soundtrack on? Can you imagine yourself doing that?
I thought you were gonna say walking through your office and then suddenly the music changes to the crusading music.
The American Psycho.
Yeah. It's well, I mean, we'll have to see. I think the music is like the perfect encapsulation of what the game is about, because there's no real war tracks. It's all about like nation gardening, I guess you could call it. That's what they call it themselves, right?
Nation gardening. God, I hecking love building nations all game.
You basically, you know, nation building essentially, right?
What are you building your nation for? Just for its own sake? Just for its own sake?
Just want the numbers to go up.
I know it sounds like, you know, like a joke, but that is actually, like, I believe that is the main draw. Like, when I played the league, it was the main draw for me. Like, it's like this weird, because like you build up your nation, right? And you won't like get to like really use it yourself to fight. I mean, you can fight, obviously. You can build like barracks and stuff, but you only get to like control it. And it's like seeing the number go up, like in of itself, with the alliance stuff, can actually be a big draw for some people. It was for me for a while, even though I'm not usually the guy that's into that.
It kind of gets boring after like a couple playthroughs though, because it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to war and not do anything actively, and I'm gonna build my nation up. And it's like, wow, this is fun.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. And honestly, when I played it usually in like a few hour sessions, and then after that, I just got completely bored because it's like you can only see the line go up so much before you kind of get bored.
And
Then you
that's the
quit
really
game,
frustrating thing
and then
about
you
this game,
try
because
again.
it's
Yeah,
you say
yeah.
it's not for everyone, and that's true. It's for people who only want the green number go up, enjoy city building stuff. But if they'd had a
Pretty
decent
much.
war system as well, then you could have had a game that appealed to that and us. It was so obvious. It could have appealed to everyone by just
This
having a
game-
decent war system.
I also think the reason why a lot of people, including me, are kind of disappointed is because specifically the Victoria series has always had war as part of its gameplay loop, like even ever since the first game. So them removing it, that's like such a big change of scope that like obviously like we're not gonna like it. A lot of people actually like war. It's like I know you made that meme once, right? Where like the Call of Duty they removed guns or something
Yeah.
a while ago. I think that's kind of accurate. It's like you can say, okay, well, removing guns might make sense in like a game that isn't about guns, but when you have a series that's about it, that's specifically about that. It's like one of the main games that if you remove it, obviously people are not gonna like it because like why are you removing one of the main gameplay,
Yeah,
loops?
I made that.
Uh,
That meme
yeah.
was a fake headline generator. Call of Duty series removes guns, and in the little subtitle it said, "You just hate change," say Call of Duty redditors.
Yeah, and that's why I think that a lot of the people who like Vic 3, the scope of it, is the people who never really liked the Vic 2 warfare or like the warfare to begin with. They mainly just nation built in Vic 2 and didn't really like to fight wars. So you can say it makes sense that those are the kind of people who would like want this because they're basically removing the stuff they didn't like. Whereas the people who actually played the series in a long time have gotten used to the war system and how it works and all
Yeah,
that. It's kind of
absolutely.
thing
And
that
I'm not
yeah.
calling for them to not do what they're doing exactly. I'm calling for them to have a compromise with quality of life improvements for the war system, army templates, and even if they wanted to, an optional Hoi 4 frontline system where people can micro on top of it. It's that simple. That's all we're calling for now.
This game has endless build-up and no climax. It's
All
basically
right,
how it
be
is.
quiet.
Hello,
Here they
Twitch.
are.
Oh, wait, we still got the music going on, I think. But
Yeah.
hello, Twitch. Welcome to a stream of Victoria the Third. I'm Mike. I'm one of the content designers on Victoria 3,
I'm Alex. I work as QA on Victoria 3.
and we're going to play a country today. What country are we playing, Alex?
Zulu? No.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, I think there's something called a democracy, and I guess Prussia won.
That's not
Oh, this is low
democracy.
quality.
Yeah,
Such as
no.
me.
Which is
Yet.
weird, because they get... So, I guess we're playing Prussia.
All
So we
right.
got 2 new faces this time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have
Yeah.
the wonderful Kingdom of Prussia here.
They're
We
getting
are
straight
playing,
into it. So let's let them
as
talk
you
for a
can
little while,
tell,
then we'll chip in
Germany.
later. Okay.
or-
Sounds good.
It's part
good.
of Germany now.
Yeah.
And what we have going on here is we have what's called the Prussian Confederation. Germany at the time is not unified. There's a bunch of little principalities, duchies, kingdoms, and all sorts of people sitting with crowns and ruling 5 square miles of land.
Yeah. Do you have a
Uh,
favorite German minor?
I mean, I got cousins down in Munich, so I'm a little
Yeah.
bit partial to Bavaria.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so people will be wondering, like, what's the ideal first move as Prussia? And probably it's gonna be to go to Danzig and, like, play as. And I think the community team would not like if we did
Those are the
that,
only
so,
countries that Russia
next
has
time.
releasable in it there. That's not that
Yeah.
much.
But
I think that's normal though,
yeah,
actually.
for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You'll
looks
see that
like
one of
it.
the things with Prussia that we will be.
Of course, we
looking
saw
towards
Polish
is
cores
this
there.
North German Confederation journal entry here.
It's-
So
Can't
this is the
release it,
flavor.
though.
And, it's not active right now.
So you need
partially
nationalism.
because we
You need
nationalism. But that will be the way we'll start like getting all these.
I didn't look at any of the other events they just had
into
there,
our
like
own country.
Von Moltke's reforms.
And,
Didn't see them.
We could also do war.
No.
Why can we do it?
Oh,
once
they're
a-
mentioning
we'll
war.
also do war.
Mm.
War is costly,
Yes.
He said it.
and when you're spending money on war, you can't spend money on trains.
You got me there. Trains are important. Folks, I cannot emphasize enough how much we need trains.
They are playing a country that was described as a military with a state, by the way. Just saying. Just pointing it out. Oops, I think I completely fucked my stream. Hold on.
Also,
Wait. Hello?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
I
we
just
can hear
crashed
you.
everything. It's
Some
fine.
person
Sorry.
from Bavaria mentioned that if I were
I was
Also,
just-
the
I was
main
just-
reason why
paying
almost
interest
all,
groups
you
because
know,
they were very
massive
upset
infrastructure
listed, but
investment for
that should
train
showcase it as
railroads
much.
is
So you can
military
whenever, like,
based.
go into this tab and just like
Oh, is that
change
true?
stuff you want.
How come there's
Yeah, especially for
people-
the Russian Empire.
Why
They had very little
You're-
railroads
you're
until
She's
you know
probably-
just like maybe five
I
years before
just-
World War One, and they started really ramping up
Okay.
because of the tension.
Wow,
Because they're
that's
actually
a good
numbers,
point. I
it's,
mean, that's not the case in Britain. We built the railroads for their own sake in Britain. I know that for sure. We didn't need to transport troops to fucking I don't know, anywhere in Britain. So that's interesting. Let me just
Yeah,
refresh
and,
my own chat.
Well, we
See
have
what
the
we're doing.
absolute monarchy here going on with
Politics.
Billy.
Freddie, Billy.
Yeah, we have the Junkers.
It's
and
interesting, they actually
the armed
changed
forces
the,
and government.
They're both very happy.
I was looking
the
if
name
we
of
wanted
the
to put someone
government
else
from
in
the
government
league.
or change things up a bit, but I think we're fairly happy as it is. I know. Until
What's
Jeff
it called?
kind of pretentious.
It was called Kaiserreich.
What about
Oh
the
yeah,
league.
yeah.
We're a monarchy.
So
My
one idea
lord!
would be to pass secret.
the LARP is gone.
That's
It's over.
I mean,
Why would we pass the secret police?
okay.
Well,
Taxes.
Look at all those green numbers the game starts with.
The taxing liquor is a bit.
So insane.
Poor pups.
Love green numbers
want to
around
use
here.
it. Like all levels have liquor, so it affects like very poor people, and it's kind of so I'm thinking we can get instead.
Going back to the
services.
trains comment, it's like playing Hoi 4 and only building up infrastructure and the autobans just for infrastructure. They weren't for tanks or anything.
Yeah,
we can
no.
tax wine, luxury
It
furniture.
would be a bit weird if they played
forced
Prussia and like
Now we're
just
getting
play
Dutch.
peacefully.
This will
That'd
get
be
us some
No
radicals.
a
Which
bit
is why
odd.
I think like we might want to have police force, for instance.
What if we want the radicals?
It's radical, but yeah, we might want to keep them under control. I guess we can start with that police force. There's an idea of going for colonial resettlement or exploitation. One of them here.
Colonial
But
stuff? Hello?
I think
Colonial
we can
already?
wait with
That's,
that
Colonial
for a
Prussia in
bit, and
1836.
Watch out, Brunei, here they come.
now-
It also does look like
They need
there's a fair
iron.
amount of support for
They're
it.
going to
It's
invade the
supposed to go
Cocos
on.
Islands. They're
Later
independent.
on,
Yeah, they desperately need iron, so
Push
Brunei is on the chopping
Get a
block.
bit more support, but for now, police, I guess.
Yeah. And education is good.
Going for education?
Law
or-
enforcement is
Yes.
good.
Look at
like,
this though.
Here's,
less
yeah.
This is really. I don't like. This is just like upgrading
Uh,
education
we'll put us in a bit
to
of a-
Yeah,
level
you
3.
literally
That
just click
seems
the
like
button and it goes.
Basically, it's
So
It's like doing an education for in Vic 2, but it's like-
Yeah.
it's
those
essentially
are
what
those
it
are
is.
institutions, right?
We're also doing the police
Yeah,
thing
institutions.
because, I mean, that's one of.
And that's one of the buttons on the politics screen. One of the tabs there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
institutions is basically social reforms, and like the laws is political
Yes.
reforms in the Vic 2
we're
equivalent.
doing this, Prussia.
in
All
a
right.
sense.
Someone in my chat asks, how does the war work when you get to World War One? Well, Paradox doesn't want to show us that. They don't want to get to the late game on any of their streams.
You haven't showed us yet, yeah. We'll have to-
We should be best friends with
Leakers are the only people that can
We're
tell
blue,
us.
they're blue. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
You sound
In the
like-
league, it
how
works
long
pretty much the
we'll
same,
be-
more or less the same way, but it's slower.
Okay, what
Machine
states we have,
guns.
though?
What, for the-
for the most
They're
part,
looking at their
like, in the
states, let's
fact,
listen.
In these here, we can take a look at what states we have. So the first thing you'll notice here is we have a pretty large tax capacity, like deficit here, which we want to address. So we will be building some government.
Alright, Zombie, we can hear the
institutions here.
stream on your
Apart from that, we
microphone.
also have these state rates. Prussia mainly has a few or a bunch of infrastructure traits and like 3 coal mine throughput traits. One in Silesia, one in Westphalia, and one in where is it? North Rhine.
So in Silesia, we need to build coal mines because we have a bonus
Yeah.
there, makes sense. And also, we have a hit to tax efficiency there. So
Yeah.
we should build something to fix this up.
Are these the factories?
Yeah, so and then the question is, do you want to build
Yes.
the government?
Yeah, more or
administration
less.
first,
It's
or
like
do
the
you want to
buildings, it's called,
boost your
but
construction
it's
sector a
essentially
little bit? I
factories
think we
and
can
stuff.
start with like a couple levels.
Ah, look at this.
of,
They're building construction efficiency in every state
construction
first.
sectors.
Construction
How much
sector.
money
Is
do
that
we
construction
get for each?
efficiency?
That's
No,
like
it's just the workforce, which allows you to build more stuff at once.
it's like like building stuff requires construction, whatever, and to get that you need to spam those buildings basically.
Yeah.
And then the employment gives you a certain amount of construction capacity, like all at once.
Plus
Yeah.
15 tax capacity, and
So they're probably gonna build a
like 14 already.
Now they're
So,
building
Chet-
admin building. Oh, go on.
They should probably
Yeah,
spread it out.
Chet's
though.
asking you to turn the
So build up more
string
tax,
up a
we need
little
more
bit.
tax.
I can turn it up as much as I can.
What
I
more
don't
do we
really.
need?
Trains.
It's just really
Yes,
quiet.
That's actually where.
Yeah,
Um,
their voices
have
are
a
really quiet.
infrastructure deficit here,
Mm.
which means we want trains.
How do we fix this?
I'll try and
Yeah,
sort that
exactly.
with the volume
The
mixer in a
issue
second.
is,
So
this
take
is
over
our
the
first
stream while I
railway
change the volume
in
mixer.
Prussia,
Sweet.
which also means that we don't have any motor industries, which we also want. And at this point, we're looking at a few construction sectors, a few gov admins, rail oil, some motor industries,
Surprised they're not starting
and
to.
the
They're
next
not
step
building
I
universities.
go towards
Well,
is-
Yeah,
There we go, it's
because
loud.
it gives a lot of research.
because
that's usually the thing you do
definitely
after
think
construction.
You really reckon that's
Like
Construction,
a,
research,
what do you
then
think?
maybe
Well, okay,
admin if you
'cause
need it.
Yeah.
And then you
Alex is
start
over here
building
playing
some
the game
railways
because
and then
I freely
some
confess,
industry.
even though I work on the game,
I don't know.
still
Maybe
kind of
Prussia is different in
mediocre
this
sometimes.
build.
So
Like you
usually
don't
what I
need
go to is I go to
university
the
as
market
much.
view,
Yeah.
Maybe.
and I just look at what's the most expensive.
We only
and
got
see
to
if I
see
can
the
make
tech
more of it.
once.
So food's really expensive.
Yeah.
I should probably make the cost of food go down, right?
Hmm.
It's not good for food to be expensive. Then people write about.
They've
them,
got the
and that
remastered
goes
Victoria
bad.
2 soundtrack
Yeah,
on.
so
This is a
that's true,
pre-order
and,
version
like,
of the game.
Groceries here are
Yeah.
expensive, and they're
Technically,
pretty
it
good
is.
to have.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, it's just
Or you
groceries
can just copy,
like
you know,
grain,
the files
fish,
over.
fruit, and
From
wherever
somewhere.
meat is.
Mhm.
I don't see it. Somewhere. Okay, we don't have meat in Prussia. People don't eat meat.
No, just doing their economy
A
stuff.
vegetarian Prussia.
Yeah, no, I mean, pescatarian, yeah. So,
pescatarian,
yeah, so while groceries are expensive, all these other goods are still kind of, I mean, they're above the standard price,
Mm.
but they're not super expensive, so we have a little bit of, like, wiggle room to get there. An argument that could be made is paper. That being said, I prefer to, for now, import.
Listen,
all
I wrote in the
paper
description of this
from
stream that
Russia,
we need.
Swedish.
We're here to keep chat awake while this stream
And
is
then we
going
can
on, so
start
we need to
building
add
our
some
tools industries,
interesting
which will
analysis
help
and
us out
reaction to
more
keep
with
people
the
awake as they're playing Victory and looking at
Yeah,
prices.
exactly, which-
I'm searching. I'm searching for
There's they kind of haven't hit on pause yet
Yeah.
after like looking around their
And at this
country
point, can
for
we
a
hit
while.
the-
So
And they're building iron.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
Yeah,
just
alright.
a few buildings and then we'll
Well,
play.
but
we'll hit the-
why?
Chat,
Like
you will
a-
be.
did they have
It is
an
the
iron
true
supply
paradox
or
experience.
I'll
iron
get there.
shortage?
I'll
I
get
don't
there.
think they did. Maybe I
Um,
saw wrong. I don't-
I don't know
Yeah.
how much did they queue.
But like I don't know. I feel like they should build more construction. Though. How many have they queued
Yeah,
up
yeah.
construction?
They
I think-
queued up two. Usually queued up like
Hey guys on my Discord, can you try and get Nurse Reno to join the voice chat? Anyone try and get Nurse Reno in here?
twice in one
We have
state.
taken care of our
and
politics.
that's it.
We have
That's not
our
that
budget
much.
and control. We'll see that in a second when the
Yeah, I think it's like
the
three
construction sectors are
three
done.
capacity per
Buildings,
1,000
market,
cops employed. Something like
Oh
that.
yeah, we didn't look at the military, but yeah, we have a military.
We have generals. Prussia
Yeah.
has
Yeah,
generals.
I think-
folks.
Here's their
There's this
army
guy
and their
called Von
generals.
Moltke. Might have
Army.
heard of him.
Von
Helmet.
Moltke.
Oh,
His
there you go.
future is it's not that Von Moltke. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the-
whatever.
Mm.
He
Diplomacy.
probably has like one of those traits.
Oh,
Yeah, he
yeah.
has the expert offensive planner.
No.
Yeah.
Kind of sad they don't have
Why do
general
they want to
skills.
release
have
the engine
tech.
so badly? I don't
Yeah,
know.
so
what's
we're
going on.
done. So now we're in
They
pause.
just-
Also,
They have
love
on
their
pause.
day.
Let's go.
This is
Also
that
me.
speed 3s for cowards,
Also
so we're playing at speed 5.
Yes.
we're
Okay, they're going 5 speed.
Well,
Okay, they're going 5 speed.
Okay.
Thank you, Neil Panjane. Vegan
so The
Prussia.
next thing is for the
It actually
Northern
runs a lot
Confederation,
quicker than the League.
Yeah,
Looking
yeah.
at how fast it goes, yeah.
countries that
Yeah,
are
I mean,
in
it could
your
be a better
market,
PC,
Yeah.
obviously.
and
But
that you
it
have
does
Yeah,
run.
I
relations
mean,
with,
my
will
PC's
want to
fine.
join you. So we want to make
I mean,
sure
they could
that
be
we have
using like a
relations
real
with,
Oh, friends.
rig because it is like a stream.
I guess, but still,
Don't you want good
But they're
relations
trying
with friends?
to.
it's
Oh,
some of them, but
there's
the thing is like
the
Oh,
law
Hanover's
casting
not
thing
pink
is
anymore.
different
What
now.
does that mean, Alex?
oh,
Yeah,
On
they
the
changed
UI.
the UI thing
Yeah,
there.
okay.
Yeah, it
so,
used to be
Queen-
like a big block and it showed
Billy
you
of
everyone
Liverpool
that like opposed
Uh,
and
he
all the
was in union with
radicals
Hanover
for
'cause
it
he
or
was king of
whatever.
both.
I think the
But,
reason why it's not shown is because I
now
don't think
there's this
anyone
person
really
named
opposes
Victoria,
it.
really obscure, off in Great
Right, so I was like only one.
They're
ancient
declaring
ruler.
interests all around the world.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
just declare interest wherever you want, which,
Which
is
means
Yeah.
Hanover is now right for
The
the
Prussia is declaring interest in the American South.
diplomatically.
Yeah.
sort of.
That
like,
was
they
strange.
What do they
started,
want? What do
their
they
own
want
customs
there?
union.
What are they doing? What are they called?
The,
or
Sphere War
they
begins?
don't really want to join us immediately.
Yeah, the spheres are just
Oh,
now
we have
customs
dedicated police
unions.
force.
Oh,
That was
man.
quick.
The custom unions.
That was
That was
Yeah.
fast, actually. Have they increased the rate of which blast pass? Because that's a lot faster.
Well, they're
Yeah,
already
but, like-
late into 1836.
Yeah,
They're
let's go
zooming
with
on
the-
speed 5.
I
Yeah,
suppose-
they
I
really
guess it
are.
just,
in the screen while
I guess
still
it just
running
got lucky
speed
because there's only a
5
20%
inside.
chance that he passed
Yeah,
anything.
it's fine. We're building stuff. It's alright. We're researching.
So they're trying to
stuff. It's
improve
alright.
relations, probably just because you said Pogba that you needed
no,
to
no,
like
my friends,
get them in
secret
customs
police.
unions, right? To form
Yeah, you
Germany.
need to
Intelligence
go.
is
You need to
like-
go to friendly, which is
Britain
50
had a say
relations on
in
the
moving
thing,
Hanover back
and then you
because
need to
then
invite them
they
to a
could move
customs
up.
union, and
Well,
then
there's always,
that
you know,
fires
class
the
wars
that triggers the
as
event
well.
for those countries that are in the customs
But
union
in
and are
terms of
friendly
the actual
for the
succession,
annexation.
don't have an
wonder if they
option
changed
to
that at all.
ignore
Like,
it.
it's
I don't
fine.
know.
You'll just-
So you annex
I'm
them
guessing
one by
not
one.
because they're
Old-fashioned
researching nationalism
diplomacy
right now.
to try to
They're also improving
Hanover
relations, you
back
can
to
see,
the
with all the
British.
countries.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing what I talked
We got a
about.
donation.
So
for,
do you have
uh,
to annex them one
university.
by
Yeah,
one?
Zara.
or
They
come in?
it's one by one events, but I
Good
think
guy, good
the
guy.
decision to
Yeah, we
form
want a
Germany
university there.
annexes a bunch of
Help us
them.
with
I'm
our
not sure exactly
tech.
how it works though.
Oh
I only
wait,
did
it
like
is
one.
one by one. That's like the
Good
Reno,
one.
the what Reno theorized. It's like because
what more?
Reno.
They
thought of,
enacted the
like,
Reno
This
theories
down
Yeah.
here.
of German formation.
because Reno
The
wanted
Reno
like
reforms.
he wanted something like that, like for Germany in his mod. That's
Professional,
kind of
that's
funny. That's how it
Hmm.
works still.
Doctrine of lapse.
Yeah, doctrine of lapse, that kind of thing.
You
Like,
might have
it's trying
seen
to-
while Mike was talking. I declared
Doctrine
a
of lapse in
interest here.
Germany, huh?
Yeah.
Why
Let's
did
see
you
where they
declare
put
the
their
interest,
interest.
Alex?
Oh, let's
So
listen.
my idea is the following. For one, I declared one here in the US because it might
He
be
just
nice
said
to,
he
like,
declared
be able
war
to
on
trade
here.
with them and,
Slip
I
of the
don't
tongue.
know, start a dialogue.
I'm not sure what happens in the U.S. that you'd be interested in.
I don't know, they have something. We'll see.
Ooh, friend?
I mean, it's like, okay, Hesse Castle. They're like, oh yeah, we'll have a defensive, whatever it's called.
But if you friend with Hesse Castle, that's you could actually connect the two bits of Prussia together.
Yeah, we'll annex them in a moment.
I wonder how
Increasing
having disconnections like that
relations.
works in a war.
I think as long as you have a C connection, it
Mecklenburg
would. But I
can
actually don't know if you don't have a
actually
C connection, then
to get in there.
I think you can just
Um,
get them there. I think you can just transport them there
We'll
anyway.
probably
I don't
get
think
at some
it, like,
point
blocks you,
where
I'm
we
pretty
need
sure.
You
to
can just teleport.
Yeah,
on
you
it.
can
I'm pretty sure you can just
you can
teleport
make a
over there.
front line. Yeah.
Habsburgs.
Yeah,
and
having
people.
geographical obstacles doesn't matter in a war, does it? I mean, come on.
We'll
No,
see
not
how
at
that goes.
I mean, it
no
might a
supply
little
chain.
It
bit
would
because
be good
if you get quote
if
unquote
we
in
can
cycle,
get either
you
Russia
know,
or
like 'cause you can't retreat
Italy
back. But
or
I'm
whatever.
pretty sure the
Other
universe just
can
teleport
help us,
back
but
and
yeah, we'll
circles
see
don't really
when
do
that
much aside from cutting supply.
No, I think they actually do get wiped. I think I've seen
Yeah,
that.
no.
I'm not sure though.
I
Most
don't
wars
like the idea of
La-
I
in
had.
last stream, they did
power
get
right now.
encircled and they didn't get wiped. That's why I'm asking.
How
Really?
happy are
Like
the
Egypt.
people right now?
Someone
Oh.
says if you have market access, you can go through. So basically, you put your troops into crates and take them to a market, hide them, and then take them through, and they're
Like the
fine.
rural folk or anything?
Not
Yeah,
really. like,
there's no military access button
So,
because
what-
well that
Are
doesn't
they supporting
it
this,
doesn't
or are they
matter. Like
opposing it
you
anyways?
couldn't
When we
use
get
it
here,
anyways. It's
they're
really
like,
strange.
We don't like this.
In this military system,
So this would
probably
help.
doesn't make
You
sense to
don't
have
want to
that.
empower them then, you're saying.
Exactly.
So they've now passed 2 years of the game.
Let's go neater,
Yeah.
neater. No,
So, yeah.
you shall never be in power.
Sorry, Theodore.
2% of the
Rich.
entire time of the Victoria 3 has passed in this campaign.
Oh,
I'm actually
They're
surprised
speeding
how
back.
how fast 3 speed is. Actually.
what do we think as
Oh,
well?
it's this one.
Oh, the
The
Oriental
Ottomans and the
Crisis,
Egyptians.
as it's like
Yeah.
called in HBO.
Egypt
or
seems
whatever.
just gonna win,
Care about
surely.
them?
Surely,
I
guys.
mean, can we even really project much force?
If Egypt wins as the AI, it proves that the AI.
No.
Well, it proves that war is just the AI, because the players
Well,
played
like-
Egypt and they won.
It's,
If the AI Egypt wins, then there's no difference.
The Oriental Crisis, as it's known.
Yeah, the only
was
difference is
Muhammad
if
Ali,
I guess manage your nation better.
who was technically
It's a player.
governor
Putting it on this
under the
front.
Ottomans of Egypt. Just
Also,
kept
I
on
think there's like a
legitimate
very
powers at one
short
point.
like
Seemed to be on the cusp of just
redeployment
straight up
time
taking over
for
all
like a
Ottoman
front.
territory.
Like it's very short.
Which is what
It's
There is.
kinda
It
strange.
depends. Like it
People
does
are
seem to
worried
like
that
actually
secret
care
police
about
will-
how
they
far.
will
Like
have
if you try to
less
redeploy some from like
privacy.
let's say the Prussian front to like
I'm like,
Asia,
what
it
are
does
they
take a
worrying
while.
about?
It just seems to
I
like
don't think there's
calculate like
anything to
how
worry about.
long it would
Mm.
take. I guess.
If you've
But-
done nothing wrong, you have nothing to
Yeah.
worry
You know,
about. That
it seems
classic
kind
line.
of like it's not exactly obvious how long it takes. Sometimes it does take a really
Maybe
long
I'm
time.
misremembering the leak
situation.
because thought that in the
Cassie,
league
they
you
probably
could
wanna
just like
get
instantly
another
teleport somewhere. Like, it was a very short time.
It does
like, no matter
teleport.
what.
It does teleport sometimes, but I think that's a bug. Like when you manually redeploy, it does take time.
Oh, see,
What I
tools.
remember.
Thank you, Ruin Cal, for the $5. I'll get Nurse Reno to write victory guides, don't worry.
Like,
if we want number 2
peace
then.
out a
Oh,
country
no,
that
let's
you
be
were at
close.
war with,
That's
but
for that.
it's not
Let-
the
let
Oh,
the
meaning
where's
rich
really
that
that like
transportation?
all
That's
of your
expensive.
armies
What
just
is
get
what should
redeployed
we-
back to their like
Where
their
to?
area
At the same time,
where
like, we're
they're
subsidizing the
originally
railways,
located.
so
Because I had that happen to me.
alright if,
like, a bunch of
Must
times.
fix that. There's no way.
Yeah.
So here they are, still
But,
looking
okay,
at prices of
more
stuff
tools.
and buildings, but
on there.
like we all know,
Let's
this
get
isn't surprising. This is the theory of
Run
Victoria 3. You just manage factories and breed numbers. That's
This is the
the
game.
game.
I mean,
They
yeah,
haven't looked at their
that's-
army yet. Well, they looked at their generals. They pointed out von Moltke. They looked at his name. Then they went back to
I mean, to be
diplomatic
fair,
interest in CSA.
like even managing army basically boils down to managing buildings because every like brigade is a building technically. Like every
It's a barrack.
it's a barracks, yeah. So like if you want to change like the I guess the unit com, you have to like change the building PMs and stuff. It's just like managing factories basically.
Everything's a building. Even in Victoria 2, maybe soldiers in Victoria 2, a new theory, they are just buildings with soldiers in them that go around and move.
Because like while what I
Yeah.
said at the beginning,
Also, if you want to have certain units be like
with our
less
being
good,
here,
you have
it's
to.
alright.
That is something
Every time
like
we're like
that's
building
similar.
things,
Well, that's like the victory equivalent of building
farms
shittier
to the
units.
city.
Is
Because
you have
generally
to
it's
go and just change the
more
type of
profitable
unit that the barracks will
working a
use. So like
factory than being a
cavalry
peasant.
recon or like
Urbanization,
fucking
but yeah,
planes.
And
It-
the
it
thing with
depends on,
peasants
like,
is, well, for one,
It depends on like what you
they
select.
work in these
Also, you can just
Someone,
change it
so they're,
nationwide at
producing a
once.
bit of food. It's not
Someone asked me what if I get
actually
sponsored to play this
very
game.
inefficient.
Well, I probably wouldn't take it. I don't know what terms they say on all these things,
Yeah,
whether I
so-
have certain things I
But
have to
not
say. I
only
don't know. I
that,
probably
the thing
wouldn't.
is, the peasants working here, they
I don't
also
know.
No
I
way
don't
they
even know
could-
how it works.
Also,
I've
I
never
think-
done that anyway.
I think all the people
for the most
who
of their
are
food,
getting
they don't
sponsored
actually go to the
already,
market
like,
and buy it
it's
there.
already like
Increase
set
the
in
price
stone.
there.
Or like
But
all the people that have
when they
early
start
access to
moving
it
towards the
for
city,
like
Yeah.
they will
a
do
sponsored
that,
video.
and that will
By
increase
this time,
the
anyway. I
sales
mean,
more.
One Point
Yeah.
Bavarians had
Because it would
behind the
reduce
scenes
less
access to
partially
Victoria 3 for over a year now,
So we should probably start building. some
knowing that
food.
he
Yeah.
gets dev diaries early at least.
Food. It's good for you.
And
Yeah, if they want to sponsor you, they definitely would have reached out by
Bill,
now.
what is our tax?
Since
law?
it's
We're trying to
4
get some
days from the
chat.
launch.
Somebody there,
yeah, a bunch of
Or 3 days, sorry. not 4.
Yorelos is asking.
tax law.
Yeah, what
It
is our-
is per capita taxation.
That's
The Junkers only
tax
have,
per capita.
or Yonkers only have,
It's per head.
It would be
was it
nice to be
19%
to get to, like,
influence
I don't know.
from the
I
government?
usually like
It seems to be
Yeah.
really, really low.
it's quite good.
Also, someone asked in my chat, why is there a Russian person saying Z in the chat? Because they leaked over from the Paradox stream that they closed the chat on.
Now what do we do? How do we do the Germany?
Yeah, so
Like, streaming on YouTube as well, which is
I
Twitch.
believe so.
Friend?
Maybe not this time, I don't know. Thank you, Ion, for the $5. I appreciate that.
Last time.
And you're absolutely right.
the people of
There,
Germany
I think that's the
now
annexation
must agree
event
to
there.
join our growing
Yeah, that's the
cooperation.
annexation.
One step closer to unification.
Yes.
They are streaming on YouTube.
Just swallowed.
Yeah, there's the
cool.
event.
They just did Doctrine of Lapse with
North
one of them.
Yeah, so Germany is still basically doctrinal lapse in Victory.
See,
That's
that one
fucking
looks like
epic.
its
Dude,
own Germany.
they stole Reno's idea. Oh my god.
They actually did, it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
One thing that's weird is that to improve relations, you need to spend. Well, I guess it's the same thing in Vic 2, but like,
if we look here, we now have.
you need to actively spend like
And
dip
we were
mana,
together
and using those
a bunch of
defensive
these,
pack
like,
like really
collectibles
fucks your
that-
Or
dip
at least 10
mana.
of them.
Yeah.
Just like, or, well, your dip capacity, sorry,
After
not mana.
that,
Victoria 3 is the kind of game that if your mum calls you to go and do a chore, you can do it and come back and leave the game unpaused.
so here's the
You just put it on like 3 speed and just let the game run. Doesn't matter
To be
anyways.
fair,
Yes, mum, I will come and help you with the chore. I'm only playing Victoria 3.
you actually need a lot of management for the economy,
I
but there's no
mean, I don't mean,
capitalists,
like,
right?
start researching
So
this
like,
at once, because
like unless you have auto expert and everything, there's actually a
But I
lot you
mean,
need
like,
to do. It's just
taking
a
a
lot.
few of these
It's a lot of the same
contracts,
stuff because
yeah,
you're basically
in
managing
society,
the economy.
It's
Yeah,
very
well,
tedious
well,
micro that is
doing
like
it, like,
Society, some of the
not
stuff
that
we
fun
do.
after like a couple minutes of doing it.
because infrastructure and construction.
Someone in my
it-
chat
it-
just
they're
asked the
generally
Russian
good
guy who
facts.
said Z, are you a bot? In Russian. And I read it.
Yes. Also good.
Not Reddit, but I read. And then the guy said, no, this is an intense Russian chat in my chat.
Hmm,
More interesting than the gameplay, to be perfectly honest with you.
this is a very good tech.
This is the real star of the show is your Russian viewers that are.
It's
I
just
believe
one viewer.
By
That's
the
all.
Yeah, your Russian
need
viewer.
it, we
Sorry.
might,
They're
probably
trying
get
to
it
decide
from
on a
Expert,
tick.
Alright.
because other people
Okay,
have
I guess they did nationalism there.
What about
Yeah, they
production?
finished
Any guys in
nationalism.
production?
Let's see what they do
We
next.
got
I mean, we
railways,
have
so
railways,
we
we
have
have-
They
all
should
we need.
probably
Exactly.
do
Water 2 boiler would be
either one
awesome.
is production or a
Yes,
mill
it's,
tech. I mean, they could try to go for like
Mining
pan-nationalism
production.
from Germany
There's
right
also
away, but
essential in
I think that would
There
take a long
seems to
time.
be,
Yeah.
you know, in the
Big
strictest form of gameplay, very, very little so far.
Some talks.
Like, they've obviously, you know, invested
So
in
what you say?
construction and improving relations and
Modern sewerage.
Like
or
it's a very
Water Tea
repetitive game loop.
Does chat have
for
anything to
but,
say about
Here's
that?
the
even
thing.
then, it's so
We
shallow.
can look at some other things.
That is typical Paradox
I love
game
bureaucracy.
on release date because they add more
Yeah.
things for you to do with DLC. Take Hoi 4 for example. In Hoi 4 base game, there's fuck all to do. And then they added more management. They added supply in the DLC. They added in-depth air in DLC. They added in-depth navy in DLC. Also the same in
Yeah.
EU4. Probably CK3. They added the courts. They released a
CK3
bare bones
still,
game.
yeah, still CK3.
Egypt is beating fucking Ottomans
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Yeah, also,
Yeah.
they just pointed out exactly what I said. The war is progressing exactly the same as when the player was on Egypt. It's exactly the same.
It's the exact same, yeah.
Well, do we want
That's kind of true, yeah, because like it's almost the same.
There's no,
borders,
there's
so-
no army micro. There's no skill expression on
Mm,
like that front. You just see the numbers, and
no.
the numbers do
Yeah.
some random dice roll, and
Let's
they go
just-
in random directions.
Why would you want to empower them?
And
Like,
that's
the best
it.
way to
I don't know.
the best way to say is like your armies, your
what's
army
happening in Anatolia?
effectiveness
Sorry,
is a
someone else
function
asked.
of
So
your
we had
economy.
that Oriental
That's
crisis
like the
thing
best way to
where-
put out your
where
skills,
Egypt
but
and
like
the
your
Ottomans were
economy.
It's
and
like
some sort of showdown. We
they
decided to
only
not
want
involve
they
ourselves
want
because
to
we are
to
Prussia.
think, or like
Egypt
they
and
want
the
to
Ottoman
only
Empire
represent it
were-
economically. Yeah,
So
which
without
is
us,
strange.
they have come to blows, and
but
things
I
are
guess
getting
they're
spicy.
annexing stuff slowly.
Yeah, I mean-
So
My chat actually glitches out a lot, so sometimes I can't read it. Hopefully the mods will keep it in line, and if anything gets too political and nasty in there, okay?
They're
Just the
free.
other day in Texas.
Oh, they're already free.
Why-
Okay.
why-
They
why
need
are they-
that. That's what I'm saying. Now they need to,
The petite bourgeoisie.
unless they want to like
Is
annex
that-
it, which is
The PB.
a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah,
infamy.
jinx.
Someone asks, does the map say Kiev or... Oh, he actually spelt the other one wrong. But it says it in the
We're
Russian
losing a little bit of money.
transliteration
I think
because it's
alright,
under
though.
Russia here. That's why.
Yeah, and there's no like city, or there's no province like
Well, you
names.
can make the tax go up.
Like,
We
there's
It's a
no-
city
we
name.
could.
It's a city name.
People
Yeah.
would be pretty
Yeah.
angry though.
I don't
and
know
think
if
we
I've
will
never
be
seen an independent
fine
Ukraine in
a
the
bit.
game or in a
We
leak,
need
so
more
I don't know if they
people.
change.
We need
Don't know what
more
happens there. Do you guys know if there's a Ukraine tag?
Let's get some.
No, I didn't touch Russia at all, or like
Yeah.
That
that
would
area.
be
I was
it would be
playing.
weird if there wasn't a Ukraine tag. I just haven't seen
No,
it.
I think there is, and also High Dino Stan.
Actually took French.
That's
What's
gotta be a
this?
Ukraine tag, doesn't it?
Oh, what did? Oh,
they-
Russia just annexed Kazakhstan,
Yeah, so that's
and in game I don't know what they did.
so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like the tooltips goes
take
off the
whatever.
screen because it goes into like the
Colonials, though.
webcam, so you can't even see what it says.
It's too late now.
That's unfortunate. You can see on the stream. I
Oh,
mean,
look, see, all of these
He just got told off for spamming
small
through the
fries
events.
wanting to join our.
Ah,
so they're
He said
basically
He's a
he
true gamer.
so
Uh,
they're
He said,
basically
what about the open side? And he said, and then the
Very
bloke
good.
went, it's too late now.
you have to be careful with
They're
He's
Bavarian.
not
basically-
LARPing and like
You're
reading
like,
out
oh,
the
no, I
whole
like
event,
Monster
like
more.
Yeah.
stressing out over one minor event. That
wedding.
like,
It was
thanks for gifting a membership, Mars Lord. Appreciate it.
it's Ashkenazi education.
It was literally the same
That's a
event,
lot.
yeah. He chose
Was it?
them.
Oh, which minority was it?
What
Polish?
next?
I couldn't read it, it was too
I don't
fast.
remember.
He just went
just
their
clicked through it.
language.
He just
Someone-
clicked through
They
it.
didn't really do much.
He spent
The
their
event that
language
they
as
haven't gotten
culture.
quite-
yeah.
They spent nearly
Yeah.
3 minutes on it the
What would
first
you
stream,
call
remember?
colonizing?
oh man,
There
he's
are
fucking
few
doctrining
alternatives.
these miners
One
super
is like
fast. He's
going
already
here.
annexed like
So it's
5
like-
of them. Damn.
Because if you get
They're going to
here, you
colonize.
have,
Are they trying to call?
severe malaria,
Yeah.
so you won't be able to colonize it for a while.
Mm.
But up here, it's still fine. You still have like a penalty. The other idea is to go here, which is well, not there, but here I think it's possible. Yeah, you could go here. But, we could also wait for it because
They could also just, do something.
oh, Saxony.
Do
just-
something.
Big Alsace.
I think.
Could someone in the chat tell us when the historical point at which Prussia did something was here? When did they go to war with Denmark?
Just saw in chat.
Anyone? You know, Zombie.
mean, you
You know
need
when your
to-
country last had a war.
It was
thing
like
is-
in the 1860s, I think. Well,
Right.
1840s was the first war, 1840s something,
Austria
and then they
starts
1848.
with a lot of military.
Yeah.
Schleswig War.
Oh yeah,
when
shit. Shit
you
goes
do-
down in 1848.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
there's this idea.
Then
that you
1864
can
as well.
early on
they went to war
just,
Denmark, and Denmark got its
go
ass
very
kicked.
aggressive against
And they
Prussia
got, like,
and try
all the
to get,
stuff.
Russia on your side. If you're able to do that.
So
you
theoretically,
get,
they still have a lot of
Russia
time if you want to
very-
keep like historical
very
schedule.
fast.
Yeah, that's true.
With Annis.
But otherwise, like Austria has.
Although they have annexed a lot of stuff
potential,
very quickly, though.
Yeah, they have.
But
They probably have like
Had,
high infamy,
like,
so like no one will join their customs union.
Did they get infamy from annexing them?
Yeah, the event
still-
it doesn't show, it doesn't say that it gives, but from when I played on the league, it did.
Oh.
It gave like
People-
it gave like infamy, and the higher infamy, the less you're able to like invite people to customs unions.
Yeah, people are pointing out that Egypt has taken land from the Ottomans in Greece and a treaty port. I think that's Izmir.
That is actually
Be cool
based.
with the Hungarians.
No, it's, is
AI.
it? No, it's no. Sorry, I get mixed up. It's on,
No,
it's
they,
on the
they took
European side. It's,
Thessaly.
yeah.
They did take it. They
Not
did take it.
Izmir.
You could stay there.
more
They
money.
Yeah,
took
it's-
Thessaly and like right next to
German
Gallipoli.
miners were Germany.
So that's what the AI takes. Compare that to what the Paradox devs took, which was nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
Yeah, they actually did
The
make better
people
use.
usually
The
say
AI
that
didn't
Waste
make better
AI.
use because that's objectively stupid. What they take, they should have taken stuff like Iraq or Anatolia.
Just taking
Yeah.
Constantinople. That's what they should have done.
That was
you know,
that just shows some
Somewhere around.
questionable decisions from the AI already.
Sverige.
What the fuck are they doing?
Jaha.
Well, you remember, I can't remember which stream it was. I think it was the
like,
first one that we did.
I wanna
Prussia
put
took
some
Jutland instead of Schleswig and Holstein. They took
Uh,
yeah, the north. It was really weird. There was like a Prussian
I
North
want-
German,
I
sorry,
want-
Prussian
I
North
want
Denmark, and then just a gap, and then the rest of Prussia.
That, just cack.
It's like some things you would see like the MP game where someone try to like cut one's nation in half.
Yeah,
Some-
just like trying to kill a nation.
from
Yeah.
something or something. Yeah, Egypt took.
But
Silly.
I don't know
Oh,
why
the-
they took
and
it.
a
that's
treaty
one.
port.
Uh,
Oh,
the idea
beautiful Egyptian Thracian treaty port.
That's actually a that's made up.
treaty ports can be very useful when you border them, right?
Well-
When you border.
Confederation.
Distressing.
Good.
a treaty port is very useful just
Russia's got
a wee bit across the sea from where you already are,
I like.
like in the middle of a hostile country.
um,
Good idea.
mhm.
They're laughing as well.
I'm
just
curious how
laughing
much
at it.
infamy.
That's so funny.
It's good.
That's so
How much
funny.
infamy
that
do
happened.
they have?
Laughing at their own game.
We should ally with Egypt.
Egypt.
Respectable.
We should support these brave
Respectable.
people.
Russia is like almost NGF just by like annexing the miners
Really, you don't
alone.
really care
Damn.
about
Yeah,
What
it
if they
took 4
conquered
years.
I want to support them.
I apologize that the text to speech didn't work there, Hercules. Thank you for the what's the R dollars?
Population is
Do you-
Whatever those are. Thank you.
See if they check
Hopefully
me
the
because
bumps from just
I want to see if their infamy
getting a
has.
few more.
Someone in the chat is bringing up the
Uh,
Eurocentrism thing because he pointed out that even the borders among these decentralized places look like colonial borders. They're not like
There are Italy.
I don't know. They do look like it's still
They can kind of
colonial-ish.
Well,
In a
that's
way, I
because
guess he's
like,
pointing
we
out.
don't need you.
the decentralized nations are basically just a fancier word for like uncolonized land.
I
Like,
know.
you can't play them. There's like no agency on their
No.
part. It's basically just
You'd think to represent like different tribes and stuff, the borders would be a little bit more fluid. I
ignore
guess
mm,
EU4
people
Native
office different.
American nations sort of thing where they actually move
Let's try
around.
some.
I don't know. There's other ideas there.
yeah.
Uh,
I think it's just to have uncolonized territory without it feeling like
They call him a sneaky bastard in the event.
you know
There was
dumb.
a member of the clergy
we
having
have
a
what
secret
people
relationship with
play
another member of the clergy.
People should
Oh, look.
let
Well,
the
somebody
people
said I
know.
have a cool
It's actually amazing that like the text look almost exactly the same
Canada, like 6
from the
years ago.
leak.
Yeah, the people will know.
There's a few differences, but they're
This is
actually
their leader.
rather surprising.
Yeah. He'll,
so similar,
He'll
so
get a hit to
similar.
popularity because people will know of his depravity. And now they do. Whatever that depravity is, now people know.
1841. Yeah, they're blasting through it.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened apart from the Egypt war.
We might see the end game, huh?
They haven't been building like, well, no, they've been building just like administration.
Is there a
Buildings
hard
the whole
limit to the
time.
number of urban buildings?
Yeah, I think they could use some more.
Really?
Like, what does she do, right?
I
She
mean,
should I don't know if they've done this, but they should probably build the buildings
There
to
are
reduce
other
the
limits,
construction costs. I feel like right now they're probably
I
I
getting
think
building is
I think the Ottoman
resources
Empire
you
just
need, like
declared
equipment
interest in
and
North Germany.
things like that.
Or am I
But,
reading that wrong in the bottom right?
Yeah, they did.
They did.
While
Poland as well.
like,
Poland as well.
Oh
Britain
fuck,
here.
man.
Poland. Sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
in
your
Poland.
agriculture is limited
Yeah.
by your animal
AI
control
going on a
and,
rampage. Damn,
resource
going on.
They're
buildings
doing what the devs do.
limited
Just
by
fucking
themselves.
click
The
random
other ones
random
are generally
places.
not limited.
It's like
There
they've
are
lost
a
to
few
Egypt, so
others
now
that
they
have some limitations like
they
They're
want-
seeking a
put
dev
something else.
port,
things like that that are
treaty
based
port
on laws and tech.
in Prussia.
But
Why not?
urban
Take
buildings
Take
treaty
Danzig.
port.
Oh, someone is saying. So okay.
They're
we
meta-grudging the
have,
devs for
Twitch
making their
chat
nation so weak.
and YouTube chat running at the same time.
Oh.
So I'm trying to look at both, and
So
I
it
have
says
not
that,
acknowledged which one I'm.
Bavaria
responding to
ended their
whenever I
support
say
for
something.
Prussia.
I do apologize.
I guess
for that. I'll
Bavaria
try
is
to keep
mad.
that up in the future.
Because probably infamy, I'm guessing.
Wait. If the UK colonizes Egypt, this is in the YouTube chat. If the UK colonizes Egypt, does that mean that they get that part of Greece with it? I mean, I
Spain
guess if the
declared
UK
Britain a rival.
puppeted Egypt,
Yeah,
they
that's
would get
at this
the Greek
point
part
makes
as well.
sense. Yeah, seems
Yeah,
good.
so
But that's a separate thing.
colonization.
Thank you, Henry, for the words. Thank you.
Really mad. It's just like fucking flavor. You get a little extra. I don't
So
think it
colonization
really
itself
matters that much.
has to be done
It's like
against
the rivals in
decentralized
EU4, I
nations. You
think.
can't
Mhm.
Basically, like the rivals.
You get,
call
Everyone check out Dino Stan's channel.
You get some Diplo
centralized
ban
nations such as Egypt.
capacity as well.
If, like you said, someone would, I guess, puppet and get all territory Egypt has, like, they would get that as well.
Glorious Egyptian Thrace. See, this is why we need to ally them. We need to be friends and support them in all their cartographic endeavors.
Paradox
Yeah,
AI doing stupid things is a part of the charm if you want to put it in a positive way. But at the end of the day, this is still
They could probably
charmingly, stupid. It shouldn't happen, really.
It's pathetic. Like, why would you not just be able to take states on your border? Like, that seems like basic. Like, why would they have possibly valued,
My
that
tre-
tiny bit of Thrace and then a treaty port as more valuable than, say, Mesopotamia?
I'm going out of sync again. Hold on.
Egypt
Okay,
has
I'm
more
back.
boats. Egypt could help us.
I think maybe because the AI, like the infamy cost is lower for treaty ports, the AI somehow thought that it's a good idea to do that.
But that's not a treaty port above Greece. They've taken a state there, right?
Yeah, they also took a I can't explain that. That's
above
just-
Greece, that's like North Testament. So that's a state.
Also, I think
There's also
Britain is invading
Britain
Spain.
is
right
invading
now.
Spain.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess we don't need that.
They've landed in
It's-
the Basque country.
It's funny seeing the AI do all these crazy, wacky things and
Egypt is our friend
and stuff.
I'm guessing
Honestly.
Spain rivaled Britain for Gibraltar. I'm not sure.
It's gonna invade the entire country.
That
It'll be interesting to
occupation
see
math.
It'll be
Yeah,
interesting to
just-
see the peace treaty there.
The Britons are going down to Benidorm.
Spain. That's going spicy.
That is Britain, right? Yeah, that is Britain.
And
Yeah. You can see by the ugly occupation color flag thing.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's good.
I don't know why they went with that
There.
flag thingy.
Can you comment? Well, the devs comment on the war.
More.
They've also gone for the
Good.
set
Yeah,
desktop
so there's
background
something going on
tiles,
here.
instead of just one big
Right.
British flag. It's
No,
Wait,
let's
tiled
listen.
over.
Wait,
Oh,
It was the Dahomey War.
Again.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
watched
That's what.
Prussia-
So Spain joined the
Also-
homie.
And now they're getting full sneeded by fucking.
They're getting full sneered down.
Do they have any war goals against Spain,
I
though?
mean,
No, they
They
don't.
do ban slavery.
Ban slavery.
Ban
They do,
slavery.
yeah.
Hey, that's a
Ban
word.
slavery.
That's realistic.
that's good.
Britain
mean,
went around
honestly,
doing
that's-
that in real life at the time.
That's fair.
That's probably a benefit because slavery is kind of
See, now we're
shit.
connected.
So.
They're doing what Castlereagh couldn't do.
You know what would help connect them?
I'm just gonna say though, in MP, right, 100% like getting other people to ban slavery is gonna be meta because slavery is
Paradox,
like really
Paradox accidentally portraying Britain as a benevolent empire liberating slaves worldwide? Question mark.
Trying to remember. But the Spanish Constitution.
Meanwhile, the devs are supporting the CSA in the fucking south of
technically
America.
forbade slavery in the mainland.
That would
but
actually
still
be really
allowed it
good.
in the
Actually,
colony.
they should do
So,
that actually.
How could they
it was a
do this to
complex
us?
situation.
We're taxing liquor.
That's terrible.
I don't think it doesn't say that it gives infamy when they annex them anymore.
Things you have to do to
Yes,
keep a positive budget.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Can you
keep
name
Everyone's
South
mad at
German
them,
Federation
for
as
some reason.
Bavaria? YouTube asks.
1843.
Yes.
7 years.
I'm sorry. My attention is
But,
all over the place.
I don't know if you guys remember me saying, but the Yonkers having 18% influence compared to like, rural folk, 13% seems crazy because it's literally the nobility, in
Yeah,
Prussia.
that's an
I-
interesting point.
It's the Prussian nobility, no less.
Yeah.
So.
They have 18%, but what is the rest of the composition? That could still be like the highest number in there. I
It's
don't know.
There's
tied
armed
with
forces.
the like militarists.
I mean, military was important too,
Alright,
right? So
it's
that
just
makes
that.
sense.
Yeah, that was huge in Prussia.
They're like 40% combined, I think. Last time I saw.
They're,
it.
they're currently. This is
already
described
building,
as
like,
what was it? A military with a state.
So that should
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
alright.
I'm not
Industrial
sure-
is
not
not
sure
there as
about that.
well.
What more do we want?
I get it's because the nobility and military is two different IGs. In reality, they probably could be.
All
combined.
minds with the state is what Prussia's going to be in this.
I like even numbers.
In this game, it's going to be Prussia is a state with
Bottom up, like
buildings.
5 or down.
And
Yeah,
Buildings with the state.
buildings of state.
it's buildings with buildings. That's Victoria
Yeah.
3.
Alex.
Every country is just one big building
Alex,
in
there's
which
two
you have
things it
buildings.
could be. You
It's
just
a
declared that
corporation's
half the
wet
things that you
dream.
like are not actually the thing you like.
There's a lot of buildings.
You know what I mean.
Basically, everything is a building.
Like,
that's like
when you're
interactable.
adjusting
aside
volume
from, like, I guess the
on the TV.
capacities
And you have to leave it on like a
and the laws and stuff.
even number. It
Like
has to-
5.
Yes, like a multiple of 5 or a multiple of 2.
Okay.
So those
Paradox
are the two
devs are
different
describing
2
autism.
is
Well,
even.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
multiples of 5 are honorary even.
Like 15.
Just a wee joke there. I do that as well with volume. Okay.
Look,
Everyone
I
does
do
it.
that too. I do
Everyone
that
does
too.
it.
Everyone
It's
does
not
it.
autistic.
Everyone does it.
Or it is. Doesn't
Should
matter.
we
It's
build a
good.
monument to King Friedrich Wilhelm von Hohenzollern?
Of course. We should always build a statue to El Presidente. The Kaiser. The king. Right, he's not Kaiser.
El Presidente, fucking Tropico
Soon.
reference.
How are we doing
Base.
on?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to play Tropico.
North
It's better than this
Germany.
game.
Tropical
apparently.
5 is super good.
Tropico is
Where are we
great.
at right now?
So
We're
to
at
form
There's another
NGF,
way
they
of looking at
actually
this,
don't need
which
that
is not
much.
there.
Yeah, they only need the
Just
north
from each
as...
They
They
almost.
can just form it right now. They can
Uh,
form Germany right now. If they
there's
click
an-
that button, Austria would get annexed.
Should probably show
Hmm.
them
Wait, what?
somewhere.
I don't think they have all the. Do they?
Dude, they literally could. I'm
There's
pretty
purple
sure.
blobs in Egypt going on.
Then they need 10.
Oh, see,
That's the North.
spicy.
That's the NGF.
what
Wait,
is
what?
this?
What the
What's
fuck?
revolutionaries doing?
Yeah, this is the like.
What kind of
This is when you have
revolution
too many radicals,
That's
and
a
then
civil
there's
war.
just a civil war.
Let's see, revolution.
Right. So as I said earlier, the AI did the same as the devs in the war, in terms of the war happening, but the devs managed the internal country better, so they prevented this
The-
happening.
Really
last stream.
The
Yeah.
incompetence of the peace treaty has led up to a
Interesting.
massive revolt.
Yeah,
And no healthcare.
no healthcare.
Some fun
Yeah.
RP for the D&D players that's gonna play this.
Mm-hmm. Psychiatry is good. It's, we have a bunch of that. So yeah.
Postal savings? You get money that way.
We don't get money. We get maximum cash reserves, and we're pretty far from our maximum cash reserves. So it's good in certain situations if
they-
you're running.
They should just do pan-national and rush Germany. That will be based. Honestly.
That would be.
Sports gets prestige. I mean,
Nah, they need 10 more
Sports
prestige
is fun.
actually.
yeah.
Paradox
Only
always,
research sports.
Paradox always loves making prestige like the most like important like stat ever. I don't know why.
Schwarzburg,
Yeah.
join us.
So wait, can't they just form the NGF right now? Because they need 10, right?
Yeah,
they
I
have more
think
than
they have
10.
enough.
It's contiguous.
But why aren't they forming it then?
Except for Hohenzollern down there, but that's it's still separate.
It's not.
It's fun that they made the Hohenzollern.
Sorry, was Denmark
Wait, no,
the
is it
Russia's
a puppet or is it like owned directly?
Wait, what's a puppet?
Hohenzollern, the province in
Question.
Württemberg.
Looks like it's annexed with the colour on the map.
Yeah, never
The
mind.
puppets are the same color.
It might be a
I
puppet
thought
of
they
the same
made-
colour, showing how it's
Alright.
linked. I don't know.
You did it.
Well, now they're
Wow,
forming
you did
NGF.
Wow, we
You're done.
didn't
That's
do
the stream.
anything actively
Alright.
apart from improve
Thanks.
relations.
See you next time. man.
Holy
Easy
awesome!
NGF.
Holy awesome!
All right.
Well, that's that.
Improve.
Do
That's all you need, you just need to improve relations to get
Did
NGF,
this,
that's all
or
you need.
just be like,
Well, to be fair, in MP, you're basically the same. They too just have to improve relations with the Austrian player. You get it free, so I guess that's it.
That's a good representation, yeah.
And now
Okay, I was gonna say the
we're
color
beautiful.
doesn't change, but it does.
Yeah, the color does change.
Well, yes, that's a big celebration, everyone. I've just been gifted 5 memberships. They just formed NGFGG.
Oh my
1844.
Maybe.
They've basically just done
I'm gonna
in a
drink my
Vic2
Sprite.
in a Vic2 multiplayer session. This is basically session 1 ending now.
Wait,
They've
what?
been playing for 44 minutes. They've done
Wait,
nothing.
the
and that's
US
session
is
1.
trying to attack Texas?
Thanks so much, Palaya, for the gifted memberships. As always, thank you.
But no.
Depends on the game, because sometimes you get to like 1850, 1855.
Also,
depends.
people have commented on the color of this, saying, "Bro, who took a dump on the map?"
I do think that that color should be for like normal Germany. I think NGF should be like a bit lighter, dark.
Oh yeah.
Like,
So
if that makes sense.
Look at the camera over there.
Greek guy suggested, Graham. I've heard of it. I'm going to cover that sometime. Greek name. I will. I know about it. Thank you.
But yeah.
Because that just seems like the color of normal Germany, not NGF.
Yeah, another university in Silesia this time. I like the sound of that.
They need to invent plumbing
Big Bang
now.
Or that's.
You see that? I just saw a graph. I just saw a graph that went up.
Ooh, big
Great
war.
job.
There's a big war.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
no, I'm not.
Russia versus
Russia
China.
versus
No,
Yeah, Russia versus
dude,
China.
they should have joined China. That would have been funny.
From a very
You should have joined China.
Is China still OP? Like, will they thrash Russia?
I don't
I
know.
think they nerfed them apparently, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
We will see what happens with that.
Yeah,
It's-
that would be awesome.
It's weird because in
seeing the
Vic 3,
Chinese
you're going to
bomb
be able
over
to
Siberia.
tech rush like you're playing Solaris. It's kind of weird. Like you can just spam universities everywhere, and then you can just.
Back.
Like,
Hercules, thanks again for your super chat. I don't know why your thing doesn't show. Does anyone know what the R dollars are, though? I think you might, if someone answered that last time. Appreciate the super chat.
So
Yeah, they don't have Hanover. I assume Victoria is
Russia
on
would.
there. They haven't
join
taken
the
Hanover
market
into their
if we try to go
market
for it,
yet.
and
Have you
Are
considered?
they even
Fine.
trying
No,
to do
Hanover's
that?
free. Hanover's free.
I know, but they need it in their market and all that, right? What the fuck?
Oh, in
Oh,
goodness.
yeah.
in Central
All right.
Asia.
The Uyghurs
alright,
have
we got
risen up
ourselves
in the
tight.
Heavenly Kingdom, apparently.
I guess that's gonna.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
It's
Wait, are
the
they still at
typing
war then, or what's
Islamic.
happening?
Brazil's currency. Okay, obrigado.
Yeah, instead of thinking he was the brother of Jesus, he's the brother of
Yeah, no,
Muhammad.
I don't see
Yeah.
the border thing happening
They
there anymore.
must
So.
have backed down. Yeah.
Can they just make a
Allah
game
Akbar.
where ridiculous
Oh.
stuff doesn't happen every 5 minutes? Can they just do that, please?
Oh well.
I mean, that's part of the Paradox game
That's
experience.
the only time you see these divs smile, though. It's only time.
In Mexico.
Laughing.
What?
Oklahoma.
Return Mexican Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They want Texas.
Well,
Like-
that makes sense, but that's
Oh, God,
literally
wait, if
railroaded,
America
so
gets Oklahoma,
whatever. Stuff that's not railroaded doesn't make sense.
That's gonna
And even
be
part of the stuff that is
beautiful.
railroaded, the
because
Egypt
look, in
Ottomans
between
War,
you got,
ended up
I don't
a
think
little
ridiculous.
bit of
that's even makes
Kansas
like
and
it, like the
Colorado,
US only
so
wants
it's
to
going
take
to
back
be-
like
oh my God, I
Oklahoma
hope
and like
the US
Utah,
wins.
nothing else. So it's not like
They
they
haven't
want to-
researched idealism. What is it?
be as
Romanticism
great as
for
the
Manifest
Egyptian
Destiny yet.
Yeah, so they
Okay.
don't have the
Oh,
colors.
yeah,
All of them.
they need the prestige tech.
There's not a lot of colonization. Going
Also,
on.
Portugal is blue. I don't like that.
Well, no shit, there's not a lot of
Yeah,
colonization
we are
going on. No
correct.
one's researched.
Let's
It's
do a
full of
full
malaria.
review
It's
of
1845.
I like
Yeah,
Portugal
whatever. I
being
mean,
blue because that's their royal color, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they changed the green when they
Buildings.
if they become a republic.
Changing the colour of a nation that's the best they can do in the development of the game. Very high praise.
Super
I'd like
Uh,
that. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
A very gross Deutschland.
Wait, so in an answer of one of the Reddit AMA questions, they did point out that the colour of Portugal changes to green if it becomes a republic.
Oh, that is
yeah.
cool.
And there's several other colour changes. Soviets will obviously be red. But that was already in Victoria too in many cases. So, you know, not very much of an improvement.
All you gotta
Just
do is
the-
build more
The
trains.
same, I suppose.
Some more Volkswagen.
One of the few things they've carried
It's not a
over
Volkswagen,
in
it's
from the game.
choo-choo.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know,
Someone says Ottomans is in the
Bells,
Italian
Mark,
market,
German,
apparently.
Prussian
Wait,
trains.
what?
Bavaria did it first.
I
Actually.
didn't catch
I
that.
didn't see that. I
Actually,
didn't
no, there was
catch
a-
that either.
Someone
there
did
was a
catch it,
Prussian one
apparently,
in
if it's true.
1816,
Big if true.
But that was
It's
very
Italian
big.
market.
intellectual
But
theft
there's no Italy, though.
designed by
Yeah,
John
exactly.
Alsop and
Very
it's
sus.
Maybe they're just
also
in two
some
Sicilies.
garbage locomotive.
To Sicily
The
market,
one that
I guess.
generally
Or maybe there is an
the
Italian
Western
market,
locomotive is the outlaw
despite there not
which
being
used
in
the
Italy.
Bavarian Railway.
That would be.
No, it's based on the countries.
Maybe it's the other way
Like,
round.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
the
Italy's
first
in the
step.
Italian
And then
market.
German
The-
railways
the,
were
Ottoman market.
Actually sort
Yeah,
of
maybe that's what he
worked
meant.
good.
That makes more sense.
It wasn't intentional.
Who knows? What are they doing right now? They're building buildings.
Building buildings.
Look at those green
Building
numbers.
furniture
design.
factory.
They're building
They
menus
overcame
right now.
Germany. So that
In
means you have
Q4.
centralized
Since this is a
taxing
game
railway
about green
system,
numbers, how does it appeal to the
various
colorblind
regional
audience?
tax and railway systems.
They'll have a mode.
So
Don't
then
worry.
Germany actually
Colorblind
has a
mode.
nice
Maybe there'll be
Oh.
blue numbers for them. Who
federal
knows? Something
sort
we
of thing
can
going
easier
on.
see. I don't know.
as opposed to France, which just
So that's a Diplo play. I don't think they've noticed it,
It
but
was
look at this
garbage.
Diplo play between. Is that Hanover and someone else?
French,
Oh, I can't see it though. I don't know where.
construction
It's
was
at the top
based
right.
around,
It's like
Oh,
Hanover and
uh,
some German minor, I
provisions.
think.
Yeah.
And in
Yeah,
the
like
eyes of
the
every French
paint
government
thing,
in
I
the
think that's
19th
what they're-
century,
Huh?
France is
What?
synonymous with
Where?
Paris. So
I mean, it's
everybody-
gone
Yeah,
now.
I'm not
They-
seeing
Yeah,
it
it's
either.
gone.
System,
Hanover already
So then if
fully
you want to go
annexed.
from
Because
Avignon to
they
Bordeaux,
didn't see it. They
you
didn't
have to
like
do
no
the
one
stupid
announced it in chat.
circuitous
The
route
chat doesn't
because there's
exist.
just
That was-
nothing
Well,
to
I
do.
would consider if these devs are not
Yeah.
doing something to Hanover, like bringing them into the market, making alliances with Hanover,
Which
then
gauge
that's a
is the
skill
best
issue, and
gauge?
someone else would take them
Standard gauge is
in
fine.
multiplayer to
Brunel's,
prevent the formation of
Glock
Germany.
gauge is respectable,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I think it's
France would
probably
be
hard.
France would be bringing Hanover to their market if it was a good France player. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's probably hard to prevent Germany forming here because you don't need every core, right? You only need like 10 of the states. You don't
And
need
you don't
all.
need them
Yeah.
to be in your market directly. That's a mistake I did. I think you
50
just need
opinion,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, just 50 opinion.
Germany formation speedrun Victoria 3. We did it by 2nd of
It was
January
just that,
1836, guys.
Napoleon III hadn't really.
I don't know if you could do it that fast. Because it takes time to
that
improve
well, and
relations,
not
but
communicating
they
plans down
probably do it very
to the
fast though if you know
officers,
what
so
you're
even
doing
though
because
troops were
the
fairly
requirements
well
aren't
equipped,
exactly very tough.
they weren't
It seems
able to
like,
efficiently
Right.
It's not even
send
85 yet.
for
One year away from the
managing rail
first
traffic
Scottish
from
War.
Paris to
Yeah,
Alsace.
something needs to happen in 1848,
They
okay?
need to declare.
Yeah.
1848 was one of the biggest years of the fucking 19th century.
There
So
needs,
many
there needs to
happenings.
be like 300 like
Unhappy.
rebellions
What?
everywhere. That's
There
what
needs to be a
needs
great
happen.
rebellion in
We got
Austria, the
police,
Hungary
autocracy.
uprising, all this
Yeah.
stuff.
But rebels don't
What more do they
exist,
want?
so-
Italy
so-
formed.
Yeah, there's only radicals.
It's
Yeah.
all going to
Now
kick
they're
off
gonna
in
pass their
1848,
institution,
right?
guys.
Historically. It's all going to happen.
Yeah, they're gonna
Victoria
write, like,
3 will
the button
represent the
that's gonna-
period very well.
Yeah. Like, so.
But the problem is like the only way it can
thing
represent is like through
going
civil
on here
wars because like
mainly
proper
because
rebels,
of
insurgency
this
doesn't really
chunky
exist.
boy,
It's like civil wars.
Amsonfield,
Yeah,
Ludwig,
they can be
So
a
these
small
two, even
group
though
that
they're sitting
opposes
here, are, like, low,
like women's voting, and
Uh,
then there's just a massive civil war
some
because of it.
support, and the
It's like
Democrats support
Imperial
will also
Rome
get
as
angry
well, isn't it?
very
It's-
fast.
there's
So
only
we have
civil
inactive
wars.
religious schools.
Yeah, which,
Yeah.
What
Lots and lots of
school
civil wars all the
system-
time.
There's rebellions of like states.
public schools.
Like states will rise up if you have not enough loyalty
Yeah,
for
public schools.
like
Oh,
long
okay,
enough.
Yeah, let's
Mm.
not
Yeah,
pass
no, it's like,
religious
mm,
schools.
mm.
That's kind of no.
Yeah, no.
You pass religious schools if you have
Mm.
no schooling whatsoever, and/or you really want to entrench
So they're
the devout.
Mm.
Once you have,
like,
religious
they really
schools,
think a lot
it
about that
gets really
event.
hard to
it's
dislodge
just
it
take.
because most people just want some form of.
I guess they're
schooling.
having radical issues. Though we
Then
have
they get
3 million radicals,
pissy otherwise.
which is surprising.
Hmm,
Is
yeah.
it-
And
Yeah.
also
This is the
thing
calm
if you
before the
have
storm.
the devout, and then it gets hard to
I mean,
This is what we're gonna see in 1848.
So we have a
Maybe it's
choice
like
here. We
scripted,
can
and that's
either
why. But I know in the league you had a lot of
celebrate or have
radicals,
a
but I assume it was like a test
larger
thing.
party.
It wasn't like.
It was
Uh,
just like
This one
ridiculous,
will
like
make more people
radical
loyalist,
growth from
which is
like
good,
trying to
Yeah.
pass one
but
reform.
it will also
or one
make them
law.
spoiled.
Yeah.
Mm.
Meaning
I wonder if that's
they
the
will
same, or
expect higher,
like if it's just 1848
standard of
events that's
living.
causing it right now.
And
Could we perhaps?
The guy on the right looks
give
like
them
the
more
lead singer of
stuff?
AC/DC.
The hat, yeah.
Just,
It's
yeah.
a big brain idea
give
on
them
my part
more
right now.
stuff.
The hat and the
that
build
means
and the
we have
look.
to make fancy furniture and fancy clothes.
Imagine
instead of
building
industry.
stuff in Victoria 3.
And look at all those buildings.
Imagine
Yeah, make that
building
money.
furniture instead of trains.
Wow. Fascinating.
Holy shit, that was
All right,
fucking
yeah, no,
hilarious.
they can go to hell. Let's just
Yeah.
build more trains instead.
Just
Yeah,
build,
yeah.
do something.
How are we doing? Yeah, there's some turmoil.
Actually,
There's
do you need like
turmoil.
Oh, France?
do you need slash
You
week
friends with France?
to
Why
like
would we ever be?
form Germany?
rivals
Actually, I
with
can't
France?
remember if you
France
do.
wants a trade.
A
trade
trade agreement with the
They
NGF.
want
like,
our
That's pretty.
coal.
Just a
Yeah,
small,
that's
Franco-German
historical.
alliance.
They want our
Based,
coal.
I know.
just a little bit of coal.
There will not be a war over Alsace.
They're fine.
It's like an
It's
MP
just
when
France.
like the French and German play, they just
What's
talk
France ever
box.
gonna do to
They don't want
us?
to fight each
They
other.
go fight Russia.
Yeah.
What is
Well,
Chance?
Russia's about to fight China,
trade.
so
They have
maybe
an
that.
opinion
You know,
on-
They're saying
Are they
France.
fighting
Yeah.
them right now?
Yeah.
who would know?
Next.
China should be fighting a heavenly kingdom,
Annex
but
Austria.
Yeah.
but
we're looking at
France-
factories instead of the
France are lying
fascinating events
if
of the
they-
world.
You, friends with friends, say no.
We should be friends with
Ally France.
Oh my god.
Funny because like it probably benefits Germany more to not fight France because Germany scales better from what I understand. If like just form it peacefully, it's just kind of a little bit boring to do, in my opinion. But
Very, very boring. Ally the
What
French, what the hell?
oh, they need to build more ammunition. Wow, they have like no ammo.
Guys,
Wait.
there's an end node in the
could
French
get from
market.
clothes.
Holy shit.
I mean, we don't have a lot of clothes ourselves, I think.
They have a deficit of ammunition. They haven't even done anything militarily, so that's just the normal army. If they increase the size of their army, they need even more.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the?
What
Well, that
the-
happens. That, to be
Oh, I
fair,
know,
that
just
bit in
the
Canada
white level
happens in
that
normal
brings it
Victoria
frontier.
too.
Are they still just
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
to Colorado?
They colonize that every time.
So as you can see, they only
Yeah,
want Oklahoma
yeah,
and
so if
Utah.
America
They don't
wins
want
that,
like
it's
all
going
the
to be
cores.
They wouldn't be able to
Absolutely
add it
beautiful.
mid-war, of
They
course.
can't add it now.
Borders
You can't add it when the war once the war begins. So yeah.
Is the Heavenly Kingdom just not at war with China?
Oh,
Oh my god, look.
he's
The heavenly caliphate.
Oh my god.
The Protestant?
That reminds me of
What?
the famous last
What?
emperor of China or something.
The typing heavenly kingdom is Protestant. Makes sense. Yeah.
Makes sense. It's just that the place they
Yeah,
popped up
actually-
makes it seem kind of
We should build.
bit odd, isn't it?
We should have more clothes, I think. They're kind of expensive. Even numbers.
I don't know. Like they really should be building like explosives and
we
ammo
probably
factories
want
because they have like none of
some
that.
More.
They won't
They
need
probably-
that. They won't
we
need
don't
that for the
actually have
gameplay they're doing.
any,
Then they probably make money from it anyway, because like it makes they make money from
So
the
Wait,
government.
you're
Wait,
telling
first
me
to
that
get the-
capitalism inherently favors war because you can make money from it?
through livestock ranges.
Whoa.
That's deep.
I love
yeah.
the military
You
industrial
know who
complex.
could produce
It's
a
so
lot of cotton?
hecking awesome.
Egypt.
If any country in this fucking world in 1836 is a
Wichita was
military
gonna say
industrial
that.
complex, it's fucking Prussia.
I don't
Do
know.
something with it.
Egyptian column is a-
Absolutely.
Now we're
is.
gonna build some more
Also,
buildings.
the
We're gonna build
Ottomans
some
are the
railroads.
Sicilian market. What did the Ottomans do?
I'm gonna take a little nap while I'm
see they
doing
have-
this. No problem.
This is-
They have a slight. Now they haven't have a slight deficit.
Oh yeah, they are the Sicilian
Oh,
market.
yeah, right.
Ah,
Look at those.
Oh,
They're in the
they did-
Sicilian market.
Oh
America,
yuck.
America let me down.
They
this
just
day.
white peace Mexico.
I think
Did
they
you guys see
won.
Canada?
With the-
Pretty sure
They
they
see
won.
Canada?
They didn't gain anything
Yes.
though. Like
It took
those are the
Texas,
same
didn't it?
borders.
I didn't. I thought
Who
they took
knows?
Texas, but I guess
Right.
not.
Texas was before that. That was already
livestock
taken.
farms. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
what I was.
I have no idea.
Actually, I queued a few already, so we're all good. What more is profitable here? Logging camps. Textile mills. We're building some. Furniture is.
oh,
The UI is
They're
back
like
to
animal
being
chairs.
poorly scaled. The other bloke had it looking a bit better.
Careful.
There,
possibly.
there is a
Let's
UI
look
scaling
some-
option from what I remember,
Build-
but I don't know why the devs have like a huge one.
Oh, by the way, this is
I started
1848. We're almost halfway
researching
through the year.
nationalism.
Yeah.
There's not
Yeah.
that long.
Oh,
They are doing they're just rushing Germany, peaceful formation.
why are
My-
they building universities? Kind
So,
of.
right.
My wholesome peace,
but
peaceful
also we're
Germany.
more than a
Oh, there's
decade
another
in.
war between
I
Ottomans and
see.
Egypt.
Oh, Ottomans are winning this time, I think. 'cause
I
they're-
think they're
we got
they're
back in
playing with like
Federation
a
going
peace
on.
timer between all
Brazil
players.
seems to
It's
have
like
managed all of its revolts.
Peru,
Oh, no, except for
Bolivia.
Piratini.
Puritini.
Strong Piratini.
I wonder if the War of the Triple Alliance will
New
happen with
Granada.
Paraguay.
What?
Central
Yeah,
America
Central America is a
imploded.
mess. Is
Rest in peace.
respect-
Is that what Colombia was called before? New Granada?
New Granada.
Well, that's it under
Oh, it's vibing.
Spain, is it?
Yeah.
That's the Spanish.
Is it under Spain?
Oh, beautiful.
What's that border? Wait.
Did they just conquer?
No. Go back to America.
They just subjugated them, huh?
The actual country overview.
I mean that makes
Who was
sense
the
if it
president?
like changed to those like
1848,
colonial
we have a
names,
young
but
Abraham
They have
Got
that. There was actually a
Abraham
Reddit AMA answer about if
39.
Spain takes back colonies, they change the flag and everything to viceroyalty flags and all that shit. So
it
that
wasn't a
happens.
vice-royalty flag though. It was still like
Well,
the Colombian
Egypt-
tricolor.
I don't know if you missed it, but Abraham Lincoln was the president of the U.S.
Yeah, in
48.
1848.
Not
Yeah.
so well this time.
Makes
against
sense,
the Ottomans.
I mean, I guess
Yeah,
it's makes
Egypt-
it's all history, so I suppose it
Yeah.
does make you
Egypt's
can't.
going back
The
to,
old
uh,
history where Abraham Lincoln became president of the
Building
United
some
States.
buildings, GDP
Earlier.
is going
In
up.
1840.
and then he outlawed
See a
slavery
couple
and there was no
people
civil
commenting
war
on
and the
Abraham
world
Lincoln
was
being
peaceful.
the petit bourgeois
Let's go
peanut butter.
victory.
I
And
wonder
the,
though-
the United
if-
Kingdom invaded
Wait.
them to get rid of
Show
slavery.
up potentially.
I wonder if you can avoid the civil war if you get like that the UK to declare on you to like ban slavery.
Deck
If you accept
100
that-
for ban slavery.
Yeah, like if you accepted that, would like the Civil War
There are
happen?
different
I
historical
actually don't know if
characters,
it
and they
would.
could show up associated with different people. depending on-
Hey,
But I-
so to avoid the civil war, hey UK player, can you do a diplomatic play on me to remove slavery so I can avoid the civil war, please? Yeah, cool. Thanks.
That's what.
They wouldn't type that in the
And
in-game
he
chat
could
though.
just
They would have to
accept
do it through Discord.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, that's what I'm assuming the meta will be, is because like slavery is like not good generally, so like getting rid of it with like a CB is just like so much easier.
Well, do we
Like
have
risk getting a
tax
revolt by
inefficiency in any
past
states?
removing it normally,
think so.
probably. But like,
Well, it's not warning us.
although they might still
Oh,
get it.
Palaya, my idea for more clips and shorts would be mainly Victoria 2 streams. Good old Victoria 2 gameplay.
We've already queued them.
All right, just 200.
Maybe you can look at the past recent
But they should
streams.
really
I don't know.
have more because that
Yeah,
queue
they-
is so long. It's gonna take literally like
They have
years
2
to get-
pages of construction, and this
All in
is
due time.
this.
What is this, Hoi 4?
On the Twitch side of things,
Yeah.
if we have independence
More
movements,
civ factories, yeah.
yeah.
They do need more
if,
construction because
uh,
otherwise it'll take like
More civs.
Minorities can revolt and try to.
Or
declare-
just
I'm
like
going for
to
200
move it.
civs build this game, guys.
Or you just remove something from your queue as well.
Oh,
But,
See,
oh,
this is why-
revolution.
I was like.
Oh, there you go. 1848. It's actually happening.
Your fault. They're
To
all like,
enact
"Oh, we
it's
should
a revolution to
agrarian."
enact agrarianism.
No,
Wow, that's
Return.
fair.
revolution.
What the fuck? What is this? And what have they done to prevent this?
Return to monkey.
Okay, so that's the
Revolution
1848 event, I'm
1849.
guessing there.
Paul wants us
Springtime
to
of the
put
Peoples is a
on
journal
the
entry.
fire.
Didn't you know, guys, the
Well,
1848
we're just
revolutions
gonna
happened to restore agrarianism. Because the government didn't
Yes,
say.
Paul, they got the
they want to do
Sicilians
that.
there.
Yeah,
Oh,
For
that's
some
just
reason.
It actually isn't this.
Remove industrial society
Yeah,
It's a
institution.
thing.
actually.
All right,
you know
Paul.
what?
I guess the
We have
Sicilians are
several
going
devs
for
in
Rome
Twitch.
formation.
Thank you, Hercules. That's interesting. They're already the war of the triple. Nothing will happen there. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay, they're just in a customs union. Yeah, yeah.
The AI is thorough. And the ally too.
Yeah, they're going for like
I
wholesome
wanted
Byzantine
to
Rome
alliance
formation.
All right. Spark of a revolution. Who will
The
lead
Eternal
the
City.
North German Federation? Who is that guy?
Just what,
Oh no.
it's just me, but you can't like
No,
read the rest
no.
of the
Who will
tooltip
not
because
bloody
He's a
like
treason.
There's
like-
cameras
Yeah.
in the way.
there are cameras in the way.
Bad
Yeah.
streamers, bad
Uh,
streamers.
Ship of Gunther Geertz.
Interesting. They use an umlaut on the U, but not the O. What's going on there?
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't fucking speak German.
Okay, so
That's
they
terrible,
get more-
Paradox.
He gets more popularity regardless. Oh yeah. Sorry.
They realised.
Let's see. So there it is. Okay, they
Like
fixed it.
radicals?
That's nice. They fixed it.
Which will then
Gets
turn
the
some
popularity.
moderate people like Ruprecht von Oldenburg to radicalism.
So that's bad.
Or
That
we
could
could
be really
support
bad
the
if they get too many
conservative
radicals. Like
And
that
we'll get
revolution for agrarianism
other
might pass 100%.
things.
And, like,
Yeah, I'm more keen
Like, they might
on
actually start
getting
civil
a
war.
It's gonna be
super
funny,
radical movement than
They're gonna
getting
fail at forming
like-
Germany.
agrarianism.
No, they're gonna form agrarian
yeah,
Germany.
let's do it,
They're
let's
gonna
do it.
restore the
Agrarian
HRE.
Did they just accept that?
Uh,
Did they just
I
get
don't know.
more
It's 8 per.
agrarianism?
It's going up 8 per month. So
In
in
which they
It-
ask
it
for
caps out at
8
months.
65 though. It'll
It's
cap out at 65 though. You can see
1936.
the radicalism.
Decision difference.
But,
so for whoever was
but if the
asking
radicalism
about,
goes above 100%, that's the
independence
problem.
movements.
oh yeah.
Poland wants independence.
Then
It can't go
There's a
above
small-
the amount of radicals.
Small risk.
Yeah.
How are we?
Today, they'll get there.
Secession movement from the
We'll see.
Poles.
We'll see how
Yeah.
it goes.
just
Uh,
enact
it's terminal,
multiculturalism,
yeah.
bro. Then you get no
Other
secession
places
movements
we
at
can
all.
go,
You just accept every culture and,
we should
like that
keep
you
our own
conquer.
territory.
Yeah.
Very
I'm
nice.
pretty. I think that's still how it works, even in like this build, because I don't
I
think
see
they
someone
changed it.
ask, what is my favorite train?
Okay, that's the
That's a
trying
very
to
good question.
press them. I guess.
What's his favourite train?
Probably the Southern Pacific, number 4449. The Daylight. It's a northern type locomotive, a 484. I once saw it actually chugging through a Waso back in 2009. Beautiful locomotive. It's got this light right in the middle of the front of it that wobbles
Yeah,
back
it's
and
capped
forth
out
like
at
a cyclops,
65.
just sort of scanning the track in front of it.
He's a train spotter.
Yeah, springtime of the
Trains
peoples.
enjoyer.
We'll see how this goes.
That was the most
I think it
interesting
can
thing that's
only
happened in
be,
the stream.
there can only be one revolution at a time, right?
Does everyone
So,
listen to
yeah.
the soundtrack?
That revolution
on,
being there is
Spotify?
actually blocking out
Or
everything else that
whatever
people want to
stream
fight over, I guess.
platform of choice
Over
is,
agrarianism.
not the net. You have a favorite song? The Good Word of Revolution.
Please, I want to see them
The
collapse.
rural
I want to
folk.
see the Paradox
Oh.
devs fail. Please.
Spread the revolution to Belgium.
Yes, yes, yes.
Revolutionary
Yes, no,
MGF.
inflict revolution upon the Belgians. We don't even need to ask
I mean,
Chad about this.
I
Just
don't think it's really a problem because
send
like
that revolution their way.
the radicalism was really low.
Oh,
See,
it's
now
not
it
good.
disappeared. So like they probably won't
Yeah.
have a civil war.
Oh,
It's not like in the
oh,
league.
murderer.
I guess it changed because in the league you can get civil war over literally anything, right?
Oh, I remember this event
The
would
Brandenburg
sometimes just
Ripper.
endlessly last, and you'd get like
See if we
the-
can,
the like debuffs
fine.
permanently.
see if we can
And it
try
was
to
really annoying
catch them.
because you
See,
couldn't
yeah,
fire
a
a bunch
serial
of
killer
events.
that wouldn't
I
go
removed
away
one of our
ever.
taxes.
Yeah.
Partially, maybe it can help against the radicals, but also
Hermann die Ripper.
so we can suppress.
You have a lot of radicals and a lot of the interest groups are really pissed
Kinda
at them.
annoying
So
right now.
I guess they made the revolutions a lot more lenient.
Something else.
Because if this was a league build, you'd be dead already. I'm like, so what? You'd be dead.
You'd be fighting a civil
More
war.
radicalism.
Yeah.
It could happen anywhere. I'd rather it didn't.
You get to
it's
choose
bad.
where the
Two places.
radicals go.
Also
Great
are
event.
Brandenburg.
Well, if it's imposed,
Classic
we already
paradox
have
event.
issues with like Polish
Mhm.
pops starting to get
Mhm.
agitated.
I would go with
think
the
we
one
can
with less
deal
pops,
with,
I guess.
With the
Probably
Brandenburg a little
posing
bit better.
I need to choose
Whenever we
Brandenburg
get hot,
instead.
not
They
hot
chose
enough,
Brandenburg. Maybe they want
Oh,
it.
they got the same event again. The
Oh.
exact same event.
We both do the same thing, right? Both of these in
The
Brandenburg.
same exact thing. Pops in Brandenburg, pops in Brandenburg.
I
Good
don't know
one,
if QA
guys.
is watching.
Wow.
Good.
No.
Can I? No.
No.
Okay.
Such a difficult choice. Well, now they're losing money.
That's not good.
Oh, no.
We need money.
Victoria
Paul,
3
you're
Prussia
watching this. I
playthrough.
know
They
you're
do
watching
nothing
this.
and the
Just tell
country
us.
just
You
implodes.
can Jira it yourself, Paul.
Well, to be fair, it hasn't imploded yet. Actually, quite surprising, it hasn't imploded.
They're on the edge. They're on the edge of
Yeah.
implosion.
So Hasso Refish.
I think they also
is,
dropped a
burnt
GP rank
countries
down. I
as
think
well.
I ranked 4 before.
Uh,
Now they're ranked 5.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We could send him away, or we could have a doctor treat him.
He's the guy who we
Invite
exposed
physician
his
to court?
depravity before,
Yeah,
right?
that's the one.
Somebody just made a very good
He
point.
could,
6 million
I
radicals
guess,
better raise
possibly
taxes.
Go away. I
Yeah.
think,
Hmm.
6 million.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Even if we
That's
are
a lot, like, I'm
close,
actually
just
surprised,
I
like,
don't mind.
how many
That's a
radicals
lot.
they have, because they didn't fuck up that bad.
What more?
I think they basically play like a normal game, normal peaceful game, and people just hate them.
I hate this.
That's what happens in Ricky 2 with the 1848
And again,
liberalism
we have
event.
autocracy, we have police.
It does,
I
but they
don't
got
see
it
why
before the
they
1848. I mean, like before 1848, they had like still like 4 million.
It's
So I don't
The
think that's
militancy is
yet.
just trending upwards.
Yeah.
that.
Oh wait, did they just delete some construction capacity?
They did, yeah.
What?
Oh, and
Why?
Revolution for time.
I'm just trying to understand the mindset of the Redditors and the people who really, really love this game. I genuinely try to understand how they're
I'm
finding
with you
this.
100%. Yeah, I can't understand it.
Where are they getting the
Character
thrill
appears,
and
that
the
sounds
soy
fine.
and the
Probably
hype
fine.
for this over?
Why is
Oh
there
my
a
god, I'm gonna
difference
go
over
play
next
Victory
time?
after taking my SSRIs. Holy shit.
We
Oh,
have
Maybe
it's
that
fair.
SSRIs are what's getting people off this.
Look-
I don't know.
Look at that icon on the top left. That's like the money icon, right? It says 38.6 million.
better than the-
That's the draw.
Bearing in mind,
You
I'm
like
not
that.
hating. I don't hate the game. I'm not disliking or hating the game. I'm just like kind
little
of bored.
bit
That's it.
Negative, but doesn't. At that point, it doesn't really do much.
I mean, seeing that number go up can be feel satisfying, but
Would be nice to get more.
it is kind of samey a lot of the time.
Yes.
Oh
This is
my
kind of like
god.
the
More- look at the
Redditor,
wait,
like,
wait, wait.
God.
Look at the
science
border gore.
enjoyer meme. Like this is what Redditors think is like a
Unhealthy.
high IQ game that like you can
Mhm.
only play this if you're smart. That's what it
Yeah.
Look at the border gore in Anatolia.
Government administrations.
Egypt
Egypt-
shows its treaty for
Get
that
another-
they've lost their Thrace.
Oh
Also
my
not
god,
Thrace.
this is just so bad. The Ottomans
Perhaps.
beat Egypt in a war, and instead of taking any of the land they lost, they took a state in the middle of the land there and didn't even take the one that bordered them. What the fuck is... Well, they took the bit of Greece back, to be fair.
Yeah.
They didn't take the
Yes.
treaty port back.
They're all
They're
They
playing
can
like
keep
a
that
fucking-
little shitty Greek
radical and
place.
stuff.
They're
What
playing
if
like a
just-
fucking meta MP player. They're cutting them off. They're cutting them in half.
Oh, the
No enclaves. You cannot take enclaves.
It's connected to the sea, it's connected to the sea, unpause.
whining
Yeah.
agrarianism. But yeah, we can see.
We're
like,
now in
depending on
1850.
what people
Maybe we will get
We're
to the
lawyers.
maybe we will get to World War One.
participate again.
They'll get to.
Oh
World
my
War in no
God.
time. The same event again.
There isn't a jury.
That's a lot of those events in Vic 2 as well. Oh, they're ranked 6 now. Wow.
Well, the
No,
events.
no, but the event gives like the same thing. It gives
We gotta
the.
resolve this whole
A lot of the events in Vic 2 were
Right.
repetitive, but isn't that something they tried to do something about in Vic 3?
Harder to do.
They claimed to try and get rid of
Yeah,
that.
but no, but the event just gives the same thing in the like both options. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're
That's
trying
why.
to
I mean,
get
look,
is
there were
any
events in Vic
district
2 that just gave you consciousness or militancy everywhere.
Yeah,
basically just
but
kick
that's
out
like
random-
20. It's 20
marginalize
radicals
any
in
interest group
Brandenburg or
that's
20
around.
radicals in Brandenburg. Like,
I know.
wow, epic
Yeah,
event.
that is true.
Or we could have
Well,
a republic.
some of them were Anhalt and Posen. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so trade unions.
Yeah, it was
Everyone's
like 2
also
events.
mad at them. Like,
Now, if anybody's upset
Yeah,
about
no,
having a republic, consider
I don't know
this.
what they did, but it must be
The fact
fucked
it
up.
just
Like,
says
all the
that
interest
it's not
groups
a
basically
monarchy,
hate
right?
them, and nobody really
It
likes
doesn't say
them.
anything about voting.
Yeah.
I don't. They just haven't done anything. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, do buildings, bro. I mean,
Oh yeah.
They didn't really do politics.
Oh,
And
no,
politics
we
is
do
an
voting.
aspect of the game I would consider pretty good and deep, I guess.
they passed laws, but it wasn't like super in depth. They just used the default. I think that most of that, more or less, their default government.
They didn't build any relations with any of the interest groups or change their parties
I don't know
around
what will
or.
be harder.
I
Or
think they
actually, I know
passed
what will be
police,
harder.
and
there's
Look at how many
police.
radicals
There's
we
no
got,
way.
dude.
Yeah, it's like
They should
trade
just
They're up
like
to
unions,
7 million now.
intelligentsia, industrialists.
Like
Let's
radicals.
do this
Out of
over
a
formula.
population of
I'm just
19.1
thinking out
million.
loud here. Perhaps,
That makes sense,
perhaps
yeah.
it might be easier for us.
Just a third of the
Yes.
population fucking hates the government
Kick out.
and like wants to rise up.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can see how many people support
well.
this. Just look at the little icons of the little Jacobin hats right there. It's just, yeah, that's four.
See, if they want to
interest groups
fix
out of
this, right,
8 that are just straight up radical.
they need to
like,
pass laws that
Republic.
they like. I
Yeah.
don't know why they're not doing that right now.
Are they
They're
taking?
just
Is this,
nuking
are
their
they forming?
legitimacy right now,
Are they forming the government?
Why are you trying to keep the?
Yeah,
So, like,
the
So that they're taking
because-
everyone out.
Dear King.
They're trying
no,
to.
in the end they took
do
out
lots of
the
armed
Junkers
forces
and put in the
and,
industrialists.
They're trying to make the legitimacy line look good, and they're literally taking parties in and out of their government to try and get a line to look right.
We're not
So
bolstering
it's
the
filled out
church.
all the way.
Where you saw that? That never happened.
Just
Uh,
the higher legitimacy you have, the
no,
easier it
the
is to
truth
pass
is that
laws. So
the way
they just passed some laws that like
Prussia
the
starts
church
passing
like and the
the
rule folk like,
evangelical
and they could
church.
probably solve those
And
issues.
Scripted in
just,
the country history.
yeah.
Or they could just keep pissing them off and then fight them in civil war. I guess.
And aren't they becoming agrarian? Agrarian? Didn't they have an agrarian
Why do you
revolution?
keep on suppressing the
What
rule
happened
for?
there?
No, but like it fizzled out. Apparently, it just disappeared. I don't know why, but
Maybe they all went
but
to
that-
just
do we
farm.
need to
And then
suppress
they
the
gave
guess,
up on the
yeah.
revolution because they're just too busy
still a
farming.
mess. Yeah.
You know, the radicals would be far less unhappy
Let's do that.
with.
Oh, this is actually.
They
No,
pass
but
some
we
interesting
gotta do
laws
census
and like
or
do something.
universal
That'd be awesome.
Suffrage.
So
They can
this
pass
will
universal
ratify
suffrage already?
The
Yeah.
Junkers, or I don't know how
You can usually do that pretty
The
early.
landowners.
Like
it's just like people get really mad. You can see that the Junkers will be super mad.
More people like it than dislike it.
Which one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Big or
these-
go home.
if they do it, like
Yes.
they'll get a lot of better relations with everyone else, but they
and,
probably
meanwhile,
they might have to fight like the Junkers in a civil
well,
war.
they're already suppressing them it
Alright,
seems.
This is not
So
going-
That's what they're doing.
Suppressing them doesn't mean that like, they can't rise up though.
I know. I'm just saying they're
In case
like
there's a
reducing
If
the
they-
influence already.
What?
I think the thing is like
They'll probably
the
start
number of
revolution
people is not necessarily the power of the group. You know.
Oh,
Mm.
more
Mobility-
radicals.
Yeah.
Yeah, the percentages, does that mean clout?
No, I
Which
don't
is
want
the
more
power of the
radicals.
group.
Particularly, I don't want more.
The cloud is the power of the group. Yeah.
Are those the percentages we saw in the politics screen?
Take a little bit of
I think is that cloud? I can't remember if that's cloud or just pops. I'm pretty sure that's
Oh,
cloud.
It can't be
Yeah,
pops
yeah.
because they were all kind of evened
Yeah.
out a little bit, whereas
Yeah,
the
Polish
pops
man.
are
Oh,
radically
that's not
different
too
between
bad.
rural folk.
Oh, yeah,
or-
that's dealable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, the
Pretty sure
Poles
it
are
is
going
cloud.
to South Dakota.
Be wrong.
So the Polish people
Polish migration.
to South
Immigration.
Dakota.
That's
They
happening.
formed Germany now.
Oh, you should
Please.
maybe check.
I think they probably need like one or two
baking
more
powder,
states.
okay.
I
They
don't
need
know.
to
Well, Germany
research
and full
baking
steam
powder.
France.
Crops.
baking.
They
powder.
need crystal glass. Yeah.
Dynamite.
They should do a shell gun. Honestly,
I don't know if we'll.
that's a pretty
Yes,
useful because
be
it
back.
makes you able to produce more stuff in military factories.
It's a lovely city.
They just got more serial killings.
Yeah, I guess we can take
The Berlin Ripper.
Yeah. I didn't know that a serial killer reduced the increased the radicals by
This
20%.
is a higher chance
Damn
of
it.
The
actually
German psycho.
catching the killer. and
Yeah.
we get the radicals regardless. Yeah. So I don't know if chat was able to see it. Yeah, that's fine. So we can either spend some authority with our police force to make sure to catch the killer.
This used to be money.
or
I
it can
remember
be like,
this
yeah,
event.
There's no
You
serious
used to
villain.
spend money for the fund a larger investigation, not authority.
And raising concerns.
I suppose that makes more sense to use authority, but I suppose.
No, we need
Do
to
we care
bolster the
about them?
industrialists because they're the radicals who are like in government.
But yeah, I mean, the radicals are still below 100, so even though they pass something that really pissed them off, it seems like they're not really gonna fight.
Revolution. They
But
only
look
have
at
70
Revolution.
This
radicals,
is so
and the
boring
way
to
revolutions
watch.
work
It's actually
is that
insane.
this
They're on
progress
speed
is
5
capped
most of the
by
time as
their
well. So
radicalism.
imagine playing it
So
on
they will
3
get
speed.
up to 70% here, and then they will stop,
3-speed MP.
and they will stay there. And then it's always like that looming threat of depending on what you do, and depending if you get more radicals.
Oh, so if it goes to
Haven't
100%,
touched
it
the
doesn't
military
necessarily
screen the whole
fire.
game.
that can go up. So you're
That's
always
strange.
like
I mean, to be fair, there isn't a lot to
revolution.
do in the military screen. Like, you can't really
Yeah,
do
but
anything.
it's just like they haven't gone to war. They're not gonna do anything.
They should at least go to war with Denmark to get.
I mean,
slash
we know the
percent.
game is designed to not be about war, it's designed to be about economy and politics, but these guys are actually
what we
taking the
should do,
piss
though?
with how little war they're doing
should,
here. They're
friends.
playing Prussia.
We should zoom in and look at.
And they haven't
They're
looked at the
playing
army
like the
management
most
or their composition.
militarist like culture, like in Europe at this time, pretty much, and like they're just doing nothing with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at the train. Oh, so
Oh my
good.
god, the
Well,
animation!
the loads of the number of wagons being used actually varies depending on what's in the market.
Can someone soy
Oh,
point at
well.
that?
Belgium gets more revolution.
Yes, yes.
Soy right and soy left.
Ran- oh, Sword migration.
Oh,
Damn,
so
so-
okay, we still have Bavaria.
Oh,
Why have they not got Hanover in their market? Get it?
Yeah.
I don't think they're even increasing relations with them.
There you go, that's
oh my
it.
lord, man.
There you
Only took them
go.
10 years. 10 years until
They
they
speak
realize, yo, I need to
Polish
improve
down
relations
there
with these
somewhere.
guys.
They don't like us now. Yeah.
It's insulting to have the Victoria 2 music over this. It's
Yeah.
insulting. Anyone who got that
How
pre-order...
dare you stand where he stood?
How dare you stand where he stood? She stood. Victoria.
Research. What should we research?
They-
We should
How dare
research
you
why
play
the
music
soldiers
where he
are
played
here.
music?
But beyond
Okay.
that,
Oh, honestly, they
Oh,
could
yeah, like-
they could
yeah,
probably
yeah.
rush
Mechanized
electricity right
workshops
now.
You get to unlock
That's
more
actually
machines
insane
for
that they did
various,
that already.
factories and stuff.
And they haven't built any universities or anything.
And
They haven't done
Yeah, I'm
anything
surprised
education-wise.
I'm surprised that this.
More
I guess maybe
buildings.
Germany start with a lot more universities now than they did in the
No,
league.
they have like 60
More
weekly innovations. That's like nothing.
I don't know why they aren't
Oh,
building them then.
we have a
They could be
constitution,
researching a lot faster.
They don't know the meta. They're noobs.
Universal suffrage?
That's some very good German
Oh.
on your part.
Oh, we get it immediately. Or should we trust the legal process now?
but
Just do it.
I
Oh
would
my
upset
god,
the youngsters,
please
but
do
you know
something
what?
interesting.
I mean, they're already
So
upset.
if you click that
They're
button, they
threatening a
immediately get the
revolution,
law
like-
passed. I guess.
They're at -20.
Yeah, yeah,
But that might just make them
Please.
even more pissed off.
yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
god! Oh, what is that flag?
Well, this.
What is that
Oh.
insignia on the flag?
Oh.
Is
Uh,
that like
That's
a
that's
Okay.
fine.
a crown
next one
thing?
is this.
I can
No
barely
one
see
actually
that.
wants.
Counts
Who wants
Republic,
to do
boys. Right, counts.
Why?
Some trade unions. Yeah. I suspect.
Warum?
it would be
Warum?
harder to-
It says absolute monarchy at the moment. If we run the game slightly, I think.
yeah.
So now, oh yeah, now they're gonna.
Free-minded People's Party.
No,
Wow.
now we got political
Yeah.
parties. Ooh.
That's part- It's a guillotine. You know.
Thank you for the $2. I think that first word is a little bit dodgy. I don't know what it actually means, but I've heard. But yeah, thank you.
Pissed off the landowners like a lot.
Yeah, they're
Trade
gonna concede to
unions
all their
and
demands
TV
and no war
And
'cause they're
intelligentsia
pussies.
and industrial.
Are they just gonna put like all the
Points
inscripts
are-
in like the in power, and that's just gonna be.
You know what? Let's just have a super happy, fun country where everyone can vote and everyone's in the
No, we're not-
government.
Yeah.
Yay!
Almost everyone, I guess. Everyone
There
except
you
for the
go.
Junkers.
Holy, that's so hacking
Wow.
awesome.
Look, it's been this long. I should just. I'm going to say it now.
Armed
I
forces
have the
as well
Hell
can
March
take
open,
the-
ready to play in another tab in anticipation of a joke
land
moment where I
owners
put it
are
over their
already,
war,
like,
and they're not doing it. I'm going for a piss. I'll be
This dude's
back.
had, this dude's had it up for 2 hours.
Carry the stream, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
The army
Had it open, just waiting for 2 hours.
Turmoil. Who cares?
Oh my god,
Shall we
dude.
take care of that? Oh.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted. This is what I want.
What's the most outrageous thing that we could make up before Spade gets back?
Let's get
The most outrageous thing.
Yeah, like they start. I don't know. They declared war or something.
Okay.
He missed the
Oh, no,
war.
they-
He missed
There was,
the
a,
war.
there
It'd
was
be
a
funny.
revolution, and then they fought
my
them,
God.
and then,
And
and
very
then
badly.
France decked on them, and then they won against France.
I'm perhaps
Yeah, that's
And
what
he
happened.
kicked up. He
That's
missed
a
it.
narrative. That's a narrative
Yeah.
we
See
made.
how
Yeah.
that turns out because it's like in half a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we.
So how is it only 44 radicalism? They just pissed them off so much. Yeah, Junkers is pissed.
What?
This is-
Imagine opening up
Liberia.
imagine opening up a Paradox game to go and play like
United
this.
States
Like I
decided-
could not imagine myself doing this. Just sitting here, nation building
Love it.
for
China.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh my lord!
All right.
What is this?
All right.
I guess the Great
Alright,
Leap
who's
Forward is happening a bit earlier.
Who's
huh?
the revolutionary?
I'm not gonna look at Japan.
No, I want to look at this. I want to look at this. No. Everybody must suffer. Let's look at this.
Oh
All
my
right, so we
God.
got
Pre-order
revolutionary
now.
China. It is
Revolutionary
going to
China.
Sad.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What are they even fighting over? Like, what if?
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Still using the cheap flag. That's.
Yeah. I mean, they're
Like, they're both like
I'm back.
reactionary.
What's happening?
Russia.
China's falling apart.
The Great Leap Forward's happening right
Yeah.
now. And
Russia has annexed Japan's
Dude,
land.
Russia's better
Oh,
position than Japan. Russia's better
what
position
is
than
this,
It's
man?
fine.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah, it's,
this?
Oh,
Everything is
I mean-
perfect here.
Heavenly Kingdom. How's Heavenly
You say
Kingdom?
the AI is bad, but they're really just following MP meta.
Is it-
Like, they're
That's
made up
older.
of
Dude,
Japan.
they're partitioning. This is Gannett, Japan. This is Gannett, Japan.
That's a specific reference.
Get it? Stay.
Yeah, they got.
Meta partitioning Japan. Like no one else.
Hi.
Yeah, Shanghai.
I mean, jokes aside, but have some shame, eh? Like seriously, this is
It's
insane.
turning out very differently.
This is the first reveal of gameplay in this, like what we have.
It's not the first.
Well, not the first, sorry.
Yeah,
But, like
the
it's
fourth?
one of the
No.
first reveals of game. It's like the third
It would
one,
be a
like
shame if
stream
they
of playing a
changed the
country.
One of their streams was
And
of
it's still
Japan,
there.
and I don't believe Russia invaded them when they played
A
Japan.
little bit further to the left.
If they just got unlucky.
So yeah, we have a choice
AI.
of like.
Let me put it another way. This is a
Start
reveal
using
of
rollers
gameplay
for,
4 days
for
from
the-
the or 3 days from the launch of the game.
No, it's a week.
Which is the
It's
opposition.
just, it's
It's a week.
and we
2
can,
weeks.
like,
2 weeks.
2 weeks,
Our-
is it?
Our government
It
is
was
not the
14th.
Conservative Party, so
It's
it
not
would be a
October
shame
25,
if something
right?
were to happen
Oh,
to
oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
2
so the
weeks
thing is
off.
they-
You're
want
out of
to
sync.
make
They
it
have
go
plenty of time to fix
Yeah,
all this.
I'm out of sync right
Plenty
now.
of time to
sorry.
fix this.
Plenty of time. 2 weeks.
It's 3 days until
What?
China
we can do
collapses.
with that.
Why are they releasing it now? Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, there's an election coming.
You know, because
Well,
Christmas is
they
coming
have
up. Surely,
collapsed.
just give yourself another 4 months. or
The
something.
free-minded people.
Someone told
are
me that
holding
apparently
it
they
very
had like
well.
made a lot of like
I wonder if
Victoria
that's
3
something
builds
to-
earlier that didn't work
Uh,
out. So they've basically made the game like 3 times now. So they have to like release
Yeah,
something.
good, more time.
Someone said that. I'm not sure if it's true.
There's probably gonna be a day one patch. To be honest,
Tencent, yeah, Tencent said they have to release something.
I don't think Tencent is just like
I mean,
they're
supposedly
just shareholders.
working-
They're
doing
just shareholders.
Yeah.
supposedly they've been working
Strong
on Vic 3
overlap
since
with
like
the springtime
2015,
of the-
2014.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah,
And
some of the
That's
Reddit
really
AMA,
that's really
some of the
embarrassing.
Reddit AMA answers gave this away. They had various different projects for the past, well, 10
Yeah.
years. Some of them
The
didn't go
revolution's
well. They
dying,
abandoned them,
that's good.
and
Oh,
this is the
election.
one they ended up with.
Good.
Yeah,
We want
so-
That's really embarrassing that they've been working on this for this long and
That was the thing.
I'm
this is, like, the
guessing-
quality.
Something
they
about-
probably
sort of
made
just
like
upgraded somewhere else that
a
went by
like a
that.
Vic 3 game that was like similar to Vic 2 because they said like that was like the first idea was like a Vic 2 2.5 and then
Yeah.
they like gave up
So
on
one
that
thing happened.
and then presumably they started over
Uh,
again and then made this or whatever. So,
Martin took
They are
over, gave them this
basically,
vision,
Martin
something like that.
Gave him the Stellaris endless build-up vision.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
Wars
that's good.
maybe.
So wait, what's
Hmm.
our chances of
I mean,
So I guess that could make sense why like even after so much
Armed
time
forces
they
still
still have a
both- they're
like the
still
game still has some
very
issues
strong.
just because like
maybe
maybe
Yeah, Neil Panjane, thanks so much for the $5. I agree with you.
If this is what they're up with, you know,
Oh, I can't.
Imagine what the abandoned projects were
Oh
like.
yeah, because we were negative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Can't help but wonder that.
I
Hmm.
don't know.
What they were
What are we
actually
doing?
like.
Oh, we're probably gonna take a break here soon, folks.
Yeah,
In
and
like 10 or so
then I
minutes.
guess you can discuss in chat if we should try passing this now or wait for a bit.
They should just
Why
go for
would you?
counts. They should just go
I'll
straight to
warn you
Count
that if we
Republic.
try
Oh, wait a
passing
minute.
this and a revolution breaks
Sorry,
out,
machine went. Now it's back.
It'll be fine.
Right.
It'll be fine.
So, but when can
Yeah.
they form Germany? So they have the German like journal
If you
entries
played
now.
Dwarf Fortress, you know what.
They
Journal
can
entries.
form Germany after they fight the
Uh,
Franco-Prussian
Yeah,
War,
should we
right?
Take a break.
You're right. Void troll, void troll.
Yeah, so far we've been playing
Brothers
Russia, as you
War
might have
or
seen if you just joined.
I
First
don't
War
think
of...
you even need a
Uh,
Brothers War. I think you just
formed
need to
North German
like. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it's,
And
it's
they
completely
expanded
unnecessary because
starting
Austria has like
north
no
towards
like a
Germany.
market in
But
Germany,
then
like none at
1848
all.
happened.
So
We got a
it doesn't
little
even need to
sidetracked by
compete
that.
with Austria.
Yeah,
Wasn't
first
that the whole
war,
point of like the
radicals,
Brothers
a
War
lot
is
of movements, they
removing
really
Austria's
didn't want
influence so they
monarchy
could form
to stay.
Germany?
So I
Yeah.
guess now that's our goal.
We'll have to see. Like when they open the
Republic
German
instead.
entry.
Yep.
I
journal
think
entry,
there is
that
a
might cause some
war, like a
issues and might
scripted
cause a
war
civil war.
versus Austria
We'll see.
that
Maybe.
has to do
We'll
with
find out.
Germany,
We'll
but like I
We'll
don't even
figure
think
this
it's
out. We'll figure out
necessary.
what to do. And
from what I
meanwhile,
remember.
the rest of the country is doing all
Now
sorts
they're
of.
taking a
The
break.
rest of the world is doing all
Look.
sorts of stuff.
2 hours,
GDP
no
is going
war.
up. That's good.
As
Number
Prussia.
go up.
Yeah, number go up, number go up.
All those
Population
number go
is.
They're literally saying
That
number go up. I,
stay the same.
I mean,
And
it's
that is the
going
game.
down.
To be
I
fair.
mean,
People
yeah,
are
but
actually
they're
doing
just
something.
they're literally saying like it's
Uh,
beautiful.
Oh,
It's-
and
Anyway.
Egypt lost
so ironic.
land too. So now we have different border gore. Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah, the Germans took it back.
Sad.
Definitely.
Very sad.
Yeah, and there's something going on in Asia.
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I guess we'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes
Yeah.
and see you in a bit.
Okay, see you in a bit, guys. Are they about to go and get shouted at by Martin? I don't know.
Because the
They're gonna have a
best of
second pizza
times.
incident.
Off to the glue factory, how the curtain comes up.
We're going to have the second pizza incident where Martin throws a pizza on the roof of Paradox HQ in rage at them.
It was the worst of times.
It was the worst of times.
Victoria. I'm going to make an edit of the Victoria 3 trailer where it only says it's the worst of times. I'm going to do it.
Breaking war.
Victorian age
That's a new.
promised
Victoria 3 promised.
a grand
I'm,
tomorrow.
you know, I'm actually kind of ecstatic to on launch, play this in MP with no mods and see the
Hey,
chaos.
I'll be hosting.
No mods, no rules, to see the chaos unfold. like the exploits people will use and like.
There's gonna be some really nuclear
A
stuff.
kid named Finger. Well, so that was the first hour and 20 or so minutes of their Prussia playthrough. They've made it to the 1850s. Some fascinating events have happened, and I'm itching to see the next half of their game when they come back.
Yes.
Oh,
I can't wait to see them build more buildings, guys. It's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably just gonna like at least hopefully they'll actually build some like barracks, which is like what they actually.
They're just
do.
like serotonin maxing right now.
But I also don't think I actually don't know why they aren't trying to rush multiculturalism because it's like insanely overpowered in
Yeah, I don't get it.
this game. Like basically just accept every other culture in the game. Like it's like Vic 2 if you accept every culture in the game.
Yeah.
So it's like you can just conquer all France, Germany, and they just be fully accepted and stuff like.
Yeah, it's
that.
completely ridiculous. Like that's just not how it works at all. But
Yeah.
there's kind of not much to say about what we've just seen.
I mean, it was just boring. Like, oh, endless. Oh, the event it annexed some Germans. Oh my God, we formed MGF. Oh, nothing's happened. Like it's
Yeah.
it's just been endless nation building, which has been like extremely boring because it's just passively building buildings.
Apparently, they're failing at nation building as well because they're getting constant rebellions and all that.
They're also just not building properly. Like they have like no
However,
university.
to give them the benefit of the doubt, they might just be playing badly and playing boringly, which is why I suggest that Martin might be angry at them. There's always that if you want to try and give them the benefit of the doubt, or give the game the benefit of the doubt that they're just playing it badly.
I can say that they are playing it badly, but not boringly. This is just the game. Wars aren't that exciting. even though they're still better than doing nothing and just sitting there looking at your country.
Wars are just
They're,
not
they're
really.
really
a thing.
shameless with the laughing at just all the things that are just absurd going on, you know. And it's I don't know.
Having
It's
no
honestly,
shame.
yeah. It's just like there's two things I can't understand, and you know, I'm not everyone obviously, but I can't understand. Like Spud was saying, what's exciting about this? Like, where's the entertainment? And if
Yeah.
its number go up, there's a million other experiences that offer that for far cheaper, are far better. You know,
Yeah,
so many other economic
like fucking
stimulations.
like trading crypto. I mean, come on.
Get
I
into
think-
Sheesh Coin.
I think that if they were gonna
Democracy.
make, if they were gonna
C3 is a better political simulator, you know.
Yeah.
Offworld Trading Company is a better economic simulator. I mean, there's just so many. They don't do anything well, you know. There's nothing here where it's like, oh, Victoria 3 has this, you know,
This
and this is their
this
thing.
game is the video game equivalent of a stress ball. That's literally all it is. You're just building buildings and just relaxing, doing nothing of like importance, nothing that's exciting. You're just doing it because you're doing it.
A waste of time.
I would just wish that if they made this kind of game, like economic simulator, they would actually like double down on it and make it like super in depth, like insanely complicated economic system, right? But it's kind of not really, and I would have rather had a Victoria 2.5 in my opinion, because that's what I mostly enjoy. But if they were gonna make an econ simulator and they were gonna like change the series scope to that, they should have done it properly. I think a lot of people are gonna disagree with me here, but I don't think the economy is like good enough to where it like warrant replacing the military system. Like if they made it like super good and like very realistic and not like abstracted and stuff, I think it could have been interesting. I'll still play it probably and you know have some fun with that and stuff, but I just don't see it being like as good as I had hoped when I saw like the first few diff diaries about the economy.
Yeah.
There's a different perspective.
Someone
there.
in the chat earlier mentioned something historical, which was the build up to the release of Hoi 4, and I actually remember that. I remember seeing the devs doing streams of Hoi 4 before it came out and explaining things, and those were really successful and good, I think.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah, they were good. I remember those.
Yeah. Anyone else in the chat remember them? Anyone else in the voice chat remember them?
I wasn't really
No,
around.
I wasn't around playing Paradox games when Hoi 4 came out.
Yeah, no, I was around and I remember those dev clashes and things. I actually used to watch a lot of those dev clashes. I think it's my only tweet on Twitter is asking them in like 2015 when the next dev clash is for Europa.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I used to really love the dev clashes, but you know, like I genuinely used to really like Paradox. I liked their company, I liked the games that they made, and I liked where they were heading and what the people and you know what they represented. But it's, you know, with the DLC policy for the games, you know, and this, you know, it's just I don't understand how anyone can have the position that I once did, you know, like 4 or 5 years ago. You know, I don't understand where, you know, what do you hang on to?
They're kind of just
The
taking
past?
the piss. They're kind of just taking the piss with their new games nowadays. Like, compared to Rome, like the newest game, I'm pretty sure just like completely flopped, and now they're just abandoning it. And now we have
Dumped it,
this.
They
Now we
actually
have this.
They
Like,
fixed it first and abandoned it.
yeah, they
Instead of
made it
focusing
like kind of decent to play, and then they're like, no, we're
Yeah,
not going to.
we had in between that and this, we had CK3, which I feel like the overall reception of CK3 and how I feel about it is just mediocre. It's not that bad, but it's not great.
I think honestly, it's going to be. A lot of people say they're going to abandon it like Imperator. Probably it's just going to be mediocre, just like CK3, as you said. Although I haven't played CK3.
I don't know. It's hard to speculate on how the reception is after people have played it. I don't know.
Yeah.
The way that people are talking about it on the Reddit, they're talking about it like the second coming of Jesus Christ on the Reddit. But I don't know, will they only get disappointed? Or will they actually just love it? Maybe people will like the green number go up and find some enjoyment out of that. It certainly doesn't have the depth to have any interesting stories like my videos, so it won't have me. You know, I'll stick to Vic 2, thanks, probably. But I'll do content on this, but it won't be that interesting. Because it can't be. It can't be. Yeah.
This game's going to have a big drop-off in players, like after like a month. I don't think this game's going to have a lot of consistent players, like because people are just gonna realize like this is it, this is all there is. It's just nation building and like wars suck. There's like no fun in it. It's just click button, promote your generals, and then put them to a front, and bada bing, bada boom, it does its own thing, and you don't even have to worry about it.
If they realize their mistakes after the game launches, I do believe it'll probably be better than Vic 2 overall, like 5 years. Like after
It's
all
gonna
the
take a
updates,
long time.
all the DLC, just like how Hoi 4 started out bad, in my opinion, worse than Hoi 3, but then ended up being better in the end after all the DLC and updates had released. So I think probably after all those updates where they fix some of the issues that people are going to complain about, that I'm complaining about, hopefully, and they fix those issues, and like they make it better, then it'll probably be very good, and it might be better than Vic 2 at that point after all that. But right now, I mean, it's better than Vic 2 in some areas, like the economy and politics, but it kind of drops the ball in other areas like war and diplomacy. So yeah, it's kind of
I
like
think
it's like a side grade. Can you call it a side grade? Like there's some
Expansion,
areas where-
expansion, war, and diplomacy have been like very neglected in Vic 3. Like
commercially, Hearts of Iron 4 is by far the most successful game. I can see this being, having like a big first week, like Pogba was saying.
yeah, it's
and then
gonna have a
dropping
big
off.
peak at the start, and then it's gonna drop off.
But even then, like, because if you think about, the everyman who isn't, that invested in Paradox and doesn't play all the games and all that, just coming into it, it's definitely very niche. I can't imagine it's going to be a tremendous success.
Yeah,
and there's no warfare,
yeah,
which is
because Hoi 4. The thing with Hoi 4, I think, to their success is that it's in World War II, which is like the most popular war probably of all of history. So there's already just a bigger like player base of people who want to play that.
That's one way to describe it.
I mean, you get what I mean.
I know what you mean.
But like the Victorian era is a lot less like thought about when it comes to wars, and it's a lot more like a history man's like era. Like not very many people care about it. Most people only care about the 20th century because it's closer proximity and it's like everything that happened before us, but it's close to us. So
by the way,
Victory
over
will have less people.
1/3 of this game takes place in the 20th century.
I mean, yeah, but like no one plays Victoria to some people do,
That's
but
true.
but you don't play Victoria 2 so you can get to the 20th century and play that. Even though it is fun, it's not to say that it's not fun at all. It's just you think about Vic 2, you think about like 19th century. Oh, I'm gonna form Germany. I'm gonna fight Germany. I'm gonna play Russia. Do this, do that. Like
Victoria 3 is like, you know what? We're gonna really address the sensitive topics of the time in a very tasteful way, and we're gonna handle them. Hearts of Iron 4 is just like, nah, we're just a war game. Nothing to see here. Anyway, that's neither good nor bad.
But you guys get what I'm talking about, because like if you look at their recent releases, Impera to Rome, that's going to go down well with people who like Europa, and it's Rome.
I think they're coming back. They're back. They're back. I think
it's just the trailer again.
Is it just the trailer? Never mind.
Okay, and then you've got Crusader Kings 3, which clearly has a massive appeal. That's easy to see, and then Hearts of Iron. But where is the appeal here, apart from Reddit? Where's the everyman in this that are gonna see this and jump in?
It's very much made as a non-everyman game, I think. I mean, they've tried to like make it inclusive by like, I guess you could say streamlining some things, but it's definitely not something that I think most Paradox players are going to be like, oh my god, this is like just what I've been looking for. There's going to be some, no doubt, but I mean the general Paradox player base really likes like fighting wars and stuff. From my understanding, that's like one of the main features in their games, like grand strategy war. So
I'm planning to do a video that sort of touches on these topics, and I'm thinking, when I see Redditors say things like, you know what, Vic 3 is the game I've always been waiting for, I'm trying to look back to previous times and previous threads to try and find the people who were waiting for this, and I can't find anyone. They've been told by Paradox that this is what they want, and they think it is so far. Whether
it's a control narrative.
Whether it still is what they want after they actually play it for a while, we'll see. I'm not saying it won't be. I'm not predicting anything. But anyway, they're back.
I'm Mike.
I'm Alex.
Well, I wasn't that far off of when they were coming back.
originally as Prussia and now as the North German.
Yeah, they played the trailer right before they came back.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
we
Also,
have had
I'm
a spicy
I'm gonna have
time
to
so
go in
far.
like 20 minutes or something, but I'll
As
let
Prussia,
you
we
know.
managed
All
to
right, that's fine.
consolidate
For a bit,
and
but
take
yeah.
a chunk of northern Germany and form the North German Federation.
By
Still
taking,
got
they mean
Hanover and
just
some other fellas up there, but we'll take
events.
care of that eventually.
I gave them
Mm.
the lines.
We've also been hit by the springtime of peoples. A lot of radicalism happened. We're trying to do some politics. There's, you'll note off in the right there's a little bit of a counter towards revolution from the
Click
landowners.
German
'cause they're
Unification
particularly
journal
upset.
entry.
However,
Oh,
they're also very
German.
marginalized at this point. So, whatever. Outside of Germany, we've also had fun times. Egypt went to war with the Ottomans, beat them once, then went to war and lost. So we have some beautiful borders there.
Looks very good.
It's magical.
Got you, chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russia even has a warm water port in the Persian Gulf now that they took from Persia.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, what's further east?
Nothing.
Alex,
To the west.
To the west.
Yeah, to the
actually,
west,
we do have some
exactly,
fun
yeah.
too. Canada,
Yeah, it's not
beautiful
embarrassing
borders
at
there
all
as
what
well.
happened. in,
Canada has had
Canada.
some
Not at all.
consolidation. New Brunswick has managed to
Yeah.
confederate with Lower Canada, so there is New
Huh?
Brunswick,
And-
Quebec, which is
New
west.
Brunswick.
Um,
that
Isn't
makes
that
sense,
state?
yeah.
Still
It's a state, right, in
yeah,
Canada?
well,
Central
It
America.
is, yeah.
It's
It's
New
part of the
Brunswick is
Maritimes.
one province, and it
Central
owns
America.
Quebec,
It's close to
like
what we know in North.
the Maritimes.
Um,
Like
South
What?
America is
The Canadian coming in here to tell them how
good.
they suck
the
at geography.
Peruvian Bolivian Confederation
That makes
seems
no
to have
sense.
persevered. And
It
we have
doesn't.
Piratini, strongest of all nations, and not much of a conquest of the desert going on in Argentina just yet, but give it time.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. That'll be very interesting.
Liberia tried to become independent. That didn't work out too well.
the USA
Starts off as a
colonized
puppet
in,
of the
wow.
United States.
Stuff there.
France is in there
Tried
too.
to not be a puppet, and that went.
Yeah.
where?
I have to look at Asia.
In
Dakar.
Africa, yes.
Oh, I see. I see.
Britain took Benin.
Beautiful.
So something.
Or
happened.
Dahomey.
The Great Leap Forward.
Yes. So we have Qing China, and the first thing that happened was the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom appeared in Western China.
They're not even at war with them.
It is a Protestant Han Chinese kingdom. It's doing smashingly
East
compared
Turkmenistan.
to the remnants of the Qing dynasty, which are busy with their own little revolution going
Dude,
on.
what I don't
The
understand
Heavenly
See Japan
Caliphate.
over there
that like
has
the
been
Heavenly
partially
Kingdom
eaten
didn't
by
fight the
Russia
Queen.
most,
They just like
Yeah, they
That's
did.
the
They just
easy
popped out and
ways.
stayed there. It's
Yeah,
so strange.
kind of
Like, it
odd.
doesn't make any
Further
sense.
to
The
the
Uyghurs.
south, actually, I wanted to point out Australia real quick as well.
you think they would fight.
Australia
I guess it'll
is
work.
Oh, that makes sense.
federalizing. New South Wales has consumed the rest
Oh,
of the
my
Australian
God.
colonies except for South Australia.
That's the Australians'
And then
turn
once
to
they have,
be
they will be able to
disgusted.
achieve their true destiny and form Australia.
Did I say
also in
United
China,
Tribes?
Britain
The
didn't
tribes
get
were not
Hong
united
Kong,
at
but
this
it
time when I
got,
was young.
which one is that?
Simplification,
Guangzhou?
probably.
I don't know.
I guess it's Guangzhou instead
I don't know.
of Hong Kong.
My grasp of the
Maybe
various,
that's how it's actually
Mandarin
in Chinese.
organizations is kind of.
I think it's
Probably not.
Chuangzhou. I think it's
Uh,
Chuangzhou.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so beautiful times there all around. This is the most
It's
aesthetically pleasing map.
Looking great.
Yes.
Good thing we're in Europe. So
doesn't
So,
really matter where they
here
are
on
in this
out,
world though,
we
because all you're
have-
doing is the same.
Let's look at the government real quick.
mhm.
We
Yeah.
have ourselves
Honestly,
a
that's not
constitutional
really-
monarchy now because we've.
I mean,
en-
the main
enacted,
difference is in the
census
tech
suffrage.
actually, like which
Everybody
tech
can
level
vote
you
in
start
the
at.
North
That's like the
German
main
Federation.
difference.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it's not
We
like
have
a huge
party,
one.
the Free-Minded
Doesn't-
People's Party, that won.
I'm also really
71%
surprised how
of the
high
vote
legitimacy they
last
can
Yeah,
have
it's
by
a
including like
very weird
everybody in government.
coalition
Like normally that
between,
would just penalize you.
trade
Shit.
unions, industrialists,
normally-
intelligentsia.
What if that
folk
party
music,
doesn't want to be in
plus-
government with that?
This is a very stable
Anyway, go on,
coalition that will
Piechucker.
never implode.
I was gonna say New Zealand should have been fully
but apparently
colonized
they
like
don't
12
like
years ago.
monarchy
Um,
enough that
It's
they
really
want
strange.
to
It's really
work
strange.
together.
What's going on?
They
All
don't like
over the
monarchy.
map.
How can you tell? Perhaps it's the guillotine that they use as their
Yeah.
emblem.
They want to.
To be fair, New Zealand is kind of used to colonize the air. Might have just not done it
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. And
I
last,
guess you don't really get much from
before
that
the break,
land.
we were
Yeah.
wondering, should we try to abolish the monarchy already?
But why?
Please
they
just
gotta
declare
come out-
war,
The big
man.
issue here
They're
is
gonna become a wholesome the parliamentary
How much
republic
of
Yeah,
already.
people want a monarchy.
So we
There's no
have the
obvious
armed
benefit
forces
from
are
it.
still
Why are they
royalists.
doing
They
it? Yeah, just
really like the
explain that,
monarchy.
chat. Do they?
Which the
They probably
It's
did
just
explain.
that
I don't know.
modernist
Something
ideals being
upsettingly
inputted on the
strong.
game.
No,
Can't
I
believe
mean,
it.
Yeah, we could be.
That's
in for a
not
bad
it,
time.
because the
So
people
what
in
I
their
would
pops
ask
want a
is,
monarchy. It said that
what
with the
can we do
parties,
to
at
make
least.
the
I don't
armed
know.
forces
No,
happy?
I meant from the players.
Well, people can
so
do
that
that. That's
we're
what the
not
game is
as
about. People
upset
can put any
when we do
ideology in that
finally
they want
try to
and go
abolish the
for it.
king.
You can take a look. We can look at.
I wonder how
what
they
is
what
actually
government
colonial
type they would
exploitation.
represent
Uh,
like
Perhaps we
fascism
could
or
distract
like
from issues in health by doing some
totalitarian like
colonization.
I think
governments.
it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
dictatorship,
Just
but with
dictatorship?
Never
with the
happened in real life.
ethno-nationalism,
But
like
just-
law.
I think they
Yeah,
might
but it
have
doesn't
talked about
show
that.
the government
I think they
principles
might have
doesn't
talked about
show
that in the Reddit
Oh
AMA.
yeah, no, that would go.
Like, look, it
-20.
doesn't
Yeah, I mean,
show
so,
dictatorship unless
could-
it's not meant to
yeah,
show it
could
right
help.
now,
We can
and
start
you
with
only
that.
see it later.
Colonial exploitation.
Yeah, I think
and,
the
then
governments like
we
just
have
swap
that done.
depending on your reforms, like in
Over
Vic
to
2, I'm
the next
pretty
one.
sure.
Probably need some more bureaucracy.
We need to change our colonial policy to all our no colonies we
I
have.
think I had some. Yeah, I had some
Prioritize
here.
that.
They really need those colonies.
It's queued up to happen like 3 years from now. Good lord.
They're gonna do a naval invasion in the south, in like Southeast Asia. That's gonna be their war,
Yeah, let's just.
their
They're building
wholesome
it.
Cambodian invasion.
So yeah, and speed 3 is for cowards.
They're building
Right about
government-
that.
And speed 5.
Yes, P3's for
And if
crowds.
you miss something,
No,
Right
just
about
the-
that. So true, brother.
that's a skill issue.
Yeah.
Also, is it accurate
Saw
to
some
call the
people comments
UK
about
Great Britain
location
instead of
the
the
Heavenly
United Kingdom?
That's intentional.
No.
No,
Actually, have it set up
Great
so
Britain
that
is the name of the island.
wherever there's a bit of unrest.
It's,
I'm
with-
pretty
this is
sure
after the
it's-
Act of Union,
it's
so
not
it'd be
going
the
to appear in
United
the same
Kingdom.
It's the United
place
Kingdom of
if
Great
it
Britain and
disappear.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be accurate. It wouldn't be
However, it is just, generally there just might be a shorthand way some people just
we
call
did
it the country.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
the
But it's not
spring
like an official name, which it probably should be.
We're liberals, yay!
I mean, it
That's
should be
not
on the
what
map, an
I-
official name. instead
Where
of
I
just-
expected this
Yeah.
this playthrough to
I
go.
suppose
when
the
I
official
started
names
with
can be
It's just
quite
another
long.
name for the United Kingdom, but if we're being like
Oh, that's
some
probably
like
part of it. We
anal about
did all
things,
that
it's
autocratic stuff, and
United
that
Kingdom.
enabled a bunch of radicals.
Be like calling
who
the
now can
Netherlands
use the
Holland.
apparatus of state
Yes.
to
Yeah, it's
suppress
like
their
that. It's like
enemies.
that.
It excludes the Irish, is what it does.
Oh my god, I don't
Beautiful.
Wow.
So we have this event here. Who's Jürgen? Is
So
it
they
an
can-
industrialist?
When they opened the German
Friedrich is a
unification thing,
trade
it said that they needed
unionist,
17.
and Karl Heinrich
of the
is-
states.
No.
So
No,
I don't know
that's
how they're gonna get
useful.
Bavaria. Can you
Because
annex
if we let the
Bavaria?
young
Fuck, like
players
remember that
reform,
valley
I don't
event?
think you
then
could.
less likely
The
to
south,
involve
the
in
South German
revolution.
ones you couldn't annex with the nationalism event. It's
Yeah,
only the
but,
North ones.
So we probably need to fight.
Actually
Whoa.
make them care
Bavaria.
more.
Actually, no. I think that's the war with Austria.
Yeah,
If you the war with
Oh, yeah, but
Austria
that's-
allows you
they
to
have
then
their opinions.
form Germany and like annex all of the like South Germans. That's the war I was talking about earlier.
It changes.
I see. Okay.
But when I played it, like every time I did it.
Thank you, Hoystein. Well, maybe you can larp that away in Victory if you get it. Thanks for the $5. I don't know anything about the late game politics. They haven't shown it in the streams, so I don't know anything.
Further
What are the
mitigate.
others?
Yeah,
Like,
if they got to the late game, they could show
Jürgen
some of the late game
Kluges,
political
mm,
factions,
more
but they're never
popularity,
getting to the
that's
late
good,
game.
actually.
Are
But
they?
also,
Bring more
also,
people
I
to the
think
industrialists,
it
and I guess
considers
they
that,
share a
like the
little bit
states
more
also
with
like your like the
others. Which
the
could be
countries
good.
that are just in your customs union, if I remember, for like the
and
the cultural union
Friedrich
tag,
Merkel,
it worked like that.
I mean,
It's
trade
like
unions
it's like
right here.
is owned or
Yeah,
sphered,
right.
like it's
Uh,
it's like the same thing.
Right.
I don't know,
I
I
see. Interesting.
But I
Yeah,
might be
it's
mistaken
pretty
though.
much
I'm
in,
not 100% sure on that.
and stuff.
While we're mulling this, we should zoom in.
I
for
gotta
a
say, because I only played Germany once.
Oh, and they're taking 3
got
minutes
it.
for an event.
Oh look,
that
it's
doesn't
Anno
matter.
1800.
Oh,
It's
look,
Anno
all the,
1800.
all the,
Trains, bro.
Yeah.
The buildings and
logging up
cities.
there.
They're playing Sim City.
Colonial exploitation. Very liberal of us, like
I wonder if they can, because I'm pretty sure it says 17. So I
have
wonder, could you form
universal
Germany without
suffrage,
South Germany if you just got
secret
everything in the
police,
north? In the north.
dedicated police
I don't think there's
force,
17. I don't think there's 17 in the north.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
You might need.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's what I'm intending to do with my stream on the day it comes out. Mr. Pogon, thank you for the 50 Turkish lira, right? Thank you.
They're dumb.
They did marginalize the landowners though.
So
A character
yeah,
appears
okay,
in the
sure.
North German Federation.
Uh-huh.
Like it's like a CK2 like events where you just get characters.
Less peasants.
How can we tell how
A
many peasants
character
we have right
appears
now?
in your court.
What about
Yeah,
our,
and it's like oh he's 20 martial.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So we have 50% peasants. That's less than before. We have a bunch more laborers now, but it will still.
I've heard
be like
that there is an option. You see that there is a button that you actually saw on those charts. You can change them to actual pie charts instead of those weird box
Yeah,
things.
the square charts.
However, they haven't
The
shown them
golden
on stream.
ratios.
They haven't shown the pie charts on stream yet for some reason.
I'm fine with that.
Colony
I'm
growth
fine with
speed
the
of
core
our
growth speed.
no fucking
Oh,
colonies.
what's the other one? We could get more movement support though.
Yeah, someone in the chat says that the
that's
Great
for the
War
other-
is not modelled,
Yeah,
and the dev hinted, or I think this was in a different
Uh-huh.
interview or something. The dev hinted that they might add Great War mechanics later, which is
Yeah.
about DLC.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I remember that. It was a while ago where they said there isn't really any
Oh,
Great War
new
mechanics right
victims.
now.
Right, we have
They're
Macaw.
quite added later.
haven't they had this
For those
like
who missed
event
it, we
chain
have
for like
Murder
10 years now?
Lose,
How's this
we
guy
put
still active?
the
It's been
police
10 years.
on the case. Tried
Fuck,
to
he would've-
happen, but
I would have died by disease.
Died
or
or like
weight.
stopped by now, but I guess he's really persistent, huh?
more radicals. That's just what we needed.
You're my lawyer, so I'm gonna confess all this to you.
There's a bunch of stuff cute. So that
Maybe he handed off everything to an heir.
that was Austria.
Oh my god. So East India Company removed an interest from France.
Moment here.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I just saw it like the
Holy
bottom
shit.
right.
Is it?
It's all
It's-
kicking off.
It's gonna happen finally.
Actually, are we? Yeah, we're,
Apparently had interest before, which is
oh.
odd.
there's
No.
another.
Harman the German is the name of the serial
Alvin
killer.
Bowie.
Nah, we got Abraham Lincoln to show up early
So
before.
that's
the break.
oh, so now they're actually like.
I will not stop the killings until Germany is formed.
South
I
Carolina.
demand
Look,
Germany
South,
formed.
South Carolina
Apparently
Treaty
not in
Port.
office anymore.
Mexico is
Sad,
two
very
base.
sad.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh,
South
boy.
Carolina
Oh.
Treaty Port.
Nice job
Oh,
here.
No context
Here we go again.
specifically about
What is
Abraham
happening in
Lincoln.
India?
Yes, he has a massive revolt.
The Sepoy Rebellion. It's
Civil
Hey,
War.
maybe it is a Sepoy Rebellion. That would be interesting,
About
actually.
Similar stuff.
That would be
I
interesting.
think
Yeah. Is
we
that is
can
it time
agree
for it? It's
that
1850,
colonial exploitation is
right? So
not
that's around the
morally
time that it
correct.
happened. That's,
Yep.
It is around.
1957.
looks like they're
Uh,
losing
yeah,
pretty bad though.
1857.
If only the devs would show it.
In Twitch.
Yeah.
Nah, they're gonna just look at it and be like,
At least have it on in the background while they do this meandering. I mean, there you go.
Oh,
So countries
things
can
are up.
change color depending
Oh
on what's
my-
happening. And as long
and
as
then they
Japan
just
is the
they
show-
Back
go
to-
back to looking
dark green
at
color,
the
color
big
Tokugawa
beautiful
is
shit
for-
stain on the
Back
on
to
the map
But
of
if
Europe.
you
Back to
modify
meandering
those,
over
you
Europe
have,
where nothing's happening.
Restoration happen. Japan becomes red. No, pink.
Now we need these steel frame buildings. Screw war.
So, I mean, there are Sepoy event and related things in the game. There are things. And if it happens a little bit early, that's no big deal. Alt history and all that. Nothing wrong with that. It's better than the Heavenly Kingdom happening
People are asking
and then
about
some
the project.
random Chinese war.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but there was a revolt inside the Heavenly Kingdom. Like there were two factions in the Heavenly Kingdom.
Wait, really? I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
there was like a Heavenly Kingdom peasant revolt for like a moment. You saw it.
Thank you, Sedan, for the 20 Danish kroner. Hey, it's not sad. We're having fun. Hey, everyone, listen, chat. Cheer up. Not only do we still have Victoria 2, but there's actually other competitors in various games we can look at instead. There's so much. There's hope for the future, guys. Don't worry. I'll always be here for you, chat. I'm not going anywhere. You'll still have me in my videos and looking at different games and continuing Vic 2 content.
Even in the
Protected speeds.
And I'm going to put out a GeoGuessr video like this week. That's something. And trust me, it's hilarious.
But we have those, which mean we get to suppress everything.
I see.
Thanks, Yonkers. You built a
So
system
they're
of
trying
laws
to,
which
I don't know why they're
managed to,
trying to do
like,
colonial
destroy
policy when
yourselves.
that's like the fucking shittiest.
Perfect.
Well, that's not shittiest, but like they don't have any colonies. It doesn't seem like they're trying to get any colonies, really.
Let's go for more home
Dude, you
affairs.
could literally take a nap and play this game.
Less political movement radicals.
Look,
is
I'm-
so useful.
The devs, maybe they're having fun though, to be fair to them. Look, maybe they're having fun playing it. And we're missing it because we're not in it. We don't know how fun it is to
Gives
play.
you
It only
a
looks
lot
boring.
of-
I know
It's
how
actually
fun it is to
thrilling.
play. It's fun to play for 2 seconds.
No, you're just playing the league. They've added a
Yeah,
lot of
'cause
content.
Political movement demands.
That's pretty similar to the league. Just looking at like the gameplay loops and everything, it's like not much has changed.
Industrialist.
They did add a new thing though, like taxation capacity.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's new. That's not.
More victims.
That's
This
not,
fucking Victoria 2 player ripping
Oh.
his way through Vic 3 Brandenburg.
More
Yeah.
resources. You have to catch.
Oh my
Uh,
god, this fucking serial killer is just.
it's a Jaeger.
Oh. Oh no.
The king did a bad speech.
Why did they remove naval
Uh,
encirclements from the
there's
game?
the king as part of the armed forces. No, he
Nice.
must take the
Yes.
blame for the setback. This is not acceptable.
Wait, armed forces?
You
What's
can't
that?
just have bad speeches.
That's the Conservative Party.
Oh look, there's a. Is that a
Oh,
fucking
God,
civil
never
war?
mind.
It's a civil
Struggling-
war in Wittenberg.
struggling
Yeah,
with
there
the
is.
Russian
Oh, yeah.
invasion.
Why is it over Bavaria
We've
though?
sort of
Baden.
been
It's
able
'cause,
to keep
it's
it
a strategic region, right?
on the
Technically,
rest, but-
strategic
Oh,
region.
Oh,
Wait, what's this?
yeah.
Annex Baden? Oh.
Bavaria.
Base?
Oh. Oh, they can form an alliance.
They declared neutrality as fast as possible.
Did they?
Yeah, they.
Yeah, we just declared neutrality.
Oh my god, they won't even get involved in their own like.
Let's listen to what they're saying for a little bit.
And Hanover.
What are they saying about this?
Hmm. They don't like us.
What about the trade agreement?
Let's see, open diplomacy interactions. Yeah, no.
Make it to a protectorate.
They really don't like us. That's the issue. Like
They're back to
cautious
Hanover.
against us.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's
Sometimes the German miners will just set their attitude to be like cautious, and then you can never invite them to anything. Like
Yeah,
they'll
I
never
care about
accept
that.
any diplomacy with you,
Bavaria's cool.
and then you have to manually annex them, which is like
We're using
really annoying.
Opium.
really?
I mean, I guess I'll have to go to war, so more content for us.
Yeah,
Where could we
hopefully.
get some more opium? That's a question.
Finally
Nothing.
play the Hell March?
Before they just don't form Germany because we didn't want to go to war.
Denmark's in the Russian market.
They're actually just like scared of using like any
Guess
war
that's part of the
feature.
issue.
This is
Denmark's
really
been in the
pathetic.
market for a long time. That's why they didn't
They-
attack Denmark, because they're worried
Oh,
about
there's the-
Russia winning.
Yeah, there's the
Maybe they
peasant
should
revolt, by
build
the
some
way.
military factories and get more units. I don't know, man.
They're gonna build. They're doing a civ build into mill build.
I mean, they have like no construction capacity though, so it's like really slow.
Oh.
They're still doing like the same
There's-
construction they queued up like 20 years
Rich
ago.
people are just
Yeah.
doing opium for the sake of it. Oh, okay.
Maybe not 20.
Like, if they want to do like a rapid
Trains.
industrialization,
yes.
it's just get a shit ton of construction, right? And then
And
just,
then you
Zero
spam
out of
railways
20
every-
construction
and then
centre
you-
in East Prussia sector.
Yeah.
Zero out
Yeah,
of
you
20.
just spam and then you spam railways everywhere so that you have enough like infrastructure for like all your buildings, and then after that you just spam
Revolutionary
everything.
Denmark.
Oh,
Having a moment.
Denmark's
Revolutionary
fighting. It's
Denmark.
war.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no.
on Russia. Oh,
Oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah.
It's still-
Russian
God.
Revolution of
Yes,
1854.
different
What's a
Communist
Russian
revolution.
revolution? I bet you it's a monarchy still. Lame. Constantine.
what are they even fighting
Vladimirovich.
over? They're both fucking like monarchies. Like,
An emperor versus a Tsar?
Shoot,
When Tsar means
yeah.
emperor?
Enough branches.
Wait, what?
Wait a second.
That's like a. That's a
Wait,
nice
so
Russian
if
map.
Denmark is
It's
preoccupied with a
the
revolution.
Baltics,
It's the-
Poland,
it's
and then
Russia's
Hungary.
busy with a revolution.
It's the
Denmark's only
Romabu
friend is
Tsar
Russia.
versus the anti-Romabu Emperor.
Huh?
It's the-
This
the
guy
return-
just-
they're good.
This guy just hinted at going after
Help,
Denmark while this is happening. Look, they're doing it.
for Russia.
They're gonna return to the Slavic faith.
What's our army strength versus Austria?
They could fucking do Brest-Litovsk with this Russia.
50.
I want to say that we should empower the army.
Then we would finally see Ukraine.
Yeah.
We could see if the name of the city
weaken
changes.
the armed forces.
This
Yeah,
actually
so
just
this
looks
isn't
like
going
like-
anywhere anytime soon.
like scuffed
Unfortunate.
like
Uh,
Soviet
perhaps we
Union,
should just
like
use
that
it.
revolutionary Russia.
Brandenburg, Luxembourg.
Yeah, they have all
Uh,
like the
Hmm.
like the core territory or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
Let's,
because they don't have any, they have like the
next
the
election. is
East
the
Poland
armed
stuff.
years.
Armed forces got
Yeah.
weaker, didn't they?
I mean, they could take Poland,
Eh,
perhaps.
eh,
Right?
barely.
I mean, if they win,
So
they
They
just become
got,
Russia.
less,
True.
However, there's something,
contraction.
some politics
Um,
happening.
but
that we need to look at.
takes a
Sorry.
little bit to kick in. So
Wait, are they looking at armed forces now? Wow, they are.
Contraction.
Yeah.
No, it's the
Holy
interest
heck.
group. They're only looking at it insofar as it's
What's
political.
the heir? Who is the heir? Of
It's a very
German
secular,
Federation right now?
anti-military
It's,
playthrough.
Also armed
Friedrich
forces.
Wilhelm from
Oh wait, your leaders are in the armed forces?
Yeah,
Wait,
because-
isn't that telling you something
That's
about
the same.
Prussia?
What an ego.
Hmm? Maybe you should actually do some warfare. Well, maybe
Do something.
Yeah, let's go.
the Emperor is member of the armed forces, and they don't fight any wars. Makes sense. Makes sense.
I'm not about to get into Russia's war.
Yeah. Make,
course,
make
declare
sure you declare
neutrality.
What we
neutrality.
should do?
It's important.
What should we do?
Zoom in and look at the trains.
Oh yeah, that's good.
They're looking at the trains.
Oh, that's a little-
Giant
Oh
red
my God,
fists
the-
over
the-
the cities.
Yeah.
That's the like
The horses, dude.
Cars. Where's the trains?
They're-
The horse wagons.
Oh, nice.
Look at Brunswick's flag, Slava
Here's the
Brunswick.
So like the fist icon means turmoil, which means people are mad.
Logging train.
Yeah, it's
Basically,
radicals.
Oh, look at the tree.
Oh, they're
I mean,
panning
look,
the
the
camera.
3D
Oh.
the 3D modelers put a lot of effort into this. They might as well show it, despite the fact that
Yeah.
players are going to spend 99.999% of the time zoomed out.
Yeah, they will never see it.
South German discrimination.
Wait, what?
Schleswig-Holstein attacked by groups of Polish.
Okay, let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Polish people are attacking South German businesses in North Germany.
In Schleswig-Holstein.
Oh, London.
Makes a
That
lot of
makes
sense.
sense.
That looks big.
The sprawling cities of
Yeah, you got
London.
that Willem Dafoe thing looking up in fear as the giant red fist hovers over the city.
Oh, unfortunate.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Igbo.
They conquered it. Which
Oh
is
wait, do
big
they still have that
because,
thing where you can't search
pro
for
Stratford
corners
people out
provinces?
there.
Because you can't in Vic
Igbo
2, you
down
can
there
search.
in
Oh.
the Yoruba States
Yeah,
region
still
of
have
southern
that
Nigeria.
one.
Oh goodness.
It's a really rich area.
Oh
in
my
terms of
lord,
resources.
these guys are just...
Yeah, I know.
This is insane. Like,
Russia has 300 infantry.
330!
Russia.
Wow.
Alright,
Wait, what
yeah.
the
Wow.
hell is revolutionary Russia?
That
doing
is
for
quite
all that
incredible.
infamy?
I think it's because
I think
Annex
it's,
Russia is like
with,
it's like
bug
all
war.
those states, so it's
Revolutionary
like
Oh,
infamy
that's
for
killer.
yeah,
Wow.
and they're
Yeah.
like so they
Yeah, for the-
didn't think of just making like the revolutionary stuff have like no infamy cost for the annex.
People that
So instead they just spent 330 infamy.
Yeah,
on
I don't know if it
annexing.
works like that in the league even. Maybe
I
they-
don't remember the leak. I don't even remember looking at the ledger in
Money.
the leak,
So we
like
could
at all.
actually
So
use some more money in the reserves.
Interesting.
I remember just checking manually every country for
Revolution
their
conference.
infamy.
Yeah.
I had to do it like that. At least I never bothered
Doesn't work
looking for other ways.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Are they doing
Most
anything to
vital
Denmark
state.
here?
In the
Oh,
Nah, they're just gonna
No,
declare
no, no,
neutrality.
wait,
It's like they're literally fighting a
France with
civil
France.
war, but they're not for some
Oh,
reason.
I mean,
just
we
kill
are-
France.
oh,
Oh
Jesus.
my
Defensive
God.
pact with France.
Oh my.
friends.
Oh,
Oh,
Ah!
German alliance, boys. Let's
I mean, I guess
go.
that could actually help if we get a revolution to
They're-
called in. So
can't
that's
they
actually-
just
Also,
fight-
low-key have beef
fight
with Russia
anyone?
and Austria,
Regime
so it's probably
change.
good to be friends with someone nearby.
okay.
The good word of the revolution. Oh, Belgium. Oh, not wrong.
You are Prussia. You don't need to be
It's almost
allied
like
against
Belgium.
Austria with someone.
Yeah.
You're
They
fine. You
must-
can take
wait,
them.
Wait,
Oh.
wait, they must have
Yeah, okay,
instructions
they're
not to go to
starting
war.
to-
They must.
Frankly.
There's no way, man.
Yeah,
I-
you,
And
maybe.
I got a
must have
unfortunately. I might be
Because they're
back.
avoiding it
I
like
don't
the
know.
plague.
Or
See you
But,
later,
um,
zombie. Thank you for your
see you later.
contributions.
Have a
See
good
you
one.
soon. Bye.
Died immediately.
Bye.
Yeah. Well,
Take care, bud.
Rip him
We lost our Dane. We lost our Dane.
Oh.
So
we have.
he's been called up to
Maybe
war.
this time
Russians are
maybe this
invading.
time they'll join.
F
Yeah.
in chat for Krakow.
He's been called to war.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
But
No.
there's no way he's not joining against Austria. They're actually just.
Armed forces are stronger.
This is really embarrassing
That's
gameplay.
kinda
Like,
baloney.
Yeah.
Krakow is at
Still
war.
looks to be
That's true.
paralyzed
Well, it's
in
part of
revolution
Austria.
with
I don't know.
Drummond, just being
yeah, but why would they
revolutionary
not
sitting there,
support
I guess.
Krakow? Just like they need to fight Austria, anyways.
If Dinostein wants to join the stream, I would let him. Yes.
Oh,
The
Yeah.
violence. Oh, the pogroms.
I might
Pogroms
not
in
have
Germany,
talking
huh?
pounds.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. I just oosed. I'm oosing. Hold on.
Yeah, no.
There is
We're
some.
back. I oosed.
There's crystal knock that
Oh,
just
you
happened
there?
on stream.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
what?
So the-
Did we
there
miss-
was a violence against Ashkenazi people event.
Oh god.
They just clicked on it. And
Wait,
didn't say
wait,
a
wait.
word.
What was that little?
The what?
My audio's fucked because I Oops, I'm going to
yeah, Russia
refresh.
should get more Good. Okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah, weaken the Junkers. Weaken the Junkers.
they literally just clicked the event and didn't say a word about it.
How's it looking?
How are we doing
Still
with
looks
That is
alright.
pretty funny.
Because the Junkers are no longer marginalized. It's a church now.
what's our
Oh, armed forces are way
yeah,
weaker.
what's our
let's
chance?
Go.
What's our
Let's go.
chances?
Let's go.
Wow, now they're becoming a
Doing it.
republic. Okay, so what?
It's Republic time.
Yes.
But why?
How about
For what?
wartime?
Oh,
Britain?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
revolutionary Britain! Nah, this is
Beautiful.
Wait,
this
I
is
think the
comically.
capital's
This
up
is a
to-
comedy of errors. This is.
Anarchism.
Yes. But yeah.
Birmingham.
Look, the flag is different.
Mm.
Oh no, that's just
Yeah, it's
'cause
a
the
revolutionary
control
state.
island.
That's like the same flag for everything.
It's a flag but torn in half.
Yeah, it's.
We can go for something here.
Oh my lord.
From
Okay,
anarchism to
revolution.
concrete.
They have 78.
Concrete affairs.
Let's see how much.
This
we need.
redditor soy face saying, "Oh my god, this is so
Fine.
epic!
It's fine.
Oh my god, there's a
We'll just use the
revolution!"
army to- oh wait.
The red parts will.
Oh, the Russian
succeed
one is over.
If this goes to revolution, which will not be fun.
Perhaps if
There's
we
a
have
lot of
army
revolutions
Please,
going
please
on.
have a
country
revolution.
nearby.
I
Oh, wait,
beg
we
you.
do.
That does
Yeah,
mean
we
an
do.
instant war if there is a revolution. That's a
I
good
hope
point.
they. I hope the paradox devs
Um,
lose.
Yeah, we
I'm
have
I'm
Bavaria,
hate
we
watching
have
right now.
France.
You get a war when you get a revolution, which means that if you fail at the game,
Sweden
you have to fight a
and
war. They
Oh,
consider it a
really?
failure to fight a revolution war.
Yeah, they can help. I mean, they have some troops. Like
It's just a continuation of diplomacy.
everything counts.
So they've got a defensive pact now with Sweden.
This will
Oh,
help them
they-
against
they-
Denmark.
Or if,
This will help them against the revolution.
how the king feels about.
I mean, the Prussian army can't beat anything on its own. They need France and Sweden.
Yeah, inefficient
yeah.
agriculture.
They do.
Oh, that's right.
They probably won't even mobilize. They'll just let like the
Hmm.
their like standing units and like
Initially
their
not
allies
like
do the
this,
work.
or get more upper strata radicals. But also
66%
integration
to revolution. It's
I
happening.
think we can.
Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna cap out at 79.
That.
You see the preserved monarchy right underneath the enacting parliament's republic.
Oh,
The radicalism and the number
Power
is the like the
doesn't
cap.
hate us anymore.
Oh, now it's at
Let's
81.
get a trade agreement going here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Step. We could do a defensive pact
Yeah,
as well.
every
Oh, yeah.
like the number after
Uh,
the like the
hopefully
level
this
just
might-
says the cap.
Not quite yet.
Once we get Hanover to customs.
Thank you, Hoystein, for the $5. Appreciate it. How will all this affect the price of tools, do you
Change
think?
it
Any comments?
This will
Just in time
affect
to
the
annex
price of
Hanover.
travel.
and then
Delicious.
regime change, Austria.
It's like
Spread the revolution.
no, I can't say that's too many.
I am enjoying seeing Britain.
Is there a
just
crossing
suffer.
between Scotland and Ireland, or do they have to naval invade like in Void 4?
Wait, this is the remastered version of the music. This is different.
Radicalism. Alright.
Yeah,
It sounded more like it was
Or
done by a
Brandenburg,
synthesizer.
Rhineland. States in turmoil. That's fine. That's less than before.
Well, it is cheaper
Hmm.
than hiring a whole orchestra to
Chances of
record stuff.
enacting,
Oh.
Republic actually went up.
Oh.
It looks like.
Poland wants to secede.
No, that sounds fine.
Don't let them.
Organized crime.
Organized
Brandenburg.
crime.
Expenses or authority. I'm fine with taking the authority hits. 'cause, yeah.
Switzerland seems to have.
At 89 now.
Oh,
I
no,
should have
there was
got the
actually
bloke
an
from
that happened around this time.
the Egypt stream, because he was, you know,
Yeah.
he knew what he was up to, and he was fighting wars and carrying on. Was this guy also was talking
90%.
so quiet?
Catholic League
Yeah,
You're
this,
right.
or Catholic-driven split.
This guy's like
I think
super
between
camera
families.
shy.
Somebody in chat.
I'm sure he's a
Thunderbolt,
great
thank
bloke,
you.
and you know,
Several
bless him.
people
But
have commented.
not really explaining what he's up
This
to
isn't
either.
Quite that, but it's something.
Please don't
Well-
please don't pass it. Please stay.
They
Please
might
stay
be.
a monarchy and then like have a revolution.
They might be explaining it. We're just not listening.
Yeah.
Josef Kalunder. Yeah.
There's
So
just
there's a lot of stuff going on here. Hanover.
Wait, what's that?
Britain doesn't have a
The
revolution.
Swiss
I assume
peasant
everything's
revolt.
fine. Is Victoria still in Britain?
Nope. Rip.
Oh, nice.
Rip.
An
Victoria.
emperor.
A trade union aligned
Emperor of
We are now
Britain.
playing William 3.
Villy 3.
Yeah.
William
There you go.
Bridges.
This is about to get to checkpoint. Let's see if we get a
Well, I guess
republic.
they now need to rename the game
Yes!
to William 3.
There you go. They just became
Oh,
a
These
republic.
guys will get
Oh my
Wow.
god,
a
and
bunch
they
of
have the
things. A bunch
tricolor.
of power.
Good.
Oh,
Because we're a
Oh
republic
my
now.
Yeah.
god.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
And they're still going to have a revolution,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Schwarz, Rot, Gold.
So they didn't even add any new music. No, they do have a whole new soundtrack. They just have the Victoria 2 soundtrack remastered as the pre-order bonus.
Mhm.
So that kind of... Just go into your Victoria 2 folder and take the music, and you've got their pre-order bonus.
Mhm,
What do we got
mhm.
going on here?
Did they
Yeah.
join a diplomatic play?
Yep.
Holy shit, they
Just
finally
say,
did
Yeah,
something.
sure.
I guess I'll put them there.
I like how it's just
So
a
for a
Germany flag
parliamentary
for
republic, who rules the
like
country?
Republican or like Republic
Chancellor Gustav
NGF.
von Wettin.
And Paradox would like to announce
have
a special
revolution.
special guest developer to edit our Ashkenazi-related events, Kanye West.
Whatever. Austria. Yes.
Yes.
Austria's gonna get a revolution next.
He made the Ashkenazi
What else do
education
we have to do
event.
to complete Springtime?
What just happened though? Is there a war? What was that?
Yeah, I think there is, and they're not doing anything. They do not care. They're just
And
letting
not
the
have a
AI
revolution.
fight it out.
Yeah. Okay. So
They're fighting in a
involved.
Hanover civil war, and they're fighting it,
And
and they're not
They're
raising
fighting
even.
on the side of the revolutionary.
They're not even raising any units to do this.
They're just looking at their country still.
They zoomed out even further to get away from the war.
Yeah, I mean.
This is the war. This is the first war they've been in the whole
physically
game.
repulsed.
Oh, war! Oh,
Mhm.
I can't believe the devastation that war brings upon our countries.
This
This is costly. You
this
consider
is all
losing
history.
money.
Happened.
It's costly to me. It's costly to me,
This is
man.
all historical.
It's
Chile.
costly to my mental health.
Ah,
Yeah,
beautiful
exactly.
Chile, Patagonia.
For once in my life,
Patagonian
I am
Chile?
desperately asking for
Okay.
my country to
There
be
you go.
invaded. How
That's
can you
done.
make playing as Prussia boring?
Careful what you wish for, Crimson Crash. You never know. But thank you for the 50 Danish kroner. Appreciate it.
Bavaria.
Let's go. Mhm.
Well, the civil war in Hanover is over.
Yeah, spread it.
And they
Russia.
lost, I think,
That's also a bit of a spam. Yeah.
because they literally didn't do anything. They just
Mm.
looked at it.
Oh my god. Look at that. Look at the revolution percentage. That's just like one of those EU4 style things that you have to go down with modifiers. You know, rising crisis happening,
Authority for this, dude.
percentages
The-
rising, makes you anxious. You have to get
It
it
goes
down.
up if you're passing a law that
Like us all
people
over the place.
don't like, and then it goes down after it's been passed, which is
Um,
stupid because it just automatically starts going down after
yeah,
you've
right.
passed it, even if they hated it and it
Once
passed.
once the revolutionary
Makes no
stuff gets
sense.
so revolutionary, perhaps we should then do free speech. Once we have
Oh yeah, this is the
disadvantaged-
leadership
once
play.
we've used the reactionaries' tools against them and have succeeded.
Wait, they're passing a
then
free
we
speech.
can-
Redditor interest group is going to hate them
That
for
is
this.
always how history works.
Mhm.
Anyone who criticizes the Victoria 3 war system needs to
Hmm.
go away.
No, another revolution in Egypt.
Talk
Another
to me.
one.
If we
Oh, bro, how does this leadership stuff work?
Leadership is for like
Oh, yeah.
cultural unions, and it's a diplomatic play that you launch, and then if you accept it, I think they just get annexed. I think that's what I was talking about when it's like, oh, it annexes Austria, is when you
Oh,
do
okay.
it like annexes the other country for some reason instead of just annexing some of the countries. But I think Italy
Let's
also
go.
has it. I
Oh,
only really
Italy.
played like
Well,
Prussia
I
and
don't know.
Japan in the league.
Oh,
So, I only
have
Nazis
experience
was
on
also
Prussia.
Italy.
But like,
Do you want my help?
Too late.
but if you do
Yeah,
I think it's major or great powers that are
maybe.
in your cultural
Actually, it's
union
too late now, so.
that you can do a
whatever.
diplomatic
Yeah.
play against.
Hmm.
I'm not
I've
sure
seen
about
three
that.
Sicilies
Don't
form
quote me on that.
Italy, a surprisingly
The
good
trains were bigger
Oh
than
yeah,
the
they're
buildings.
doing it very early right now.
The train were bigger than
That
the
is surprising.
gameplay.
Not that early. I mean, 1858 now. We've actually gotten a fair
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
in
yeah.
Egypt. Good lord.
Yeah. Oh, we're paused.
I guess Upper Egypt is revolting against
Yeah.
Lower
We never
Egypt.
saw these rebellions in past gameplay because they never
Krakow.
made it this far in the
Krakow
game.
needs revolution.
Yeah, they were just
I
paused
just
looking
saw
at
somebody
events for
ask
4
in the YouTube
minutes.
chat, is Paradox
They played
actually
on
answering
4-speed at
questions on the
most.
stream? Sporadically, yes, when I remember to actually look at this thing. I wonder about the modding potential compared to current EU4 and CK3. Having done a lot of the scripting stuff and actually modding a little bit in my spare time already, it's doable. It's a big, yes, we did it, complex revolution. A victorious revolution. Victoria Revolution?
Victoria Revolution's the name of the first game.
Modding-wise, it's doable. There's a lot of complex systems on the back end,
Yes.
so like you got to be mindful and have a good grasp of what you're really trying to mess around with. But yeah, it's doable. It's all script still.
Generally, since Imperator and CK,
This is,
there was
from what he
a
said,
lot
it's just
of
like every other game.
magic done that I believe
Yes,
exposed a
modding
lot
will
more
happen.
things to
Yeah.
modders and
Yeah.
such.
It's gonna be, I'm guessing, as simple as
the
the other
modding
games
capabilities are
to
fairly
like
similar
get
to
into.
CK3,
Mhm.
but there's a start contest.
I, of course,
if
will
you
never
compare
do a
to
single mod for Vic 3, just like I won't mod
Yeah,
any
I will
other
say,
game.
like,
Don't
if
have time
you
for
know
that
how
shite.
to mod CK3 or Imperator, and you know scripting from
I
that,
maybe will touch on it, but
Yeah,
Someone
so
says I'm
TLK
just
in Vic
tuning
3?
in.
I feel like
I'm just
TLK in Vic 3?
Someone says I'm just tuning in. Why does the
Make
flag
this
look
happen
like that? Because they became a republic for
versus,
some reason. They haven't done a single war yet.
Total
Well, they did
legitimacy.
join a
It's
civil war of Hanover,
good if you
and then they
wanna,
didn't
like,
do
have
any.
some
They didn't raise any
peace
troops for it, and it ended.
It will be good to get like rid of those. Yeah, see, big difference.
Karmic Knight off there in Twitch asking if the Ohio mod is going to be on Steam for day one. I probably could do that.
Ohio
Look at these
and,
flavorous decisions they
I should
have.
probably actually finish
So much
this.
Germany flavor, so much Prussia flavor in the decisions.
I've been considering.
It's all
actually
just,
making the pizza mod, so it's
colonial
not a mod
stuff.
I mean, that walkthrough,
German
that
unification
walkthrough,
is
you
the
should be able
only
to follow
flavor
that
I
and
can
just
see there that's
recreate
unique to Prussia.
recreate
think
Ohio
the-
yourself. If I don't see like
The
5
German, like once you
duplicate
form
Ohio
Germany, you
mods
actually
day
get
one, I'm gonna be
flavor,
sad.
but I'm not sure about that.
Maybe, yeah.
So, rep-
They still have Hermann the German,
Oh shit.
the serial killer.
Steam Donkey, I guess is good.
The
We're
German
doing
cycle.
pretty well, and our GDP is not going as stonks as I would like to.
They're only number 5 great power, not even
Uh,
doing well on their own terms, let alone having wars and stuff.
You don't have
No,
enough
we can't
prestige.
get an authority hit.
Because that's now that's the only
workers
thing
should
that
be
matters
led by
for
the
GP.
workers.
I'm pretty
Yes,
sure
yeah.
is your prestige,
Yeah.
which is pretty stupid.
How are we doing?
Now what are they doing? They want to be a theocracy?
Anarchy.
They've already got a republic with universal suffrage. What
Don't
more
have
can
any
you fucking
anarchists
do?
Yet.
Well, we haven't researched socialism yet, have we?
Oh. Yeah, that's true.
More trains? More trains? Sir? Sir, we need the trains?
More trains.
Yes.
Is there
So
a
the
diplomatic
question being-
play?
More guns.
Imported, I
More
can't be
bullets.
bothered to.
The question being, can the non-war
Hmm.
gameplay, stand up on its own? We've had 2 hours and 20 minutes of
It's
it.
out in Twitch chat. We don't have all states incorporated. We should
No,
double check
not
that.
really. They'll add more things to do with DLC. And my main point about the Paradox DLC thing is, when you take a base game and compare it to how much they add after many DLCs, how could they be okay with the base game? Surely they're, by adding so much stuff to the game, they're implying that the base game wasn't enough. So how can they stand on these products they release on release?
I mean, they're
If you know what I mean, if they're already planning to add loads to it to make it an actual good game.
It's all a
take long
big,
time to
a
incorporate
big
them,
pretend, a big game
but
of
we actually
pretend.
need
Big fucking
to
scam.
have the bureaucracy.
Yeah.
It's a
to do
literal
it, so-
scam.
More.
And you look at some of those indie developers that release,
Um,
free updates year after year,
Hmm.
Build some government
Maybe
Yeah.
they release one
administration
DLC,
supported, of
and
course,
it's a
by
massive,
trains.
thing. Like Hollow Knight, for example, I think they had 3 free DLCs. That's like a couple person team. It's just like, it's not like you have to do this.
Yeah.
You don't have to behave like
Put
this.
some of those in
EU4's free DLC, Women in History, I remember it.
Mm.
If you look at my Steam library, it's the only one I have. Or at least it was at some point. Unless they added more.
No, I don't think they
EU4.
added more.
EU4 and the Woman in History. That was it.
Let's get rid of that. Takes too much space.
Yeah, one thing they also added is it shows the
Germany.
like
Wait,
cap
the matter
of brigades that one
Wait,
country
what
can
adds
have
into the US
in
do
the
again?
diplomatic plane instead of just showing the amount it has like currently.
Arizona. Yeah.
Like it,
Looks fine to me.
like that wasn't a thing before.
And and they've spread it across like games that they don't even develop, just ones that they publish, like booted up City Skylines, and that's got like an unbelievable amount
Yeah,
of DLC.
that's so true. And
Yeah,
Prison
only have
Architect
one
is another
party.
case.
Yeah.
They bought
Oh,
those
that's
games.
good.
They've taken
we're
over the
a- we're a
publishing or
one-
something.
Democracy has one.
Publishing is
Yeah,
just
but-
it's under your name,
Oh,
but you're not like directly developing.
Yeah.
But you do dictate like DLC policy and stuff like that.
Friends with friends.
The guys who make Prison Architect are really cool guys. Like they released tons of
Okay.
free updates when they were making it and
Which is,
publishing
of
it.
course, a French
And
port
they
of
said it was
India.
done. Like they said the game's done and we're working on new projects, and they got picked up, and
Interest rate.
tons and tons of this DLC gets pumped out.
Momentum. I don't know. Let's go.
Yeah. Last I saw a
So
tweet
we're-
about them releasing a fucking
choices.
Zombie Apocalypse DLC
More
for
momentum
Prison
to our
Architect.
Only party.
It's true.
Uh,
Thank you, Neon Pangean, again for the $10. So generous. Thank you, and I agree with what you say.
Yeah, the original game.
Yeah.
Let's do that. We're looking guns. It's
Now, what are they
expensive.
doing?
You know, we have
Military goods are expensive. Well, you haven't fucking made any, so there's no more production of them, so they're expensive.
especially since we're lacking on government.
You don't really have
It's
anyone
like-
to put those guns in the hands of
Something
anyway.
about that.
This is like rain,
Yeah,
like
we can.
12-hour rain like videos meant for sleeping. This is like the video game equivalent.
Let's see. How is it looking?
Yeah.
So, uh,
Anyone ever have insomnia? Try.
this up.
Don't watch my stream. Watch the original Paradox
So
stream.
I'm
Might
actually
help.
gonna preempt this by queue a few paper industries or paper mills.
Free-minded People's Party has managed to
Yep.
win. It was a tough election, but glad to see them come out
We
on
promise it's fair.
Mhm.
This is a democracy.
I like that people are talking about train centrism. It's that's an ideology I was not expecting. But
Have you guys seen Beavis and Butthead?
Maybe.
Where they
Sometimes.
watch music videos and they just sort of
I mean, we could
Laugh.
also just set that.
make sort of asinine comments.
That's what we're doing then.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was showing like
It's a good point, actually.
Wait, who are we filling the administration with? We got them other icons. What those other
1860.
icons?
When was the Austro-Prussian War?
Professionalism. All right, and we have.
secular
yeah,
administration, and
yeah.
that's not good.
There we go.
Urban centers as well. We can't have no.
I mean, look, 1860.
We're a
By this
separate
point,
state with
the
one
Bismarck
party.
stuff was ramping up. They were going after forming Germany. They were really pushing it now. Bismarck
While
was
they were
in play.
swinging in the ideology.
What are they doing? They're making a republic. 1866 was when that war happens.
Learned a bit about the evangelical church.
Austro-Prussian War was 1866. Yeah, when you Google Austro-Prussian War, by the way, it comes up with a screenshot of Victoria too.
We're good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We're not going to
Yeah.
do free speech at all.
Now, at this point, someone just said in the chat they'd honestly lose it. That's probably true because they haven't built up their army at all this entire game. They'd actually, if the AI is building up army, as it probably is, they're falling behind
Liberties is also
at this point.
Yeah, they're worse than AI.
Why
They haven't done any
Austria try
military
and get
tech.
Why doesn't Austria try and get Silesia back?
don't have human rights.
Good
in,
idea.
In the North German
I
Federation.
didn't see
yet.
that.
Oh,
Oh.
Is that military
Oh.
access? No, it's just
Oh,
swing.
what? Let's see a bit more of this diplomatic play. So,
Okay.
Conquer
South-
South
Who?
Tyrol.
no,
Who's conquering
What?
South Tyrol? Is
No,
that
Britain,
is
I
that
understand
Great
what you're
Britain
about
conquering
here,
South
but-
Tyrol?
What?
No, it's offering it. It's offering it to.
Wait, no.
NGF.
Wait.
Oh,
How
wait,
strong are
but
the two?
that's
I mean, we can take them with.
cut
Britain.
Britain
Austria
down
tried to cut
size.
Britain down to size.
All I'm
The
saying
issue
is
is more-
NGF's
How would the
is
British
gonna
get
get rolled over.
Who else?
Like
will
Austria has
join
more troops
Austria?
than them.
And probably better
who
production
Russia
methods and
is?
Miltex and everything. They'll
Two
lose.
Sicilies? Yeah, and it's like
Yeah, they
Well,
haven't
the
built like
Netherlands,
any
man, I mean,
unis, so they're just like
Gotta be
shit.
careful with that.
let's let
Can
this
we-
tick go slow. Okay, it's gone. Whatever.
Let's
Yeah,
let this take a little. Oh, it's gone.
They
or whatever.
actually just rejected. They're gonna declare neutrality.
I'm gonna quote. They said, "Oh, let's let it take a little. Oh, it's gone, or whatever." That's their words
They're
about this
literally
diplomatic
gonna
play.
either declare neutrality or not even
I'm
like
sure.
touch the
Actually,
diplomatic
can't
play at
remember if
all.
There's the Tyrolean
And that's pathetic.
Yeah.
That's really
country on
pathetic.
that.
Hmm.
Me taking any opportunity I'm given in life. Oh, let me just take a little bit. Oh, it's gone. Oh well, whatever.
Until the end of this stream.
Yeah.
We got 40 minutes.
Oh, there we
left.
go.
30 minutes. Okay.
Holy guacamole! They're finally doing
Oh, they
it.
did
wanna
it.
see them
To
get
be fair to
blown
them.
out.
Yes, let's see the AI beat them in a war.
Austria.
That's gonna be
Alright.
funny if that
And,
happens.
we can try to
And now they're
get,
doing what?
these other-
Oh my god! No
Oh,
way
I
they're
just
doing
realized.
this right now.
So we
No
have
way they're doing
termination,
this. They're
It's what?
trying to get AI.
which lets
They're trying to get
us
more
overthrow
AI on
monarchy.
their side. This is really wow.
And instituting a democracy that just has
That's
one party
rich.
winning all the time.
Will Great Britain send
revolutionary
troops to help
France.
on a German front? I wonder.
Probably.
Our party icon is literally.
I think I don't know. I don't know how it works with multiple people on one
Are-
side
are
of the
we
war because I've never
Robespierre?
done that. Like if you can send like as many troops as you want to a front,
just
like,
instituted.
probably
like,
can. I
train-
guess, but I'm not sure.
Train Robespierre. Fuck.
It's for everyone.
Another Ashkenazi
Yeah,
event. What was that?
We're stamping out
Kanye
monarchy.
West, another event from him.
Something.
Yes. All right.
We haven't gotten any more events. Wonder if there's some issue with the triggers.
Been taken off of Twitter.
If I'm...
He said we haven't got any more events. Oh, why don't you conquer them
The
then?
Sorbs are moving to Kansas now. Sad.
Holy shit, that's so important. The Sorbs going to Kansas.
Bunch of peasants.
How's our pops doing?
Good
Still a lot of
question.
peasants.
Yeah, yeah. But political strength. Laborers are... Yeah. Some capitalists. But alright.
I'm going DEFCON 3 on Paradox.
Oh, you're
There's
right.
someone in the chat.
I wonder if it will actually show here.
On Swedes.
Where's the diplomatic play?
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
Well, they got Hanover.
Finally.
Uh,
But they don't even have Baden in their market. Oh my god, are they finally gonna do it?
What?
Slava Brunswick.
Brunswick and Oldenburg. Yeah, that's fine. And Hamburg will also side with them.
Did they just click that? Did they?
Why not go for
Yeah, I was on
Mm.
Brunswick.
or Holstein?
I mean,
They're finally contemplating it.
neutral now.
They're looking at it.
After a whole 2 hours,
Do it.
they're finally doing something.
We have the revolution behind us now, and trains.
Oh my god, they did it!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good puppet Denmark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Puppet
Why?
It
Denmark.
would also be very funny.
That'd be funny.
I'm okay with this.
Puppet Denmark's alright, I guess.
Yeah.
That's fun.
We'll have to face the
Yeah,
might
have
of
Bavaria, Hohenzollern, all their might.
all the might
Um,
of Bremen.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got one
do it.
battalion, man.
France has... Wait, is there a point on this main screen here where you can see the size of their army?
So they
The,
think
the
it was
German
scary.
army?
Yes,
Where
yes.
is it?
Look on the right-hand side on the ledger, and you see the
Ah.
number next to generals. It shows the total amount.
So France has twice their army. I saw France's army. Austria has
I
like...
think we're actually
more as
missing
well.
general, because one of them
Yeah.
died.
We generally
But it's alright because they have a defensive pact with France.
So do we want the charismatic, popular commander,
Okay, they're going for a war with Denmark.
or the?
They did it.
Yes.
They're going. They're
This
getting
is
around
like
to it.
exactly the same way you recruit like
Card.
generals and admirals in
I'm more for
Stellaris.
the
Except in,
This
in
is-
Stellaris they have 3. In this game they have 2 options.
Yeah, and in Stellaris they cost like
we can.
Unity.
We didn't need to do this. We could just have promoted one of the other ones, but it's good to have like a little bit of.
or people.
This is their man, Erwin Schäfke.
And von Moltke. Yeah, probably deserves a little bit more. Let's go. Okay, so
What's the
those
size?
back
Ah,
now.
yeah.
That's nice.
Denmark only
Just
has like 19 brigades.
Denmark now. And
Less.
remember if
What's
these
our
transfer-
infamy like overall? Will this piss
pretty low.
anyone off?
We
0.
haven't done anything in a while.
In a while.
You haven't done anything.
Okay,
At
okay,
all.
we're 26. It's not that low.
I guess they do have infamy for this.
No,
Yeah,
they get infamy from annexing those German miners.
I think it's because of the puppet one. Yeah, it's from here.
No, it's mainly from them adding
Hanover,
puppet on Denmark
the-
now.
Oh wait,
Those are
never
fairly
mind.
low infamy at this point.
Mm.
They haven't done anything in nearly 30 years.
I want
Yeah, actually, it's 1861 now,
you
and they still haven't formed Germany.
in the transfer.
They still haven't fought a real war.
We'll see.
This is really
Some
pathetic.
Joins on the other side. Oh, we could offer. Okay.
You don't need Sweden! You don't need them!
Yeah, I was.
You
gonna
have 10
suggest-
times their
They're not
brigades.
doing it. They
Just
get
go.
it. They're fine, they're not doing it. They don't need Sweden. Ah, paradox jokes because they're Swedish. I'm sure that'll be hilarious.
That's fine.
Start spamming bat chest in their chat.
This is going alright. No one wants to.
What are people spamming in their chat?
No, I said I'm gonna start spamming an emote in their chat.
Okay.
Germany. How much are we missing?
Someone complaining about the tricolor we have? That's one of the oldest ones. The black, red, gold does date back to 1848, if not slightly further. And it was the main flag used at the Frankfurt Assembly and the Frankfurt Parliament, or pre-Parliament. So it definitely has its historical precedence prior to the Weimar Republic. Just saw this off in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, but for
Oh.
Germany.
Ah, we did it! We got an achievement. Whose
Not
achievement
for-
is this?
Hmm. Wait, what?
Yeah.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
Denmark just
Mine's
accepted.
here.
So Denmark is
Let's gave up.
What
they backed
the-
down.
Denmark back
Cool.
down.
We didn't get Holstein or.
They didn't get
Oh,
Holstein
yeah,
or
because
Schleswig.
it only enforced the primary goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denmark
Although now
actually
that they're
trolled them.
independent, we could just,
Denmark trolled them.
well, we could do that.
They accepted Puppet before they had time to add Schleswig or Holstein. That's a genius move. That's real people skills from Denmark there.
Bavaria, Baden.
They have a deep learning AI.
I still
that,
can't believe that. People skills, man. That's such a great. Honestly, if anything, that's
Redditors
worth it.
with people
trying
skills
to
don't
look
It
exist,
goes
so-
back to when we were talking about them not adding a multiplayer in-game chat.
don't
They,
wanna say
they,
steer.
they say that Victoria 3 will allow people to use real people skills to make their plays, yet they didn't have an in-game chat.
Yeah, let's do it.
They have less avenues for people to use people skills. And
No, I
they
think
want
they
us to
said-
use them.
Let's rock.
I think they said it requires
Okay.
people skills. Complex diplomacy requires people skills or something.
Well, you know
It's
what?
like-
People skills requires an in-game chat.
Yeah.
Now what's happening?
And they have deep learning AI that weighs in the possibilities of
Austrians.
certain things.
Oh, the Austrian war is happening, is it?
Oh my god!
Here's the
Finally!
What's this?
They joined against. They joined against them.
Sweden.
Oh,
They're
Austria
gonna get
joined.
steamrolled. They're gonna get
Let's go.
steamrolled.
Austria,
Let's fucking
Austria, Austria. Can we get Austrian flags
Dude,
spammed
they
in the
have
chat?
130 more
Day
brigades.
one.
I want Austrian flags in the chat, even if it is the modern one. It's fine.
They're gonna give up. There's no way they're going to war.
Subjugate Holstein. Reparations.
We have some
All us. Wait. Yeah. What is the Austrian army?
Okay.
Double. No. 430
Make number
versus
4.
37.
We'll put.
Well, when they add more brigades, they can have up to 303. They outnumber them by a quarter, I would say. I don't actually have an Austrian flag in the chat. It's not
Yeah,
working.
there's no Austrian flag.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Bavaria
cool.
back in us.
Something.
Yeah, we're unstoppable.
I mean, you know that historically when.
What's the bat
when
chest
Bavaria
emote?
Backed.
It's
and then we shall
I
march
can
in
send
the
it to you.
palace of
Okay.
Versailles, or Vienna, and be crowned
Schönbrunn.
German President Emperor in Vienna.
Do we have
When I tab out,
right side?
it
Yes.
freezes the stream, so
There's
I'll
no one
look
who can
really
sway.
quickly.
Unfortunate.
This is bat chest.
Ah, but we could do a trade agreement. with
Oh,
France.
what does that one mean?
It's just like it's like kind of a ironic, like holy shit, this is so awesome.
It's soy. It's soy. Right?
Yeah, it's like soy, but it's like a
Join in here?
different version.
No, you don't.
They just don't like it. Well, we haven't really done much politics with Britain. have
So,
we?
Yeah.
do they even have Britain on their side?
Seems
I don't
close,
think they
but
do.
They're still like not really there.
They're about to get
Friends enough with
steamrolled by
France.
Austria. This is so awesome.
Someone else?
Way France, and they don't want
What's
going.
this?
It's like
In the
it's like
previous
something-
diplomatic play,
Sweden.
for the South Tyrol, they had Britain.
I guess
And
Sweden
now they
are,
don't,
like-
because they've done a different one.
No, because it was Austria declaring or diplomatic play on Britain for cut down to size,
Yeah.
and then as a defensive measure,
Actually,
We have an icon.
Britain tried to invite the NGF for South Tyrol.
And he declined.
Yeah, and he just said, "Oh, we're gonna hold on to this. Oh, it's gone."
They tried to hold on to an event that you can't hold on to.
Hmm.
Yeah, like
I want some more arms industries. Pronto. And what was it more? Yeah, munitions plants. Like that. And we also want to go here.
What's that flag in the
Sure, this
diplomatic
isn't
play?
happening.
It's not
'Cause
Austria's.
that's what.
It's Holstein.
no, that's
Holstein.
Holstein.
French.
Oh, okay.
This is actually Austria had some interest in that Danish Holstein thing, but there was something to do with that. It's historical.
It is historical, yeah.
Another interest right now.
Just.
They owned a bit of it, I think.
I-
They owned
Hmm.
Holstein or
I'm trying to get more
Schleswig. Can't remember.
guns and,
Yeah.
and cannons and that kind of stuff.
No, they're finally getting guns and cannons. It's about time.
Import artillery from the Austrians.
It's a big brain move right there.
Yeah, something tells me that won't work for too long.
I mean, we could just back down.
Shut up.
that
Oh,
would
he
not
said
be
it.
fun.
It can't be humiliated
What did he say?
by the Austrians.
He said we
Like
could just back
Holstein,
down.
technically.
Oh my
That's
god!
It's humiliate and war reparations.
And I think we have
And
a
they won't be able
Oh.
to
shot
advance their
here
formation to
to
Germany.
Cover the different
Okay, base.
Things.
fronts. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
The different fronts? Well, there's a front against Schleswig and there's a front against Austria. So
Yeah, let's go
I guess he has to spend or like use all his men on the Austrian border.
he's mobilizing.
rush.
The numbers are gathering.
Honestly, he can beat them because Austria's
That's something we
because
can do.
Bavaria's in this
Unification.
and Austria's using units on them.
If we actually get
But like if they move units at any point, he's
Mm.
kind of just done.
Great Bohemia.
But he needs to use like all his units on the Silesian front.
So does Austria have two fronts here? One against Bavaria, one against NGF?
Yeah,
They break
it's
back
it's two different fronts.
Holy shit, that's deep.
Yeah, so that's a
transfer stuff.
they're splitting the units up.
Wait, Greece is the subject of Austria?
I believe there's not really any decision as to how many units you put on each front. There's not really much you can do.
Wait.
No,
wait,
you
It has to
can
be based on your
reassign-
general.
You can reassign
Oh,
any unit to any front, like at any time. It's
Okay.
not like your general that's in North Germany
Tons of
can
infamy,
only be in
but,
North Germany. That's not the case.
So, what's your deal?
He's conquering Moravia.
Mr. Poland's two off there.
Moravia, it's gonna be so,
Is
so
that-
ugly.
uniforms are
Is he
randomized?
taking Bohemia as well?
In general, they are.
Should just.
I didn't
should
see
take
Bohemia.
Bohemia.
Have it scripted for
Yeah.
a specific
Oh well,
country.
actually Bavaria just
Prussia
left, so
specifically
another fuck.
has Prussia.
Oh, they don't have Bavaria anymore.
So Bavaria isn't using up
If you're
units
subject
at
to
all.
Britain, you also get a red
They're
coat.
outnumbered
comes-
2-1, pretty much.
Here comes the mobilization.
Blue, but
Time for the Hell March.
Oh, I'm gonna get the Hell March ready.
you done with
For the
that.
Austrians.
There's
Oh no
a couple
no!
other countries I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's,
Since they didn't add any war
originally
music to the
scripted,
game,
so
I'll add
most
my
of the time
own.
We have generic as a fallback. Generic
Yeah.
randomized as a fallback.
There's no such thing as a fallback. You can't have any defensive lines to fall back to. You have one front line.
Wait. Also
Seems
double
Austria
wait.
sent a bunch of units to the northern front as well.
Yeah, they're gonna get blown out from both sides.
Yep.
Wow.
From both sides, huh?
From both sides.
What do you mean by that?
I don't mean anything by that. It's 3:30 in the morning.
It's
man, I'm
over,
sorry.
Germany, bros.
What do you mean by that?
And they're not in the war.
It's over, German cells.
Germany does it both ways, confirmed?
Thank you, Nikto, for the
Oh,
€5.
Bavaria's starting to confederate the south. That's what's happening.
I'm playing the Hell March.
The little
It's
shit.
over.
shit.
What's happening?
Wait, Bavaria's gonna form
We'll
SGF.
crush them next. Okay.
The AI is gonna win.
Oh, look how badly they're getting beaten on the Silesia front. Yes!
They're so outnumbered.
Disease among the wounded. Fuck, yeah! Let's go, Austria!
Oh, hell yeah.
No one cares about South Cameroon. Go, go, go. Oh, they're advancing.
Let's go have a look.
They're even losing on the fucking Schleswig front.
While we're having this warhead.
Oh no. Why?
And then the Confederacies. What is this Confederacy?
Famous Confederate state of New York.
They're gonna win too. They've got so many more troops.
There's gonna be slaves in the north again.
They're not even looking at their own war. Well, they have paused.
They're
They have
paused,
paused.
Owners, I guess, in this case, were more entrenched in the north than otherwise. So,
I guess Florida's not a slave state anymore, huh?
Thank you, Neil Panjin.
funniest part about that.
Maybe I'll put on Gott erhalte Franz den Kaiser, that song, after
Stalwart
this.
Unionists, South Carolina. Why is Ohio part of the CSA?
Holy
Because
shit, they're just
Ohio
getting blown
is
out
the-
on all sides.
I gotta throttle back.
What's happening on the Holstein front? Have they advanced?
We need to build some factories now.
They should have built some military factories earlier, eh?
Are they gonna encircle the Austrians in the north? Oh, I'm pog chanting. What? What just happened? Oh, they won that front.
Skill issue!
They won the front
That's
in the
Brunswick.
north, so now they're... Holy shit, they're doing it.
Is there a battle? Is there a battle happening?
There is a battle. Look, they're getting blown out. You see the...
Oh, no active battle, it's about to happen. And they click off it as soon as the battle starts. Why is Britain's invading them, for fuck's sake?
Britain's at war.
The British War happened.
Alright, because they have that one.
That war happened. Fuck off.
Yeah, oh, it's fine.
No one cares about revolutionary Portugal. Keep
Just wanna see
losing.
the war.
Keep
Come on.
losing.
Wait, no, they're actually gonna win. They're actually gonna win.
Because fucking Britain came in.
Yeah, Britain was... I think Britain was already at war with Austria. But Austria
Maybe they'll
had,
separate peace out the British war. And then win.
space. They'll surrender to 100.
We can get to Vienna here fairly quick.
Vienna by Christmas.
Yeah,
I mean, right now we got static lights.
They didn't do the leadership play, so this doesn't even matter.
Oh, we
I
have
don't think
human
they can form an army yet.
Yay!
Human rights.
Well, I think they're gonna win because Austria is just managing their units like shit. Look, now they're actually outnumbering them.
I do want to
Yep. That's disappointing.
So cursed.
Yeah, that's...
Who's leading the team?
Oh, the dev even
at
just
least
said
the
so.
CSA's
The
winning.
dev just said so cursed. He said it.
Confederates are.
he's a redditor, man. He's a fucking redditor.
Violetta's duel. By God, it's Violetta's duel. A Yankee. It's cursed. Then who's the president?
It's cursed.
Abe Lincoln's back.
It's
Abe
cursed.
Lincoln's back, baby, just in time.
He's been president for 20 years.
Go in.
He got booted off and now he's back in.
I can't believe like Great Britain just like
Nah, man, they're literally
Comes
just
and
like
saves the day.
shamelessly laughing at how
Slowly
bad it
Austria.
is. Like,
Yeah.
actually advancing a little bit here now. Which because we have
You know, Shane.
Bohemia as a war goal.
The civil war in Victoria 2 works because they have certain cores and they'll never spawn in New York or something. They'll only spawn in extra states if you make them into slave states. And this
Of the world.
this is a complete mess.
Some sort of
New York
that's a-
is risen up in the CSA and New England and Massachusetts.
relation.
like the most like liberal anti-slavery like area of like that era, and it's like yeah. we're gonna
It looks
join
like the
CSA.
libtards are the real racists in this game.
Vast population.
The Democrats didn't oppose slavery.
Wait, no, the Democrats weren't they?
The
They weren't
Democrats
pro-slavery
supported
at the time,
Superior.
and they switched around in the 60s or some shit.
Yeah.
Our number bigger. The last monarchist.
The parties have switched multiple
Oh,
times.
okay. That's bad.
Oh, they just had peace. let's see
Yeah,
what
they separate pieced out. Let's go. It's back on. It's back on. It's back on. It's back on. Austria, let's go.
The music.
Come on, chat. Give Austria
Yes,
your power,
we
man.
can abolish.
Oh, and now they're looking at their
Sentiment
monarchist
from
event.
There's a war on. You don't need to pause for this. It's only a war. You don't have to manage the war. Just unpause for this.
No.
Yeah, true. You don't have to manage the war, so they can just look at this.
We will learn from the mistakes of France.
Wait,
Let's
Oh,
go.
yeah.
The Austrians are back.
Oh,
Holy
right.
shit! Oh, the bug is still there. The bug is still there, where the units just like automatically go back to their region after like losing. Oh my god, that's.
Look
still
at
in
that
the
stupid
game.
busy work of manually clicking a thing, clicking it on, clicking it on. Isn't that what they tried to
You
get
wanna
rid
know the
of?
funniest thing? I literally talked about this earlier. That like the units would just reassign to their HQ after like capitulating a country. In this case, it was like a separate piece, but still, that bug is still in the game.
Well, white piece?
White
No, fuck
piece.
off. Come on.
I understand that.
Oh, they actually did do German leadership, so they're gonna annex Austria probably after
we're
this.
kind of winning.
That's
They're
if
not,
they win.
they're
though.
not
I
winning,
mean,
though.
Yeah, no, they're getting shit on.
okay, we're not really.
Look at this outnumbering.
It's- if we
Somehow
get
the
that
bubble
last
is still
piece,
green though.
I mean, we're advancing on them right now. So
Are they on
start-
very easy or what is this?
They're on very easy.
Like what is this?
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh,
Is there difficulty level in the game?
Give it some time.
probably.
Have
Yeah,
faith,
there's, you know there is difficulty level in Vic 2,
Yeah, there are.
even though no one uses it. But yeah,
I didn't actually know that there was difficulty level in Vic 2.
Yeah.
don't
yeah,
know
it's
what it
like
does.
super hidden and like no one ever even thinks about it.
What
Look,
is it?
their units just went back home again.
The
Or
Danes
no,
are
no,
starting to
never
move
mind,
to
never mind.
Mississippi.
It just
I think
no, no.
Got the last-
There was just a battle
Mississippi.
thing.
Yeah,
over
so
it.
now it can't go down more.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
great.
we got
That's
the last provinces.
We did it.
See?
They're actually
fine.
gonna
They
lose soon.
have
'cause
minimum
when it
war
gets-
support.
When it gets to like minus 100, they
oh,
can.
America
like,
won the war?
This is literally
Abe Lincoln,
Stellaris,
president?
where yeah, if you hit 100 war exhaustion and you
Good job, good
in the war.
How did the
to your aid-
CSA lose that?
I don't know,
Beat 'em
but they
again.
were getting full
Well
steam
done.
down from the north. But like this is literally the exact same way it works in Stellaris. In Stellaris, when you hit 100 war exhaustion, after 2 years, your enemy
It's
can
game
force
over.
piece you up.
Yeah.
Force piece you out for status quo.
Yeah. Taking the player's agency away, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in Stellaris it makes sense because if that wasn't in the
France and
game,
Russia had a war?
the wars would literally last forever because you can
James,
you can
Mm.
be a roach, really
Yeah.
like a really big
Here,
roach.
you're
in the
marching
game.
But if there is a
Vienna.
genuine way you
Oh,
can come
shit.
back, even though you're losing very hard, it's taken
Oh.
away from you. So
Yeah,
how are they
of
winning
course.
this?
Okay.
What?
I don't know, green bubble or
Making
yeah,
nervous
green
noises.
number on
Yeah,
the
like that.
on
Oh,
the
the-
front, and that's it.
I need to
You're
see the
saying Great
casualties.
Britain.
Why
But
would
they aren't
war
gonna
back
win
in
because
World
they'll
War
get
because
pieced
they
out of
backed
the
down
war,
as soon as-
like
If we look at
by
North
the
America, how
AI.
cursed is it going to be?
Oh, should be fine.
Well, I mean, it's cursed as it
Yeah,
has been.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love brown, Greenland, Denmark.
I looked at some comments during the break, and
Mhm.
people describe the color of North German Federation as either cola
Yeah.
or sort of a steamed poo color. I saw both those. I
We
like
said
cola
it.
better. That's more
Yeah.
appealing to me
All
personally.
I'm saying is I did not see a single person call it cola.
Great idea.
Person asks
It
off
is
in
good.
Twitch chat, how scripted is the American Civil War? Can the CSA ever win, or is it 99% chance of winning for the USA? The American Civil War is not terribly scripted. It's a journal entry system, so as long as the journal entry is there, what happens is that if the landowners revolt while you are attempting to abolish
Wait, the
slavery,
Austrian
Ah,
war support.
fuck
Oh
off.
my lord.
No.
hijack the
That's
landowners'
such
revolt
bullshit.
and
They're
turn it back into
they
the
can
Confederacy.
form it now.
and then it
They,
becomes an
they can form it
independence
now.
war.
Come on, form
Which
your
then
form
makes
your fucking
what
tag.
the
Come on.
CSA is a bit
Look,
dynamic in terms of its
launch
distribution. You
unification
saw
play.
New York and Ohio as part of the CSA here.
And now they need to
but
do
also if
this
you just
because it doesn't even.
The guy on the left's like, can you
abolish
stop
slavery,
talking about the
that's
Civil
what
War? We're about to
happens,
form
but also,
Germany.
While you're not abolishing slavery, everybody else gets more pissed. There's some events
No, it
that
just-
back up stuff.
He's
We
mad
won.
because he can't even form it right now because
fuck.
he
That's great. Victory is ours. Now let's get.
Did they even
Bavaria.
swear
So-
on stream?
How dare
I
they
don't
think
know.
they can
So what they're saying is,
They said
I'm
fuck a couple
thinking-
of times, yeah.
Oh,
we will
so
face
the
Bavaria
gist of this
Bavaria.
is, even if you don't manage your army, upgrade your army tech, or do anything to your army for the first 30 years, you'll still
Yeah.
automatically win as
In
Prussia.
infamy right now. Double check that.
Makes no sense at all.
Either the AI Austria managed their upgrades and
so
tech
what's-
really badly,
What's Britain's opinion
or
of us?
they just didn't. So they didn't do anything while Prussia did nothing.
That's not a good sign because that they could
Easy difficulty,
intervene.
maybe.
Suck.
Yeah.
We have 12.
We just
minutes
launched a
left for the
plane,
top.
man.
Let's go.
All right. God save us.
Oh, there's some
I
text
beg.
overlapping there. Look, you see that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Amazing.
that's some nice UI
alright.
work.
Um,
I don't think Austria can join
so
this.
we want you.
They have to fight a unification war against the wee
I
lads.
don't like how many.
Yeah,
units
just
there are.
the little
God.
wee lads.
They have to manage which generals they put on each little front. That's going to take a lot of
I
micro.
want to crush a lot.
That's gonna be real
These
annoying, but
smaller fronts.
what's gonna be even
early
more
on.
annoying is how they're gonna need to like move it every
Can
time they
focus
surrender
on
or they
Tudors.
capitulate someone.
Bavaria, and
It's
hopefully-
like Hoi 4 in a way here.
Yeah, but way worse because it takes way more time. It's like 3 button clicks in different menus.
Take Luxembourg.
Yes.
We have to pray for France now. They're our only hope.
Yeah.
They only hope to steamroll the cowardly
People
NGF.
were commenting earlier that unification seemed to be happening.
Is each miner its own
Right now,
front?
it's
Yes.
1864. Germany historically unified.
That's like the worst part, and you can't split armies. You can only make new generals on the HQ and then give them command of something. That's the only thing you can do.
Oh yeah, that was what I was trying to refer to
Issue.
earlier. About not being able to choose which units go
Little
where.
bits.
Really.
Yeah, it's only whole groups of units.
This is the price we have to pay for train.
It's like if you, it's like all your units were just in one giant death stack. like you had like 4 death stacks. It's kind of stupid.
So we don't anger more people.
Ooh, 2 Sicilies.
2 Sicilies. I saw a red downvote symbol next to France there. They weren't happy.
They would
No,
need,
they're just neutral.
the Free-Minded
If they're in the
People's Party
middle
will get
and
in a
there's
tough
a-
election.
Someone just won 100% of the vote in an election.
No, they've been memeing about that the whole time because they keep winning 100% like over and over again.
Right. What is this? A Russian referendum?
Biden has a revolution. Oh, that might actually mess up.
Guys, but it's hot code. 2 weeks out, guys. We can fix it.
Yeah,
We'll
hot
eventually
code, yeah.
get to it, yeah.
My hot code.
And
Uh,
we're clear.
Okay.
We're in.
We got
2
2
Sicilies.
Sicilies.
Yeah.
Holy
but-
crap, they're
Fine, it's
finally
fine.
doing it.
They surrendered.
This is so
Oh,
heckin'
they
awesome.
all just surrendered.
Oh my god,
did it.
dude. Grow
Wow.
germanium!
Well, that's that.
Well done.
Victories for German people. Hail the
This was you.
Chancellor.
I mean, I'm just sitting here sort of.
Alright, let's
Denmark backed down, the German miners backed down, and Austria
Let's see,
died
does it-
despite
does
them
it
managing
still
their army.
annex Austria?
Not at all.
Oh,
Nah, you can't be serious.
We can't release.
Oh, why would you leave?
Are you serious, man?
Done.
Why are they releasing something?
I don't know.
Just form the map, man. No one wants to see this shit. You're not funny, man. No one told you you were
yes.
Okay, there we go.
funny.
3
Whoa,
hurrahs.
they did
What
it!
achievement.
Yeah, because we did a nice liberal democratic train Robespierre. Rails Pierre, as they've been saying over there.
I want to kill
Germany.
myself. That took 2.5 hours.
Power of trains
Mhm.
and guillotines.
Oh,
We have done it.
no.
Now what do they do?
Doing things
Where
here.
do they go from here,
It's
though?
also
What
a
now?
good
What?
Spot.
It's literally.
Look around the world a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like this game has 30 years of playtime, and then after that, you're like, what?
Good.
Proletarian.
America still blessed. Is
They
England
just sit
still
there as
president?
this Germany and just build up
yeah.
factories and
Yeah.
numbers
Yo,
for the rest of
let's
the
not
game?
talk about the fact that there's a
Revolutionists,
proletarian
there's no
revolution in
peanut butter.
1864.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Peru seems to be exploding.
That makes sense.
Peru seems to be exploding. Fascinating.
No,
Holy
Peru's
shit.
gone.
Well, yeah, but it happens to
Yeah, yeah,
coincidentally
yeah,
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a play going on. What's happening? We got a diplomatic play.
Where? Oh,
Sir, sir.
there.
How's this
Oh,
peasants'
often-
revolution
often
still
African.
going on?
Damaragaram.
Eh,
This is
no,
insane.
no.
Yeah.
This is how will this affect the price of tools?
France has been colonizing in
Oh yeah, they have. That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, bless it. Oh, and Britain
Oh
too.
fuck, that's funny.
Yeah, Britain
The-
looks like it's got.
For all the natural resources the Sahara has.
Wait, what was that?
I don't know,
That was interesting.
yeah, it's bugged.
Oh, I know that one. Yeah. Tibet, fun times.
Yeah,
Parts of
Tibet.
India seem to have broken away from the British East India Company. God bless Burma.
Bermuda. Good for them. Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Wonder. Let's check out Beijing.
Yeah,
I love
that's
the
pretty.
What's up, Beijing?
Hidden city. And also
Wall.
the wall, big wall.
Well, they added the wall.
It doesn't go choo-choo
Yeah.
though. So I
No.
mean,
Should ask the artists to add choo-choo effects to the wall.
imagine a little train riding on top of the wall.
Goes
Yeah.
on for a while.
All right. Japan still
Suffering.
looks cursed.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna
yeah,
kiss
no.
now? Like, what are they
Uh,
doing?
Promotion. No.
They didn't even promote Erwin Spacker after that war. He won them.
Australia. Did Australia get federated?
Whatever he was called.
It's all New
Spacker.
South Wales.
South Wales.
My God, it's all New South Wales.
Colonized.
Oh,
The spacker.
New Zealand.
No, North Island is also New South Wales.
Yeah.
Welcome to hell.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This is what I call meandering. A lot of people brought up the fact in the first stream or the video how they meandered through the game.
Guess should we?
It's just meandering. It's sort of just
so
well, they're
what
about
have
to
we
end it,
done
but it's sort of just like casually
Started
looking around,
as
going, "Oh,
Prussia.
yep, that's happening."
We started
yeah.
leaning like
It's a great wall.
towards
Trains on top of the ground.
autocracy.
Oh, look at the train! Look at the train!
We passed secret police.
Listen, You're hating trains too
all
much.
the
They are
jazz.
actually good things, you know.
Then
I never
we
said they
started-
were bad
we formed
things,
a
I'm
new,
just saying,
new
like,
German.
Yeah.
That's their gameplay loop. Build some buildings.
The North
Look
German
at the trains.
Confederation.
Look around at the map.
Federation.
Do nothing.
Makes me
and
want to
then-
play
And then
OpenTTD,
1848
TTT,
happened.
whatever it is.
So that was interesting.
That's a good game.
A bunch of people
Haven't played that in
became
a long time.
radicals.
Yeah, we like took a sharp turn
11 million
from
people still.
I think I need to play that
There's not a-
sometime.
and we're like,
We'll
yeah,
play
no,
that sometime,
Or,
Piechucker.
Republic now.
How
Yeah, no, that
shit
game's awesome. And Sid
authoritarianism
Meier's
would be really
Trains. Wait, no, what was that game called?
Let's
I think it is
look
Sid
at
Meier's
our-
Trains.
Train
Let's look
Tycoon.
at what we got right now.
It's
I mean,
not
I
Train
guess we're still
Tycoon. There's a
authoritarian. We're
there's a
just-
train
How about
game.
free speech?
Microsoft Train
How about
Simulator.
that free speech? I mean, we could have done any of this.
That Train Simulator game has actually
Yeah.
got a roughly equal
100%.
amount of DLC to a Paradox game.
Yeah.
That is nice.
No,
No,
those games
it's,
have like
uh,
$2,000 of
could've done that
DLC or
anytime,
some
but
shit.
It's like Paradox.
It's
Gerhard von
it's Sid
Robespierre
Meier's
insisted from
Railroads.
atop his
That's a great
revolutionary
game.
train
Right.
that we needed to wait until the right moment.
Open
until all
TTD
the
definitely on my
enemies
list. I think we need to have a
before,
game of that.
Protecting the
Yeah, no, that could be great.
The murder is still.
They still didn't get the
Oh, yeah, we
murderer.
did have,
After fucking 30 years of this event chain, it's still
Yeah,
going
imagine-
on.
Imagine how many souls.
That's
he's just been like making the population growth just in the negative.
The police descriptions still show a young man, even though he's now an old man. So they'll never fucking find him.
we have a little.
They're still going off of like
So,
intel
let's
of 25
talk
years
about
ago.
more things.
He was going through this
We
alleyway
also had
apparently.
a couple revolutions happening there. Egypt had a fun time beating up the Ottomans.
Meanwhile, the guy's
Borders
just
up.
dead. He's had a nice funeral with his family,
treaty port.
or maybe no family at all.
Queen
probably.
Victoria was overthrown.
All right.
Yep.
This is
Emperor
William
Billy.
III.
Yep.
Yeah.
Billy
Billy
the Three.
Yep.
Yep.
Portugal is
Colonization.
good that they're blue, but they're kind of the same color as France, which might be a little bit concerning.
Yeah,
They might need to
Mm.
differentiate those a bit more. I don't know.
Good for them.
France
Yeah.
has done some early scrambling. It seems.
To give you guys some insight to the chat, they make like the same joke
Alright,
again,
yeah.
like the Willy
That's
3
what
joke,
we were looking at
Yeah.
before, like the.
and then everyone in the chat types in Willy 3.
I'm looking at it.
Like involved.
And
They all
that's been
spell it
that's
different.
been yeah, and that's been the same for
We have protected
pretty
speech.
much every
We
every
did.
joke that they've
We
said.
did.
They
And
just sort
with
of
that, I
repeat
think
it.
We should start to wrap things
Have
up.
you seen
here.
what I've been like saying
So-
in chat?
No, I haven't been looking at the chat. It makes me depressed.
No, I was just like typing some like, holy, this is so hecking awesome. Like, comments.
Pog!
Can we get a Pog champ for this?
They didn't fight back. They're gone.
Oh, Denmark back down.
Posted it, perhaps just a couple.
Oh my
Just
god,
a
dude.
couple.
And then they just
and we'll
spam
be
the
back
join the
with
Victory
the
Discord.
Victory in 2
Pre-order
weeks'
now.
time. 2 weeks' time.
I can't join the Victory Discord. I'm banned for criticizing it.
Wait, you're actually banned?
I'm
You're
banned as
banned
well,
from the
yeah.
Discord?
What? Everyone is. Like half the people I know are banned from it.
Revolution.
I got
thought-
banned almost immediately.
War train. Alex, what just happened?
We're Poland.
I legit just left the Discord because like,
Oh.
this
They
is-
just released that as a meme, have they?
Oh.
Alright.
Well, yeah, that's it. And yeah, see you around.
We'll see
that's
you
like
around, folks.
the ugliest. Like I don't understand why those are the Poland borders, but yeah,
I feel like they're gonna. A lot of real playthroughs of Victory are gonna match that. They're gonna get to Germany. They're gonna doing stuff to form Germany might actually, if they do it properly and less boringly, that might actually be an interesting playthrough. But then when they get to Germany and they get into that map there, what do they do? Maybe take
it's
Alsace.
literally like 15 years of gameplay, and then after that you just are lost. You have no clue what to do because there's nothing after the early game in like the current state of Victory as it stands. There's like
Yeah.
it's just like boring to like maybe mildly like entertaining early game, and then there's just nothing. It's just like a big vast ocean of nothingness afterwards.
Well, with Zombie gone, I'm trying to think of something balanced to say. So how about we go around in a circle and we say one thing that we loved about it.
Oh god, okay.
Okay, Spud, you start.
Oh come on. I thought I would have time to think. Start with someone else.
I need to think. As well. Give me a second.
The soundtrack.
Really-
There you go. The
Yeah,
soundtrack.
I was just about to say that.
Oh, I stole
no.
your ones. Oh,
I liked when they took a break.
the
That was cool.
trains, The trains.
Are we talking about the stream or the game?
The
I
game.
like the epic jokes. They were really funny and cool.
The game.
The game.
Because listen, no matter what, I don't. I mean, it might be possible to make the game entertaining, but those guys.
I think
the
the
devs
only thing that I
aren't meant to
enjoy
do that.
is the representation of like pops and subsistence farming. And that's
Don't
like,
make let's not make fun of the devs too much. Their jobs are devs. They're
No.
not streamers
Yeah, yeah.
or entertainers. They're just devs trying to have fun with their own game. I guess looked like they had fun, but the game itself is what we need to focus on.
Of course.
And the stream is over. That's fine.
Yeah, as I said, the representation of pops and subsistence farming is about the only thing. That seems like
I need my own
interesting,
music now.
because unlike Vic 2 where they just start in RGOs no matter what.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
You're being overly
Yeah.
optimistic, Spud. Are you being paid by Paradox? Fuck off. I'm negative about this game. As fuck. You haven't been here for the whole stream, though. The game is
Yeah.
pretty bad, in my opinion.
I don't know. We'll have to see how it feels to play it actually, because a lot of Paradox games aren't that fun to watch, like single player. Like it's not that fun, but this definitely did not seem.
I mean, this might
That
be
interesting.
might be entertaining with a bunch of men shouting at each other over it. Maybe get a 10-minute video of people shouting about the price of iron.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah. That could be good. That could be good with some
And
country
then there's
balls.
gonna be the intro, or like the theme song for the like the video game at the start. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
with
a big
white-
wall of text. And
a wall of white text over black background.
I think you could pump, say maybe 250 episodes of that out pretty quickly.
200. Yeah, I think we could
yeah,
hit that.
every week or so, with some country balls.
Bokoen's being investigated but he's being audited by the Danish government actually, because there's been stuff about some Twitch tax evasion, and so the Danish government are looking at all Twitch streamers. And so take
Some
that,
of us-
Twitch sells.
Some of those European streamers actually have such a shit go of it. Like I think Irish streamers have to pay Irish taxes and then American taxes as well. That's horrible.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
I
I've heard a
don't.
lot about that.
Yeah, like you have to end up paying like 60%
I
tax.
know Tommy K had some issues with that as well,
Yeah.
and he had like to deal with that shit.
Yeah. Bocan one arrested for tax evasion.
That would be funny. Fuck no. And then he has to, in his jail cell, all he can do for the rest of his life is watch paint dry.
Oh.
He wants to just shout at it with his cellmates.
Yeah, his Danish.
He's
prison,
gonna
though.
get a computer and he's gonna play map games with his cellmates.
Exactly. Yeah, it's Danish prison. You can probably still make YouTube videos.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah,
anything like
Scandinavia,
Norwegian
so-
prison.
Yeah. You look at Norwegian prison, you think, wow, that's that's not bad. Well, that's not a bad
Yeah.
backup plan. If all the chips are down, that's not a bad backup plan.
You know what? Pretty good life for someone who murdered 71 people in cold blood, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Not bad at all. Yeah, New
You get to
Zealand
go
prison.
around living your life normally afterwards.
New Zealand prison's pretty hardcore.
To just
I mean,
dissociate it and pretend that like he knew no one for like a couple of days,
yeah,
couple of
just
years.
email people. That's madness. Oh, all right. Well, we did it. We did it, guys. I actually feel a sense of achievement.
A sense of
Having-
we've made it through that. Yeah.
Yeah, we survived.
That was a marathon. That's like
I
a
feel-
24-hour stream, but like in,
Zombie can't
condensed
say
in
the
2
same.
hours.
He pussied out.
Yeah, I feel closer to both of you, to be honest. I feel like we're bonded.
We've gone through something important together.
Yeah, yeah. Mutual suffering.
Isn't Bo in that Yogscast like Paradox Piechucker? He's literally in the Yogscast.
Yeah,
Yes.
he literally isn't.
Some people in chat being a bit too edgy
Alongside
about
like
it.
ISP.
Yeah. Take it easy. Take it easy, boys.
I see.
No hate to Paradox devs. No hate even to Bo. No hate. No personal hate. Just
You
make
can
a
have a
little
lot
bit
of
of fun.
fun.
We
You
just
have a lot
make
of
it
fun without
poke
being-
some fun.
without being silly. You ruin it for us. We can't. take
When we
jokes
say
anymore.
he's being investigated for tax evasion, it's literally true. He tweeted about it.
It's factual. Fantastic.
Oh, sorry, he's not being.
Yogscast.
I'm going to get sued. He's being audited, which is normal.
Sued by Yogscast.
Yeah. Yogscast. Well, another thing, the mighty have fallen. Everything's falling. Paradox is
Yeah.
falling. Yogscast is falling. The Yogscast really fell off. What do they do nowadays?
Gary's mod still.
Oh, they get like 15k views per video. Or
I released a
something.
Gary's mod video yesterday. I'll have you know.
Yeah, it's a short.
Yeah, but that's still fresh. That's good. You haven't done 6 years of Gary's mod videos.
Well,
You know what I
soon I'll have done 6 years of Victoria 2 videos. Can't wait.
Mm.
That's true.
Anyway, I think that's about it.
Yeah. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh my god.
For me, it's 11 a.m., but I feel like going to sleep
You
for
gotta
10
start your
hours.
day with that. I think that's worse.
4 p.m. I'm away to go out for a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair enough, to be honest.
Getting stiff
Walk
after
it
the.
off. Yeah, walk it off.
Yeah, walk over and have a real ponder about what
The,
I've just
the
witnessed.
coach told you to walk it off.
Sit on a
Gather-
bench and have a think, eh? Have a think.
Gather my thoughts. What did I just witness?
Have a deep inner
Pull yourself
conversation.
together. I'm gonna brush my teeth and lie down in bed.
might even stop by the pub. Have a real ponder.
Yeah.
Talk with some people about it.
So
Get
what's
their opinions.
what's
I'll
getting
go-
you
I'll
down,
go out.
Budgun? What's getting you down? Another whiskey. Just had to witness 2 hours of Victoria 3 gameplay. I'm so sorry to hear that. Have another whiskey.
This one's on me.
Yeah, this one's on me.
Janet, thanks so much for the 10 check. What do you call them? Kroner, probably.
Yeah. Maybe.
Thank you, thanks
Check
Pogba,
crowns.
and thanks Piechucker.
I will see
No,
this bug.
no worries. Yeah, that was. I actually
was
enjoyed
fun.
that. Well,
It was fun. It's the last one as
yeah.
well.
it's the last one.
Well,
okay.
if there is one next week, I won't be able to make it.
Okay.
See ya.
So that's it.
Yeah,
for Paradox
see you,
Victory
Spud.
streams. See you, Pogba's
Yeah.
Spud. See you later, Piechucker. Thanks so
Yeah,
much.
see you, chat. Bye, bye, guys.
All right, chat. Thank you all so much as well for making it enjoyable. We all had fun together. We all bonded. That was just, I don't know. I mean, yeah, all our thoughts. We've given our thoughts live at the time. Now, Zombie's the best one at giving a roundup of everything, and he had to go earlier, so it's hard to do a roundup. If you watch the past 2 streams, Zombies, he really gets going at the end, rounding up everything. So we just have to take it as it is. All right then, everyone. I appreciate all the super chats and memberships so much. I appreciate it all very much, and the viewership and the engagement. This will be up on the Spud Gun archives tomorrow. Well, I might even get it done today. I'm going to start downloading it right after this. So, I'll start downloading it after I'm back. Alright. Video on Friday. Maybe even another video. There's going to be a GeoGuessr video soon. And I encourage everyone to watch it. It's not what you're used to. It's not Victoria 2. But it is a map game. And it is fun geography stuff. Really funny scenes on that video. I implore you all to watch it when it comes out. Let's get it to at least 10k views. Alright then. So, thank you all so much everyone. As I've said, there'll probably be a stream on Friday, by the way. There'll probably be the CWE campaign that was cancelled last week. Okay, everyone, goodbye. Thank you.